Okay, so this is the next trial I'm doing. This is the Melaka and trial 2023, yeah. And this is the paper 2. Okay, so let's skip all this formula and start. Oh, let's start. Okay, let's read the question first. Okay, wait. Okay, number 1, to continue making money, the number of new songs and, okay, N represents number of songs a singer need to record each year varies inversely. So definitely variation question. So N varies inversely as number of years T the singer has been recording. Lepas tu, after 3 years of recording, a singer needs to record 20 new songs per year to be profitable. After 10 years, how many new songs will the singer need to record in order to make a profit? Okay, after reading this whole paragraph, I realized this is a variation question. And variation question, we always follow these 4 steps, right? Step number 1. Okay, wait. Step number 1, we will write down the variation. All right. It means we will look at whether it's directly or inversely and write down the variation. Step 2, convert the variation to equation. How to convert? Just change the variation symbol to equal and then tambah K. Step 3, find the K. And then step 4, rewrite. Okay. And then after rewrite, step 5, baru kita tengok apa soalan nak kita cari, right? So let's follow all these steps. Okay, the first thing is we start with variation first. So I think they got mentioned just now, siapa varies inversely siapa. N varies inversely as T. So N varies inversely as T. Kalau inverse means atas dengan bawah, so the T have to put bawah, and nothing atas means satu lah. But we have to be careful because we have to know what N represents and T represents. Okay, so N represents number of songs. Number of songs. What about T? T represents what? Number of years. Okay, number of years. So what this means, it means semakin banyak, let's see, number of new songs need to record each year varies inversely as number of years. So it means as the number of years increase, the number of new songs you need to record each year decrease. That's what it means. Okay, but it's okay. The one tak penting pun. So we just follow the step. After we write variation, what is the next step? Let's look at step 2. Step 1 is the variation done. Step 2 is change it to equation. How to change? You just change this symbol to equal, but you have to tambah K lah. So it will be K darab 1 over T. Okay, don't forget it's a times relation. And what is K darab 1 over T? K over T. So you can actually write fast, straight away skip and write K over T like this. Okay, and the next step is to find K. But how to find K? You need to have a complete information. What do I mean by complete information? It means you have to have the N and T. Both pun kena ada. Tak boleh ada satu saja. So I remember they got mentioned just now, after 3 years. So this is T or N? This is T, right? Because T represents number of years. So 3 years means T is 3. A singer needs to record 20 new songs. Okay, I think this 20 is the N, right? Because N represents number of songs and 20 is also songs. So N is 20, T is 3, right? And then they say after 10 years, how many new songs would the singer need to record in order to make a profit? Okay, I think this 10 is also T, right? So which information yang saya kena masuk? T3 and N20, bukan T10, because T10 cannot masuk, because when the year is 10, we don't know how many new songs. So if we masuk T10 year, then my N cannot masuk. Then I cannot find my K because I have to masuk information yang complete. Saya tak boleh masuk information yang ini sebab saya hanya ada T tapi tak ada N. Saya kena both ada. So the only way to masuk here is T masuk 3 because T is 3 years, number of years. And then 20 new songs, so N is 20. So now I can get my T. I just take 20 times 3, which is 60, right? And don't forget the next step, which is to rewrite. After you find K, to rewrite. So when we rewrite, what we write, we will look back to this equation, N equals K over T, and we will write N equals K sudah tahu 60 over T. And the final step, which is step 5, is to see what the question wants us to find. So the question asks us to find how many new songs will the singer need to record after 10 years. So what you do is you ganti 10, but you ganti 10 dalam N or dalam T? Dalam 10, be careful. Okay, sorry, I silap this. This is supposed to be 10. And then this will be N. Hey, why not you ganti 10 dalam N? Because I mentioned already, N is number of songs, T is number of years. If they want you to find how many songs, means you want to find N. Okay, you want to find N, it means you don't have the N. All right, and then they say after 10 years means the 10 is the T, because T represents number of years. That's why I always write down this very carefully so that I don't get mixed up during the, so that you don't silap masuk lah during SPM. So make sure you know what every alphabet represents. So now you get n equals to 6, right? So after 10 years, how many new songs? We can say it's 6 new songs, right? 6 new songs. Okay. Of course, if you want to write a little bit complete, you can write after 10 years, the singer need to record 10 new songs in order to make a profit. Okay. If you want to write incomplete lah, during exam, you want to write lengkap, you boleh tulis macam tu. Let's go. Number 2. Encik Khairul is 63 years old, okay? While his son's age is the largest 3-digit number in base 3. Oh, so definitely it's the number-based question, from 4 chapter 2, right? Okay, calculate the difference. Difference means what? It means you can have to ambil besar tolak kecil. Difference means you have to minus. Okay, calculate the difference in their age in base 2. So your answer has to be in base 2 and you have to find the difference. Okay, before you find the difference, you need to know both their age first. So I already know Khairul age in base 10. Khairul's age is in base 10 is 63 base 10, right? But I don't know his son's age. So what is the son's age? Okay, son's age. So, okay, this one I should write Khairul's age, right? So let me, okay, so Khairul's age. We already know this is 63, but it's in base 10. If they never write any base, means base 10, okay? Okay, son's age is the largest 3-digit in base 3. Okay, can you tell me, dalam base 3 punya number, what is the highest digit you nampak in the base 3? 2, right? Because the base 3 number, you can only jumpa 0, 1, and 2. It means the highest digit in the number is always 1 less than the base. For example, if I tell you base 10, base 10, you will only see which digit? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see? And then what if I say base 5? You will only see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It means the highest digit you nampak dekat number 2 is always 1 less than the base, right? So if I say base 4, what is the highest digit? 0, 1, 2, 3, right? The highest digit is always 1 less than the base, right? So if I say base, let's see, base 2, base 2. So what will be the highest digit? 1 lah, because you can only see 0 and 1. You see, the highest digit is always 1 less than the base, right? Okay, last one. Base 5, base 6. So base 6, the highest digit you see is 5 because it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. Yeah, because the highest digit is always 1 less than the base. This one also 1 less than, 1 less than, 1 less than. Okay, so I think I can erase all this. So now you get the idea already. So in base 3, what is the highest digit? 2, right? Because the highest digit is always 1 less than the base. If the base is 3, then the highest, the how to say, the biggest digit you will see in the number is 2. Okay, now tell me what is the largest 3-digit in base 3. So the largest 3-digit in base 3 will be 222 base 3. Okay, so the son's age is actually 222 base 3. Okay, okay. What about base 10? Let's test. What is the largest 3-digit number in base 10? It will be 999. Like that. Okay, so you get the idea. So the largest 3-digit in base 10 is 999, but the largest 3-digit in base 2 will be 222. Okay, because the largest digit is always 1 less than the base. Very important concept to understand. Okay, now we can find the difference. But before we take this one minus this one, we have to make sure they are same base. You cannot minus 2 numbers when they are different base. Okay, and you cannot press calculator 222 minus 63. Confirm wrong. You do it like that, confirm wrong. Because the base is not same. Asas dia tak sama. You kena samakan dia punya asas dulu. So how to samakan asas? Okay, what I will do is I will change this to base 10. Okay, because this is in base 10, right? So I will change to base 10. And it's easier to change to base 10, right? Of course, some students, maybe they will do it a little different. They want to change this to base 2, and then change this to base 2, and then baru tolak. Can also. But I don't like to do it like that because you know why? Because when I change from base 3 to base 2, I have to change to base 10 dulu also. So why not? I just change this one to base 10 and then tolak dulu, and then baru the last step I change to base 2, right? So I will do it like that. Okay, how to change this to base 10? Do you know? First, we have to write down the place value, right? The place value. What is the place value? The nilai tempat. If it's base 3, the nilai tempat will be 3 power 0, 3 power 1, 3 power 2. Okay, students usually forget the power 0. They will straight away write 3 power 1 here, so be careful. And also one more thing, what if it's a base 5? Then it will be 5 power 0, 5 power 1, 5 power 2. If base 7, 7 power 0, 7 power 7, 2, and like that. Okay, and now what you do is you darab atas bawah, atas bawah, atas bawah, you darab. So what you get is you get 3 power 2 times 2 plus 3 power 1 times 2 plus 3 power 0 times 2. Okay, 3 power 0 is not 0, please. 3 power 0 is 1, okay? So now you press all this in your calculator lah. Okay, 3 power 2 is 9, 9 times 2 is 18. So, okay, let's press 18 plus 6 plus 2. What is 18 plus 6 plus 2? Okay, the calculator give me 26. But don't forget, this is what base? This is base 10, right? And since now I already have Cairo's age and Sun's age in base 10, I think I can find the difference now. So I can find the difference now. So the difference will be besar tolak kecil, which is 63 base 10 minus 26 base 10. Of course, now you can minus already because they are same base. And the answer will come out in base 10 also. All right? Because you take base 10 minus base 10, so the answer come out in base 10 also. Okay, I already get it. 37 base 10. Okay, now they want the but not finished yet. They want the difference in base 2. So the last step is to convert to base 2. How to convert from a base 10 to a smaller base? We will use the bahagi punya cara, right? Just now, if I use base 3 to base 10, which means a smaller base to base 10, I use the darab punya cara. Okay, means I write down the place value, I darab. But now I'm changing base 10 to a smaller base, so I have to bahagi, right? So what I will do is I'll write the working here, 37, and then here I put remainder, and then I bahagi, right? But I bahagi how much? Since I want base 2, I'll bahagi 2, right? Or maybe some of you might use the calculator method. Okay, can also, okay, but I always do it myself. I don't use calculator. So 2 times what is 37? 2 times, okay, 2 times 1 is 2, and then 2 times 8 is 16, remainder 1, right? And then 2 times 9 is 18, remainder 0. 2 times 4 is 8, remainder 1. 2 times 2 is 4, remainder 0. And then 2 times 1 is 2, remainder 0, and then 2 times 0, remainder is 1, right? So the answer here is, we have to baca bawah ke atas, right? This direction. So it will be 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1 base 2. So that would be the answer for question number 2. 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Yep. Okay, now we can continue with question number 3. This is definitely premium, so insurance lah. And it's to be more specific, it's motor insurance. Okay, not fire insurance, not medical insurance, it's motor insurance. Okay, table 1 shows the premium rate under the motor tarif for motor policy. Okay, I can already see the motor tarif, they never provide me the Semenanjung, Malaysia. They only provide the Sabah Sarawak. So definitely this person is living in Sabah Sarawak. Okay, because they never put the Semenanjung in the motor tarif. And then this one they could say for comprehensive policy, the rate charge is for the first 1,000 of the sum insured. This one we already know it. This one, even they never mention also, you must know. The comprehensive punya nilai here is only for the first 1,000. That's why you have to plus with 26 darab dengan sum insured minus 1,000 bahagi 1,000 ataupun 20.3. 20.3 darab sum insured minus 1,000 bahagi 1,000 depending on the location. So yang ni memang kena tahu. Don't worry, I will explain to you the full steps later. Alright. Okay, let's see now. Esther, who lives in Sabah, wants to buy motor insurance. The following is the information regarding the vehicle she wants to insure. Okay, sum insured penting. Age of vehicle tak penting. Capacity engine penting. NCD penting. NCD is used to find the what do you call it? The gross premium, the premium kasa. So, and then they say calculate the gross premium. Okay, I think now I have to explain to you how to find everything about motor insurance, right? So I need some space. Okay, I think I can use this space to explain motor insurance. Okay, let's explain motor insurance. Okay, motor insurance yang akan keluar dalam exam adalah ada 3 polisi saja yang akan keluar. The first policy yang akan keluar dalam exam is third party policy. Third party policy. Okay, I don't want to write this word. I just write third party lah. Dalam bahasa Melayu, pihak ketiga. Okay, polisi pihak ketiga. So, for third party, how to get the basic premium? Basic premium means premium asas. Okay, so how to get the basic premium ataupun premium asas? First, you will refer to your MT. MT means your motor tarif. Okay, and when you refer to your motor tarif, you will see that there will be one column for third party policy. So you will refer to the value here. Alright, depending on which CC lah, depending on which CC and dekat mana dia tinggal, Semenanjung or Sabah Sarawak. And then after you refer the value here, you will straight away get your basic premium. Okay, and then how to get your gross premium, your premium kasar? You have to take your basic premium, which is whatever the answer here, minus the NCD. Minus the NCD means the non-claim discount. Okay, that's the third party. That's how you do third party policy punya premium. Okay, now let's talk about the next policy, which is third party fire and theft. Third party fire and theft. Okay, for this, how to get the basic premium? the premium asas. You have to take 75%, which is 0.75, darab dengan basic premium for comprehensive. Basic premium for comprehensive policy. And later I will also explain how to get basic premium for of comprehensive. Okay. After you get this, how you get your gross premium, your premium CASA. You would same lah, take the basic premium minus the NCD. Okay. Hey, all this you have to hafal, because during exam they will not tell you all these formulas. All this you have to hafal. Okay, for my final one is comprehensive policy. So how to calculate basic premium for comprehensive. Okay, this one also got something you need to hafal. How to get your premium asas, your basic premium. First, you have to look at your motor tariff. You have to look at your motor tariff. So if you look at your motor tariff, there's one column for comprehensive, right? And you have to look at the value lah. But which value you want to look at? Okay, you check for the CC and check for the Semenanjung or Sabah Sarawak lah, and then you baca the value. After you get your motor tariff, you have to darab with either 26 or 20.30 times with sum insured minus 1,000 divide 1,000. Okay, sum insured minus 1,000 divide 1,000. This one also same. Sum insured minus 1,000 divide 1,000. So it's here outright or lah. It means your basic premium formula is you look at your motor tariff and then you okay, this one is not times. Sorry. This one is plus. Okay. So it's either you plus with this or you plus with this, depending on where you stay. If the person is on Peninsular Malaysia, Semenanjung, then it's 26 lah. Then we follow the 26 one. But then if the person is in Sabah Sarawak, then you have to follow the down one, which is the 20.3. Darab sum insured minus 1,000 divide 1,000, like that. Okay, finally, how to get the gross premium for comprehensive? Just take your basic premium minus NCD. It means whatever answer you get here, after you clear all this, you clear the basic premium and then tolak NCD, then you get your gross premium. Okay. So it means finding gross premium is very straightforward, right? Finding gross premium is just to take the basic premium tolak NCD. Yang awak kena hafal apa? Yang awak kena hafal is how to find the basic premium for all three policies. Because all three policies, cara untuk cari lain. Semua lain. Can you see? For third party, okay, third party is the easiest one lah. Just tengok jadual saja. Tak payah tambah apa, tak payah darab apa, just tengok jadual saja. Tapi kalau third party finance and theft, dia punya basic premium kena ambil 75% darab basic premium of comprehensive. Tapi macam mana nak cari basic premium of comprehensive? Kena ambil tengok motor tarif tambah 26 ataupun 20.3 darab sum insured minus 1,000 bahagi 1,000. Kalau Semenanjung Malaysia 26, kalau Sabah Sarawak 20.3 macam tu. It means that you have to hafal how to find basic premium for all policy. Gross premium is very easy. Gross premium is just take the basic answer minus the NCD. It's very straightforward, right? So now with this knowledge, now we can try to do this question, right? So let's read. Let's go back to this question. So this question says what? Okay, I already read all this just now. So let's start from here. Esther, who lives in Sabah. Okay. Now only I understand why they only write me the Sabah Sarawak in the motor tariff. They never give Semenanjung because Esther lives in Sabah and then wants to buy a motor insurance policy, but we still don't know what policy she wants to buy. Because there's 4 types of policy in total. But yang keluar dalam exam 3 types only. Okay. The following is the information regarding the vehicle she wants to insure. So this is the information. Okay, they give us the sum insured, age, engine capacity, NCD. Now they say calculate gross premium. Gross premium is premium CASAR. Premium CASA. So definitely I have to find my basic premium first and then minus the NCD, then to get the gross premium. So calculate the gross premium for Esther's car under comprehensive policy. You tell me which formula I use. Comprehensive, of course this one, right? So what I do now, I will write my working here. Okay, so let's draw a line like this. Okay, this is my working. Okay, so how is the working? First, you have to write basic premium. Okay, let's put the tajuk comprehensive like this. Okay. To remind myself, I'm finding basic premium for comprehensive, and then I'll write basic premium here. All right. Or you want to write in Bahasa Melayu, you want to write premium asas, boleh juga. Okay, what is the basic premium for comprehensive? I told you already. Look at the motor tariff, and then plus with this bracket, right? Okay, let's look at the motor tariff. But there's so many value here. Which one I should look at? Of course, I should look at comprehensive, because I'm finding for comprehensive, right? Okay, it means this question tak guna pun yang pihak ketiga because tak suruh cari pun. But which value kita kena tengok? Okay, kita tengok which CC lah. Okay, Esther's car is 2495 CC. So definitely which one? 2495 tidak melebihi siapa? 2495 does not exceed 3050. So kita kena tengok yang ni. Okay, sometimes student confuse this also. They will say like, sir, which one saya kena tengok? Okay, tengok sini. Capacity engine tidak melebihi. What is tidak melebihi? Does not exceed. Does not exceed. So 2495, saya nak tanya, 2495 sudah melebihi 2200 tak? Sudah melebihi kan? So tak boleh ambil yang ni lah. 2495 sudah melebihi 1650 also. So tak boleh ambil yang ni. So yang kena ambil, okay, kena ambil yang ni, 3050. Sebab apa? Because your 2495 tidak melebihi 3050. Okay, your 2495, it's how to say? It does not exceed 3050. So this is the one we look at. And then this is the value we take here. Because we are finding for comprehensive. So 266.50. But it's not the answer yet. It's not the answer yet. 266.50 is not the answer yet. You still have to plus with bracket. Okay, which one you want to take? 26 or 20.3? 20.3. You know why? Because it's in Sabah, Sarawak. Okay, so 20.3. If Semenanjung, then only we take the 26. Okay, 20.3 have to times with what? Sum insured minus 1000 divide 1000. Just half the formula. Just half the formula. Okay, it would be way easier if you just half the formula. All right. So what is the sum insured? 85,000. So just times with 85,000 minus 1000 divide 1000, right? And after you calculate all of this, you should get your final answer for basic premium. Okay, what I'll do is I'll calculate this fraction first. What is 85,000 minus 1000? 84. 84,000. And then divide 1000 is 84. So this will be 20.3 times 84 and then plus with 266.50. Now we press this whole thing, the calculator. Okay, let me press 266.5 plus 20.3, 20 ringgit 30 cents, and then times 84. My calculator give me 1971.7. Okay, so RM 1971.70. Okay, don't forget to write the RM and also put 2 decimal place. Price always put 2 decimal place. Okay, this is not the answer. I still need to find the gross premium. Okay, gross premium. Hey, what if one day the exam want you to find basic premium? Then you stop here lah. If they want basic premium, then you finish already. But if they want gross premium, premium kasar, you still kena tolak NCD. So 1971.7 tolak dengan NCD. Okay, NCD dia berapa? 55%. Tapi 55% tu kena darab balik 1971.7. Okay, 55% is actually 55 over 100. So I will always convert to decimal 0.55 times 1971.7, right? Okay, I always recommend students to convert the percentage to decimal. Of course, some of you want to write 55 over 100 can also, okay? But I still think it's very important to pandai convert to decimal, okay? Because if you convert to decimal, it's good, right? It's better, okay? It's better. Because there's one chapter called compound interest, okay? And under compound interest, you need to learn how to convert to decimal also, right? So why not just convert to decimal? Okay, 0.55 times 1971.7. Okay, press this whole thing inside calculator. Okay, but press bracket lah. Minus bracket 0.55 times 1971.7. Close bracket. Okay, the calculator gave me 887.265. 887.265. Hopefully you get the same also, but of course you cannot write 887.265. You have to write 887.27 and then you have to put RM here. Why you cannot write 265? Because this is price. Price have only 2 decimal place. So the 265, the 5 I will plus 1 like that. And then don't forget to write RM. Okay, so let me just double confirm with the answer number 3887.27. Yep, betul. Okay, let's continue. Okay, number 4. I think this is probability. Okay, let's read. This weekend, Aini and Vala Marti. Okay, let's just call her Vala. So Aini and Vala will attend her best friend's birthday party. Given that the probability that Aini and Vala will wear red dress 5 over 8 and 1 over 3 respectively. Calculate the probability both of them wear red dress, neither of them wearing red dress. Macam mana saya ajar buat soalan probability? Jangan tengok apa dia mau dulu kan. Betul tak saya cakap macam tu? In my previous video also, I got mentioned this many times. Every time I jumpa probability question in my YouTube video, I always say, what? I always say, don't look at what they want. Write down all the possibilities first. Okay, let's jangan tengok A dulu. So, probability of Aini wearing red. So, Aini, okay, let's not do like that. Let's write like this. We have Aini. Okay, we just put a tajuk like that. And then Vala. Okay, Vala. And then now I will write the probability of red. Okay, probability of red, right? So what is the probability of red for Aini? 5 over 8. And we all know total probability mesti 1. So what is the probability of her not wearing red? It means probability of R prime. So you will take 1 minus 5 over 8, which is 3 over 8. Okay, because total probability must be 1, right? So it's either she wears red or she doesn't wear red. So if the probability she wear red is 5 over 8, then the probability of her not wearing red is 3 over 8. What about Vala? Vala probability of wearing red is 1 over 3. And then probability of not wearing red is 2 over 3, right? And then I already said, don't look at what they want. Because if you look at what they want, it will restrict your mind, it will restrict your thinking, and then you will do the wrong thing. Always write down all the possibilities, okay? So we don't care about what they want to find first. We write down all the possibilities first. So what are all the possibilities? We have Aini Vala, Aini Vala, Aini Vala, Aini Vala. Why I write 4 times? Because I know there's a total of 4 possibilities. Why I check up total 4 possibilities? Because it's either red, 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 not red, not red, red, not. Okay, okay, let me repeat again. It's either they both wear red, ataupun Aini wears red, Vala no red, ataupun Aini red, no red, no red, and then Vala red, ataupun both also not red. Okay, so sekali red, red not red, red, red not red, not red, red, not red, not red. So these are all the false possibilities. Tapi you tak payah buat semua. You tak payah buat semua. Okay, you exam tak payah buat semua. You hanya buat yang apa dia mau saja. Okay, it means now only I do my A, but you don't have to do all of it, right? If you do all of it plus you will get 1. Total probability is 1 if you take all this darab. Okay, let's try to do one. Let's try to do one. Let's say I want to do this one. Let's say I want to do this one. What will I do? I will take Aini rate probability times with Vala not rate probability. So Aini rate is what? 5 over 8 times Vala R prime. Vala R prime is 2 over 3 like that. Okay? Like that lah. Okay? So that's how you do it. But you have to read the question lah. Soalan nak yang mana baru you cari. Okay, so now only I read the A, what it says. So calculate the probability that both of them wear red dress. You tell me which one, 1, 2, 3 or 4, which one? Both of them wear red, obviously this one. So what I write here is probability both wear red, both wear red. So the probability of both wear red is this. So what would be the answer? So Aini red times with Vala red times so Aini red is 5 over 8 times with Vala red 1 over 3. Okay, why times? Why not plus? Because it's Aini wearing red and Vala wearing red. If and you kena darab, and you kena darab. Okay, so atas darab atas, bawah darab bawah, you will get 5 over 24. All right, that's how you do A. Let's go B. Calculate probability of neither of them wearing red dress. Neither of them wearing red dress means both also not wear red. Kedua-dua tidak memakai pakaian berwarna merah. So dua-dua tak boleh pakai merah. So yang ni tak boleh, yang ni tak boleh sebab ini pakai merah. Yang ni pun tak boleh sebab Vala pakai merah. So yang ini baru dua-dua tak pakai merah. So I have to write probability neither red. Neither red means both pun tak ada pakai red. So both pun tak ada pakai red means obviously we buat yang ini saja. So kalau kita buat yang ini macam mana? Ini red prime punya probability darab dengan Vala red prime. So ini red prime is 3 over 8. Vala red prime is 2 over 3. Alright. So can you cut? You get 4 here. So 1 over 4. So the answer for B is 1 over 4. Okay, let me check with the answer. Go saya. So this is question number 4, right? So what is the answer for question number 4? 5 over 24, 1 over 4. Yep, correct. Okay, before I proceed, before I continue, there's still some important information I want to say. Okay, saya ada satu advice. Pasal kita buat probability, when we do probability, please make sure you write down all the possibilities first. Okay, all the possibilities first. And always, if they give me one probability, we can only find the other side of the probability by taking 1 minus. All right. Okay, what if I change the question? I said at least one rate. At least one rate. Okay, because this is also one of the famous one yang dia suka tanya, tapi dia tanya dalam sini lah. So if they say at least one rate, what you have to do? Sekurang-kurangnya satu rate. So kena ada satu orang yang pakai rate. Tak boleh dia kena sekurang-kurangnya satu orang. So at least one rate. Yang ni boleh ambil? Boleh. Yang ni boleh ambil? Boleh juga sebab at least one rate. Ada satu rate. Okay, ada satu rate boleh ambil. Yang ni pun boleh. Okay, yang ni boleh juga. Yang ini saja yang tak boleh, betul? Yang ini saja yang tak boleh. So what you do is you will take what? Ini rate times with Vala rate, and then Ini rate, Vala rate prime times together. Ini rate prime probability, Vala rate prime probability times together, and then plus. In the middle have to plus. Okay. Okay, that is you boleh buat macam tu, betul juga. Tapi ada satu cara lain. You can also take 1 because total probability is 1. Okay, you can also take 1 minus this one. Okay, minus this one. dapatlah balance, right? Because total probability is 1. So if you want to do fast for at least one rate, you can straight away take 1 minus yang ini to get this 3, right? Of course, you want to do it slow can also, like that. Yang ni tambah yang ni tambah yang ni, you will get the same answer, all right? Okay, this one is just I tambah sendiri one lah, because this one got come out in my previous trial video where they asked the at least one. Okay, but this question they never asked lah. So this is the answer, right? Okay, let's continue. Number 5, this is logical reasoning. Okay, penakakulan logic. Okay, let's read. Determine whether the following statement is true or false. Okay, let's see. Is this a single statement or compound statement? I think this is a single statement, because compound statement you will see the word and ataupun or. Okay, kalau you nampak perkataan and or, they will have 2 true values. It means if I say and ataupun or, you will see one statement in front, one statement belakang, one statement in front, one statement belakang, and they will have different true value. Maybe true, maybe true, false, false, true, false, false, like that. So if like that then cara kita tengok true, false pun sudah dia lain sikit, right? Because there's two how to say, two different truth value. Okay, dia ada dua statement yang berbeza yang sudah digabungkan. Okay, but that one we don't have to care about that, because this one is just one single statement. So they say set 2, 3, 11 union odd number is 2, 3, 11. Okay, let's talk about odd number. What is odd number? Nombor ganjil. Nombor ganjil is nombor yang tak boleh bahagi dua. For example, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I don't think you have to write a lot. Just write like this is enough. And we also have to understand what this symbol means. This symbol means, okay, dia ada dua simbol. Satu simbol macam ni, satu simbol macam ni. Simbol yang macam ni we call it intersect ataupun persilangan. Simbol macam ni kita panggil union ataupun kesatuan. Okay, satu Malaysia, kesatuan. Yang atas ni persilangan, yang bawah ni kesatuan. Okay, ataupun in English intersect dengan union lah. Okay, union means what? Ambil semua. Intersect means ambil yang repeat saja. Intersect means ambil yang silang saja, yang sama. Union means ambil semua. So 2, 3, 11 union all the odd numbers will be what? Ambil semua. So the answer will be 2, 3, 11, 1, 5, 7, 9, and so on. But they write the answer here is 2, 3, 11. So this is definitely a false statement. Okay, the false statement. If they put intersect here, will it be true? No, it will be false also, right? Because if they put intersect here, two would not be the answer. Okay, but it doesn't matter. Okay, because this question they ask 2, 3, 11 union odd number is 2, 3, 11. So this is actually wrong. Actually, yeah, this is not correct, because union means ambil semua nilai dalam set pertama and semua nilai dalam set kedua. Tapi dalam set kedua ada 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, ada banyak. Okay, so bila ambil semua, when you combine these two set, it will not be 2, 3, 11. So definitely this is a false statement. So we just write false, then we get 1 mark. Okay, number B. Okay, I think I will write here. Okay, sebab ada wrong jawapan. Okay, B. Determine the consequence of the following implication. Tentukan akibat bagi implikasi berikut. Okay, you need to know what is this word, consequent, akibat. So, implication, the format is always like this. If something, then something, right? And then let's call this P and let's call this Q, right? So, yang P ni, kita ada nama untuk dia. P ni kita panggil dia antecedent. And then Q ni kita panggil dia consequent. Okay, how do you spell it? Consequent like that. Okay, tapi dalam bahasa Melayu, antecedent dalam bahasa Melayu antijadian. Consequent dalam bahasa Melayu the akibat. The akibat. So remember, depan is antecedent, belakang is consequent, because sometimes they might ask this in objective. Okay, walaupun sangat rare lah, tapi mungkin dia akan tanya, dia akan bagi soalan macam ni, and then A, B, C, D, dia akan tanya, oh, which one is the antecedent, which one is the consequent, and then you kena tahulah antecedent is yang depan, consequent is yang belakang. Okay, walaupun so far saya tak pernah tengok trial paper 1 yang ada tanya macam ni, tapi pernah tengok. Okay, sangat rare tapi ada. Okay, so kena tahulah. Okay, let's read the question. If straight line AB is tangent to the circle P, obviously this one is the antecedent, the one I underline now. This is the antecedent. Okay, ataupun dalam bahasa Melayu the antijadian. Okay, what about the consequent? Then okay, this one lah, the straight line AB, the red color line touches the circle P at only one point. Yang tu, yang red color, that is the consequent ataupun the akibat. So they want you to determine the consequence. What is the consequence? You salin je yang red, yang saya garis guna pen merah. So consequent will be the straight line. Okay, sorry. The straight line AB only touches the circle P at only one point. Of course, if you want to salin the bahasa Melayu one, can also, okay? Depends on what you biasa lah. Because some students, they like to answer in bahasa Melayu. And then you salin garis lurus AB hanya menyentuh, blah, 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 sampai sini lah. Okay, satu benda lagi yang you kena tahu, you cannot salin the then and if. The if and then is not included in your antecedent and consequent. Okay, yang tu kena tahu. Apa lagi? Oh, one more thing. You don't even, can you see, I didn't even care about what this statement means. I don't even care about what's the content, right? I just kena hafal siapa antecedent, siapa consequent, and then I straight away to this saja. I don't even have to think about whether this is true or false, like what this word means. Like I don't care. Okay, we don't care, right? So it's just you just switch off your brain and just salin saja whatever is written there. So very simple. Okay, let's go to C. The total population in Taman Indah follows this formula. Okay, let's write down the formula PT. Why I write down? Because I know definitely will be useful later. 215 and then bracket T square plus T plus 100. Of course, you can expand this, okay? But let's not do that first. Let's see what they want, right? Okay, the total population in Taman Indah follows this formula where T is the number of years. So very important, you have to know T represents what? Number of years. And then P is population. Okay, population. Population means jumlah penduduk. Okay, jumlah orang dalam taman tu lah, population. Okay, and then they say make a deductive conclusion about the total population of Taman Indah from 1st January 2015 until 31 December 2020. Okay, you need to know something. If they want you to make, make a deductive conclusion, it's very simple. All you have to do is masukkan dalam formula and then terus dapatkan jawapan. Itu saja. Tapi kalau inductive, usually kalau dia tanya inductive lah, usually they will ask you to draw a conclusion. Draw a conclusion. For inductive punya soalan, they will give you banyak premise. Okay, banyak premise. Like for example, 1 equals to 2 times 1, and then 2 times 2 equals to 4, and then maybe 2 times 3 equals to 6, for example lah, and then dot, and then you have to draw a conclusion. It means they will give you banyak specific punya premise, and then you have to make a general conclusion. And the general conclusion is you have to itu formula lah. So 2, 2, 2, this one also 2, and then 1, 2, 3 keeps changing, so this one is n, and then you just write n equals to 1, 2, 3 like that. Ini kalau inductive. Kalau inductive dia bagi macam tu. Dia bagi spesifik punya, and then kita kena tulis dia punya formula. Tapi kalau deductive, dia akan bagi formula. Deductive dengan inductive dia terbalik. Kalau deductive dia akan bagi formula, and then kita kena guna formula tu. Sekali lagi, kalau deductive bagi formula, kita guna formula. Tapi kalau inductive, dia tak bagi formula, dia sudah guna siap-siap dah formula. Dia guna dalam banyak baris. Kita yang kena terbalikkan proses tu and create the formula. Tapi kita kena based on what they write atas lah. Okay, so let's padam yang ni. Okay, kita guna formula ni sekarang. Okay, kita guna formula untuk cari apa? Make a deductive conclusion about total population from 1st January 2015 at 31 December. So I think I have to use this formula to find total population now. But in order to find population, saya kena ada number of years. Saya kena masukkan nilai T, baru saya boleh dapatkan jumlah penduduk. Tapi macam mana nak tahu number of years? Okay, dia sudah bagi tahu 1st January 2015 sampai 31 December 2020. So how many years have passed? Okay, if 1st January 2015, I start from here. Okay, after 1 year, it will be 1st January 2016. Agree? And then after 1 year, one more year, it will be 1st January 2017. And then after 1 year, it will be 1st January 2018. After 1 more year, it will be 1st January 2019. And then 1 more, it will be 1st January 2020. But don't stop here. Don't stop here. I want until 31 December 2020. Hello, 1st January 2020 sampai 31 December 2020 ada lagi 1 year. So you kena pergi lagi 1st January 2021. If you look at 1st January 2021 and 31 December 2020, they are just 1 day difference, correct? 31 December, what is the next day? What is tomorrow? It means the hari selepas 31 December 2020 is 1st January 2021, right? So this is where you stop. So how many years? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. It means from 1st January 2015 until 31 December 2020, 6 years have passed. So what you ganti? You ganti the T with 6, which is 6 square here, plus T is 6 plus 100, right? So that would be your P6. It means this T also you ganti with 6, and then the T belakang also you ganti with 6. Now I think you can use your calculator, but remember to press inside bracket first. So what is 6 squared? 36. 36 plus 106 equal dulu, and then baru answer darab 215. Okay, the answer is 30530. This is the population. Okay, 30530. All right. So you can write what? Total population. Total population. Okay, how you spell population? So total population ataupun if you want to write in bahasa Melayu, jumlah penduduk dalam Taman Indah adalah 30530. Alright, like that. Okay, so that is the answer. Okay, let me check with the answer. 30530. Betul ke saya buat? Ya, betul. Okay, so itu jawapan dia. Okay, let's continue. Number 6. So which chapter is this? This is Cukai, and to be more specific, is Cukai Pintu Property Assessment Tax. Okay, Encik Nabil owns an apartment unit in Bandar J, which is rented at the rate of 1,300 per month. So this is the monthly rent. The monthly rent, sewa bulanan, monthly rent. And then it says in February, he received the property assessment tax bill at the rate of 5.7%. So this is the kadar ataupun the rate lah, the rate for the cukai yang dikenakan. Okay, A kata apa? Nyatakan pihak yang mengutip cukai pintu state the party that collects the assessment tax. Okay, before I tell you the A answer, I want to tell you that because I do many trial questions already, and I realize they actually likes to ask this assessment, the cukai pintu, the property assessment tax, because sudah a few times already I jumpa. So please take note and make sure you betul-betul tahu. Alright, because if it comes out a lot in your trial paper, in your percubaan, means it's very high chance to come on your SPM also. So make sure you tahu lah benda ni. And another one yang selalu come out is income tax lah. Income tax yang tu memang suka tanya. Okay, and then assessment tax and road tax also I got see a few. Okay, but assessment tax really banyak leh saya jumpa. Okay, let's go with the let's continue. So state the party that collects the assessment tax. This one siapa yang collect? District council. Okay, district council. Okay, district council is what? Majlis daerah. Okay, district council is majlis daerah. Okay, so if you want to write in bahasa Melayu, then you write majlis daerah. Okay, so I usually write in English. Okay, so you can write majlis daerah also. Okay, that's all. Now we look at B. Calculate the property assessment tax payable by Encik Nabil for a year. Hitung cukai pintu yang perlu dibayar oleh Encik Nabil untuk setahun. So first you need to know the formula for property assessment tax. Okay, the property assessment tax ada formula. So property assessment tax punya formula is you take the annual value times with the rate, darab dengan rate ataupun the kadar lah, the rate for the property assessment tax rate. Okay, ataupun the percentage lah. Okay, annual value dia berapa? Okay, 1,300 is the monthly rent. So I cannot masuk 1,300 here. So how to get the monthly annual value? Is actually the monthly rent darab 12. Okay, I remember when I teach this in my class, I got mentioned this, but I mentioned it very briefly. So I don't know how many of you still remember lah. Okay, like my own student. So for my own student, I memang ajar, I pernah ada ajar ini. Saya pernah cakap like annual values is actually monthly rent times 12. Okay, I don't know you all remember or not, but I mentioned it very briefly in class. So if you don't remember it, make sure now you remember it. So this is actually 1,300 times 12 first. And then darab dengan rate dia dalam percentage 5.7%. I sudah cakap banyak kali in all my YouTube videos. I always say you kena pandai convert percentage to decimal. 5.7 is not 0.57. Hey, come on. You have to divide 100. So 0.057. Okay. So you kena pandai convert. How to convert? Just tekan 5.7 divide 100 in your calculator. And then let your calculator do the job for you. So it's 0.057. Okay, now press all this and should be able to get the answer. 1,300 times 12 times 0.057. My calculator give me 889.2, but you cannot write 889.2 because this is the price. So if it's a price, what you have to write? You have to put RM and you have to make sure I have 2 decimal place. So the answer is 889.20. Okay, let me just check with the schema. Yep. Okay, number 7, let's go. Nasrullah drives his car at a speed of 40p km/h. So this is the speed for 2p minus 3 hours. So for these hours, the speed is 40p. After that, he changes his speed to 60p minus 10 for p minus 1 hours. Find the value of p if the total distance traveled by him is 190 km. So we can see all the information they give us here is in terms of p. So tak lengkap, right? Tapi dia ada bagi tahu total distance is 190 km, right? So I think we can start from this information. Total distance, okay, sama dengan 190 km. Okay, first of all, how to find distance? you can take speed darab time. Speed darab time. So what you do is you can take 40p darab dengan 2p minus 3. Okay, for those who tak faham kenapa saya ambil yang ini darab yang ni, okay, listen. The formula for speed is what? Formula for laju. Jarak bahagi masa. Ataupun dalam English, distance bahagi dengan time. And let's say your distance is in meter. Your time is in second. Then your speed will be meter per second. Ataupun ms minus 1, right? But what if your distance is in kilometer? Your kilometer. And then this one is in hour. Then your speed will be kilometer h minus 1. Ataupun kilometer slash h. Okay, so what if I want to find distance then? I will take speed darab dengan time. Because this one can hantar atas. And then speed is actually kilometer per hour, right? And then time is actually hour, right? Imagine if you take kilometer per hour darab dengan hour. When you cut, you left with kilometer, right? Kilometer is the unit for distance. That's why kilometer per hour darab hour dapat kilometer. Macam tu. Okay. So ayo, what happened? Okay, so I sometimes look at the unit also. Okay, wait, let me close this. Okay. Okay, so now what I will do, I will erase all this. Okay, I think I will erase yang bawah ni saja. Okay, so how to get the distance? So now you faham already, you take the speed darab dengan time. So yang ini 40p and you can see the unit kilometer per hour. This one is hour, right? So why you darab them together? Because when you darab, you will get the distance. Because h and h cut, you get the kilometer. So after you darab this, it will be in kilometer automatic. It will not be in meter. It will be in kilometer. Plus with, okay, he also got changed to speed from here to this one for p minus 1 hours. So this unit is kilometer per hour. This unit is hour. What happens if it times these two value? You will get in kilometer. All right. And look at the total distance. They also give in kilometer. You see? So everything match one. So 60p minus 10 times with p minus 1 like that. Okay. And you don't even have to worry about the unit because the unit comes up will be automatic in kilometer. And then don't forget the whole thing equals to what? The whole thing equals to 190. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Equals to 190. Okay, let's draw a line to separate it. Okay, now we darab. Okay, how you expand this? How you kembangkan? How you darab? So 40p times 2p, 80p square. Okay, so very high chance later you might get two answers because got square already. Okay, got square means quadratic. It means you might end up with two answers. Okay, 40 times 2, 8p square. 40p times negative 3. 40 times 3 is 120. And then p, just write it there. And then got negative. Okay, letak je negative. Okay, this one how to expand? Okay, this one got two terms. You have to expand like this. 60p times p. What is 60p times p? 60p square lah. And then 60p kena darab negative 1. Negative 60p. And then 60p times p. Wait. Wait. I see that. 60p times p is 60p square. 60p times negative 1, negative 60p. And then negative 10 times p. So negative 10p. And then negative 10 times negative 1, positive 10 equals to 190. Okay, other square means this is definitely a quadratic. Quadratic means you will end up with two answers later. So what you have to do now, you have to pindah everything to one side equals 0 and then press calculator. Okay, but how to pindah? Okay, when you pindah also you have to susun dalam general form. So 80p square dengan p square kita boleh buat. So 80p square plus 60p square 140p square. And yang tu saya kena tulis paling depan sebab dia ada square. Lepas saya tulis p square, now I have to write yang ada p. So ini ada p, mana kawan dia? Ini pun ada p, ini pun ada p. So p dengan p boleh buat. So what is negative 120 minus 60 minus 10? So let's press minus 120 minus 70. Okay, the calculator give me negative 190. So I write negative 190 and don't forget to write the p. So p square dengan p square boleh buat, p dengan p boleh buat, number dengan number boleh buat. So number dengan number. So 10, tapi yang 190 is on the other side. So you have to move it here first because become minus. So 10 minus 190 minus 180. So this is your equation. And now you can factorize. Okay, but how you factorize using calculator? Okay, but before you factorize, I always mention in class, make sure you check whether kalau depan negatif, you kena tukar tanda. And one more thing you have to check is kalau boleh kecilkan, kena kecilkan. Yang ni memang boleh kecilkan. Bahagi 10, bahagi 10, bahagi 10 equals 0 like that. Okay? This is what I meant by kecilkan. Means you simplify lah. You permudahkan. Okay? Now only you press calculator to get the two answers. So do you know how to press? I'm using the putih punya calculator. So I will tekan mode menu. And then I will tekan A. I will tekan polynomial degree. So what is the A? 14. What is the B? Negative 19. And then what is the C? Negative 18. Okay, my calculator give me 2 negative 9 over 14. Okay, 2 negative 9 over 14. Okay. Okay, I really hope you know how to press this calculator. Too bad I can't show you now because I'm using laptop, right? So I can't show you in person how to tekan, but I hope all of you can tekan. And if you're my student, if you don't know how to tekan, then come to me. But I'm sure all of you know how to tekan. This is very basic. Okay, atas kena tulis bracket equals 0. And then here I have to tukar tanda. If P is positive 2, P minus 2 lah. And then P minus 9 over 14, it will be plus 9. And the over 14 have to tulis depan. Okay, it means tambah jadi tolak, tolak jadi tambah, bahagi jadi darab. So the 14 become darab. That's why you have to write in front like that. Okay, sudah siap. Tapi wait. Find the value of P if the total distance traveled by him is 190. Let me think. P minus 1 hours, right? And then there's 60p minus 10 speed. And then 40p is also speed. 2p minus 3 is time. And we all know speed dengan time, dia mesti positif. Tak ada speed negatif, tak ada time negatif. Tak ada time negatif pun. Speed pun tak ada negatif. If you look at your car, your kereta punya meter, mana ada dia punya speed sampai negatif. Dia zero saja kan, right? You paling lambat pun you stop, right? Takkanlah you stop and then lagi lambat daripada stop, not possible. So speed dengan time tak ada negative, so we have to reject this answer. So we will write rejected because speed tak boleh negative. And then distance also, so you end up with this. So this is your answer. Okay, tapi you jangan correction tape, you jangan padam ini nilai. You tulis juga, let the pemeriksa see you got do the full working. Just put the word bracket rejected. It means I don't want you to erase this. I don't want you to padam this. You just put the bracket rejected, and then this is your final answer. Okay, so that's how you do it. Oh, by the way, actually what you will do to know which one reject is you try to sub inside like this. So for example, P minus 1, right? So P minus 1 is ours. So imagine if you sub with the negative 9 over 14 minus 1. You will get negative value, right? If you don't believe me, you press calculator, this one, you will get negative. Okay, that's why time cannot negative. That's why I reject the negative value. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, I think this is good enough. So we can continue. Okay, number 8. This is graph of motion. Form 4, chapter 7 or chapter 6. I tak berapa clear. Tapi I know this chapter. This is graph of motion. Okay, graph of motion. Okay, before I even start reading the question, I want to do something else. I want to explain to you. Okay, so can I use this space? This small space here. So I want to use this space. So what I will do is I will draw a table. Okay, and I'm sure if you are my student, you're very familiar with this table because when I teach using table. Okay, this chapter I teach using table. So I'll draw something like this. This one make it bigger a bit like this, and then this one. Okay, this one kecil is enough, and then like this, right? And then the line is like this. Okay, like this, and then like this. Okay, this is the table. Okay, how I teach you in class? Here I will write what? DTG, distance time graph. Here I will write STG, and here is the KW. KW stands for keyword. Okay, so do you remember this table for my student? So how I teach you? Here is gradient. Okay, here is gradient. Okay, and for gradient formula is what? You take y minus y, which is the difference in y, divide difference in x, right? But if it's a distance time graph, when you are taking distance, your y-axis is distance. So it means when you find gradient, you are taking the distance punya difference bahagi difference in time. That's why you will get speed. So if DTG want to find speed, if it's a distance time graph, you want to find speed, you will use gradient. Okay, but STG, the y-axis is speed. Okay, and then the x-axis is time. Okay, and what is speed over time? Acceleration, right? Okay, but I want to make my nota simple. So can I erase this and erase this because not enough space. So I want to straight away give you the particular. So this one I'll straight away write speed. Okay, this one I straight away write speed, and then this one I straight away write acceleration. Okay, and acceleration apa nama lain dia? Rokos, rates of change of speed. Sometimes in exam they will ask this. Acceleration nama lain dia apa? Rate of change of speed. And then you also have another acceleration. We call it deceleration. Okay, acceleration is when your gradient is positive. Then it's acceleration. But if your gradient you get negative answer, then it's deceleration. Okay, and remember Rokos is the other name for acceleration. It's the same thing. Okay, this is the nama lain untuk dia. Okay, next keyword. What is it? Let me think. Average speed. Average speed. Okay, for average speed, we have one universal formula. Like this formula, we use it in all cases. So the formula would be TD over TT. What is TD over TT? Total distance over total time. Jumlah jarak bahagi jumlah masa. Okay. But how to get my total distance? That comes our third keyword. How to get the total distance? Ataupun distance travel. Okay, means cari distance lah. So how to get a total distance? For distance time graph, you will look at your y-axis. Okay, because if distance time graph, your y-axis is distance, so you will look at your y-axis. But for STG, you will find this area under graph. Area under graph. And for area, got how many shape you have to learn? Got 4 shape. Okay, we have rectangle, we have triangle, and we also have trapezium. But sometimes your trapezium can be lying down like this. Okay, and you need to know how to find a formula for area to find all this shape. Okay, but don't worry, I will show you later. So it means how to find average speed if it's DTG. Look at your y-axis to determine your total distance, and look at your x-axis to determine your total time. Very simple. But how to get average speed in a speed time graph? For total distance, you cannot look at your y-axis because your y-axis is speed now. So the proper way is to find the total area. So to find the total area under graph, and then get the total time by referring to your x-axis lah. Okay, but sometimes if they want average speed you have to find total distance, total time, right? And total distance is total area. But sometimes they don't want for the whole journey. They only want sebahagian saja. So you have to be careful also. All right. Okay. I hope you got really. If you know you are weak at this chapter, okay, I hope you didn't skip any second of me explaining just now. Okay, means you listen the whole thing, right? But if you think you power this chapter, you don't want to listen to this, can also. But if you know you're weak, this is very important. Okay, and it's very useful to hafal this table. Okay, so now we can do our question. Okay, now we read the question. Diagram 1 shows a speed time graph. Okay, straight away look at the table. Speed time graph, what you can find. You can find acceleration using gradient, and you can find distance using area. So you need to know this. Automatic, you see this word in exam, I want you to have the ability. Okay, nak cari acceleration guna gradient, nak cari distance guna area. Terus boleh jawab macam tu. Okay, sekarang kita baca. Diagram 1 shows speed time graph of the movement of motorcycle. Okay, let's look at this speed time. Okay, the unit sudah match, S minus 1, this one is S. So this one have to same one, S minus 1. Okay, we realize this first garisan apa dibuat? Dia decelerate, because you can see the gradient is negative. I mentioned already, right? If the gradient negative, it means the vehicle is decelerating. So this one is nyah pecotan, decelerate. And what happens here? Ini bukan stop, ini bukan stop. Ini constant speed ataupun uniform speed. Remember this word all very important. Constant uniform means kelajuan seragam. Okay, constant speed. And then what about here? Here accelerate lah. Here accelerate. Okay. Dalam bahasa Melayu, nyah pecotan, kelajuan seragam, and then pecotan. Okay, dalam bahasa Melayu. Okay, but if it's a distance time graph, I want to mention, if this one is distance time graph, then this one will be stop already. This line will be stop ataupun stationary ataupun rest. Stop, stationary ataupun rest. Kalau distance time lah. Sebab kalau distance time, dia punya maksud sudah tukar. Okay, the meaning change already. Because distance time means if the line like this, if the gradient is 0, it means the speed is 0. That means it means stop lah. Okay, but if it's speed time graph, the line looks like this, it means the acceleration is 0, because the gradient is 0 mah. So the acceleration is 0. Okay, but it doesn't mean stop. Acceleration 0 means constant speed or uniform speed. It means speed you tak tukar. You just drive with 20 meter per second. Okay, I'm done talking. Let's do A. State the duration of time in second when the motorcycle travel at a uniform speed. So I want to find duration of time, but I only want duration of time jangka masa yang motorcycle bergerak dengan laju seragam, uniform speed. So which line yang motorcycle move with kelajuan seragam? This one, right? But your answer is not 20, please. I want to find the time, the masa. So you kena baca x-axis. Kalau you nak cari speed, then 20 meter per second lah. Tapi saya nak cari time, so 32 dengan 50. Tapi you kena ambil, you nak sini, jarak sini saja kan? It means you want to find the difference here only. So you take 50 tolak 32. And you end up with 18. And the unit is second. Okay, let's press using calculator. Okay, wait. 50 minus 32. Okay, the calculator give me 18. Okay, I just takut I buat salah. So that's why I try with calculator. Okay, so faham itu cara dia. Okay, soalan B pula. For the first 32 second, okay, ini cerita pasal first 32 second. So let's erase this because it's very confusing. Okay, Okay, for the first 32 second, apa buat? Calculate the rate of change of speed. Rokos. Ada mention tak tadi dalam table? Okay, so just now I remember I spent a lot of time explaining this table, right? I can straight away go to the question and do it, but I don't want, right? I want to explain the whole thing for you. Okay, that's why all my videos all very long, 2 hours, 3 hours. Even though I can finish this paper in half an hour, but it's not about me, it's about you, right? You yang kena hadap SPM, bukan saya. So that's why it's not about what I know, it's about what you know. That's why I want to make sure you really know. That's why I spend a lot of time explaining this, even though I can do it very fast, right? So I really hope you, how to say, even though I spend a lot of time, you never skip any second lah. You, how to say, you like, you ada layan saya, you ada tengok video tu, and most importantly is you, how to say, you don't think I'm wasting your time, alright? So you ada baca. Okay, let's continue. Calculate the rate of change of speed in meter per second square. And rate of change of speed is the nama lain for acceleration. And how you find acceleration in STG? You use gradient. Okay, remember in STG, the gradient is used to find acceleration. Ataupun nama lain dia Rokos. Okay, so now I will write what I will write here, the keyword which is gradient. Okay, faham ah? So I repeat one more time. They want to find rate of change of speed means acceleration because ini nama lain untuk acceleration. So macam mana nak cari acceleration? Guna gradient. So macam mana cari gradient? Okay, ada banyak garisan dekat sini. You nak gradient yang mana sebenarnya? So for the first 32 seconds, so definitely we are only focusing on this line. So we need two coordinate to find gradient. So what is the two coordinate? So we have 0, 40, the first one. And then the other one is 32, 20. Oh, and by the way, make sure you check the unit when you do an exam. Because sometimes they will main dengan unit you. So sometimes they give you minute here or hours. If the unit here and the unit here doesn't match, then you have to convert to the same unit. Okay? Okay, apa formula gradient? Y tolak Y bahagi X tolak X. Okay, it means beza Y bahagi beza X. So beza Y berapa? 40 minus 20. Siap. And if I take 40 minus 20, nanti bawah saya kena ambil 0 minus 32 macam tu. Alright? So my gradient will definitely get negative. Let's press 40 minus 20, tekan dalam calculator, and then answer bahagi bracket negative 32. Okay, calculator bagi saya negative 508. Okay, ataupun dalam decimal negative 0.625. For this case, I will write in decimal because the answer is not like many decimal place. There just 3 decimal place, so why not just write in decimal? Okay. Tapi kalau banyak decimal place, usually I will just write in fraction. Okay, sudah dapat gradient, tapi jangan stop. You kena tulis lagi. Apa dia nak cari? Rate of change of speed, right? So you kena tulis rate of change of speed is, okay, berapa? Negative 0.625 meter per second square, right? So negative 0.625. And why is it meter per second square? Why is it ms minus 2? Because this is ms minus 1, this is s. So when you take m per s, and then per s again, you will get m per s means ms minus 2 lah. Okay, that's why the unit is ms minus 2. Okay, ada satu benda yang selalu student tak jaga-jaga, which is the positive negative. Okay, saya nak tanya you. Tadi soalan number 7 saya ada cakap, speed dengan time hanya boleh positif. Hanya boleh positif. Maksudnya, acceleration boleh positif tak? Boleh kan? Acceleration boleh positif. Sebab bila acceleration, acceleration boleh negatif. Sebab bila acceleration negatif, maksudnya dia decelerate. So when you grade gradient negative, it means dia decelerate. Right? So that's why the line going like this, the gradient dapat negative. So the rate of change of speed, which is the acceleration, is negative. But what if I want to write acceleration here? For my final baris, I want to write acceleration. Sebenarnya boleh juga. Sebab acceleration dengan rate of change of speed adalah benda yang sama, right? So what you will write acceleration? You will write negative 0.625 also. Faham? You have to put a negative. But what if you write deceleration? It means in your final baris here, you want to write deceleration is. If you write deceleration, then you write 0.625. You don't put a negative. Because if you mention deceleration, if you mention pecutan, it already means negative. Okay? So macam tu lah, tu kena tahu. But I don't recommend writing acceleration ataupun deceleration in your final baris because you have to follow what the soalan says. If the soalan says calculate rate of change of speed, then I will usually just follow whatever the soalan says. So the soalan says rate of change of speed, my last baris also I will jawab rate of change of speed macam tu. Okay, walaupun you can tulis acceleration also lah because they are the same thing, right? But I recommend follow what the soalan apa soalan dia tanya lah. So kita ikut je soalan dia. Okay, soalan C finally, not soalan C, the soalan B2. Okay, sorry. Okay, soalan B2 ini B1. Okay, so let's do B2. Saya tak ada tempat, saya buat sini Okay, B2 suruh buat apa? Huraikan gerakan motosikal tersebut. Describe the motion of the motorcycle. But which line? Okay, for the first 32 seconds only. So we are only describing the motion of this line, right? So how do we describe this motion? So first of all, we can mention the time and we can mention what happens here, right? So I already mentioned here is decelerate, and then this is uniform constant, and then this one is accelerate. So I think the keyword here is decelerate. Okay, I think the pemeriksa wants to see this word decelerate. If they never see this word, then it's salah. So your keyword here, because you want to describe the motion, so apa cerita dekat sini kan? So cerita dia apa? Nya pecutan. So the keyword they must see is decelerate. So what I'll write here, the motorcycle, okay, the motorcycle, is it motorcycle? Yeah, motorcycle, and they have to see this word decelerate. Okay, decelerate. Okay, how you spell decelerate? Satu C saja, decelerate. Okay, okay, the motorcycle decelerate from how many meter per second? 40 meter per second to 20 meters per second, right? Because the speed decrease. So you decrease the speed from 40 meter per second to 20 meters per second in how many seconds? In 32 seconds, right? So I think this is how you describe it, okay? Or if you want to be more complete, you can even mention the deceleration, okay? The rate of change of speed. So you can even mention, after you mention this, okay, well, I don't and okay, and so the motorcycle decelerate from 40 per second to into this, and the deceleration, the deceleration is negative 0.625 or 0.625. 0.625 meter per second square. Why I cannot mention negative? I mentioned just now already. If dia you sudah mention perkataan decelerate tu, you kena letak positive, you tak boleh tulis negatif dah. Sebab deceleration sudah indicate negative. Okay, dia sudah masuk, dia sudah nyah pecutan. So you don't have to put negative here. If you put negative here, later negative become positive already. Okay, so this is the correct way. But then why here I write negative? Because I use the word rate of change of speed ma. Rate of change of speed is acceleration. So acceleration kita letak negatif lah. Sebab acceleration memang saya dapat negatif. Okay, it's just that if I use the word deceleration, then I just macam tu. Okay. Okay, now I want to check with the jawapan. I want to check with the answer because I want to see how they write it. Okay, so let me check for a while. Okay, this is question number 8. So 18, nya pecutan untuk tempo. Yeah, good enough. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, sudah siap Okay, number 9. So this is Form 3 chapter. Form 3 chapter is under straight line. Let's read the question. Diagram 2 shows two parallel straight line. Okay, straight away parallel, what it means? It means they are selari. Selari means kecerunan dia sama, gradient dia sama. So diagram 2 shows two parallel straight line. POQ and RMS drawn on a Cartesian plane. So POQ is this line. I'll put an arrow like this. And then RMS, I'll also put an arrow like this. And why I put this arrow is to indicate that they have the same gradient. So I can straight away write already gradient of POQ and the gradient of RMS is equal, is same. The M stands for gradient. For those who don't know, M is the formula, is the symbol for gradient. Okay. Okay, now we can do A. A says what? Find the gradient of PQ. Hey, hello. Okay. I mentioned about straight line. Okay, I mentioned about straight line. Okay, let's go straight line. Let's talk about straight line. I don't want to do this question. I want to give you the whole concept. Okay, straight line ada dua jenis. Satu jenis straight line kita panggil dia non-gradient line. And then the other type of straight line we call it gradient line. Saya nak you faham semua konsep. I don't want to just focus on this question and do soalan ni. And then nanti dalam exam dia twist sikit, you tak boleh buat dah. Saya tak mahu macam tu. Saya mau ajar, when I ajar the whole thing. Okay, so saya tak mahu just focus on the question. So non-gradient line looks like this. Okay, it's either like this, straight macam ni, ataupun straight macam ni. Okay, and for non-gradient line, dia takkan ada gradient, dia tak ada kecerunan. Sebab dia tak ada cerun pun. It means dia tak ada sengit lah, line tu tak sengit. So dia ada macam ni, mengufuk ataupun mencancang. Okay, yang ni horizontal, yang ni vertical. Mengufuk, mencancang dalam bahasa Melayu. Okay, if the line is like this, the equation will be y equals number. And then this one will be x equals number. And the number depends on where dia potong x-axis lah. Kalau dia macam ni, depend lah. Kalau dia potong dekat 3, then x equals 3 lah. Kalau dia potong x-axis dekat 5, then x equals 5 lah. Sama dengan yang ni. Yang ni dia potong y-axis, nampak tak? Tapi dia potong y-axis dekat mana? Okay, contoh dia potong dekat 7. So the equation y equals 7, macam tu. Okay, kalau dia potong dekat -1, y sama dengan -1, macam tu. So can you tell me x-axis is actually what? Y sama dengan kosong, right? Sebab X-axis, dia potong Y-axis dekat kosong. So, dia adalah Y sama dengan kosong. What about Y-axis? Y-axis, dia adalah X sama dengan kosong. Sebab dia potong X-axis dekat kosong. Faham maksud saya? Because Y-axis is also straight. So, it should be X equals also. But dia potong dekat kosong, right? So, X equals 0. Macam tu. Okay? So, yang ni penting. Okay, okay, don't erase this first. Okay, now let's talk about gradient line. Ini non-gradient, ini gradient. Okay, gradient punya line, dia punya line jadi macam ni. Ataupun boleh jadi macam ni. Alright, and the equation will not be like this. For non-gradient, it will be like this. Y equals number, X equals number. But for gradient, it will be Y equals mx plus C. And if the gradient is positive, M positive, the line is going up. If the gradient is negative, the line going down macam ni. Then what about the C? M is the gradient, right? And then what about the C? C is the pintasan Y, the Y-intercept. What is Y-intercept? Y-intercept is the place where the line meets the Y-axis. Okay, C adalah point yang di mana garisan ni sentuh paksi Y. So dekat mana dia sentuh paksi Y? Sini kan? So inilah saya punya C. Okay, what about this line? Ini tempat di mana saya sentuh paksi Y sini. Okay, bukan yang ini ke? Okay, ini bukan Y-intercept. Ini bukan pintasan Y, ini pintasan X. Faham? Macam tu. Okay, now I will talk about the step. Step number 1 is we have to learn how to find gradient. Okay, gradient. So gradient formula apa? Y2 minus Y1 bahagi X2 minus X1. Tapi saya akan letak satu star here, kena ada dua koordinat. Okay, dua koordinat. Itu step number 1. Step number 2, how to find C. C stands for Y-intercept. And ada dua cara yang saya boleh provide kepada you. C Y-intercept. Cara pertama is guna mata tengok. So ini apa? Ini mata. Okay, and then ada bulu mata ini. Okay, so guna mata tengok. Apa maksud guna mata tengok? It means you use your mata, you use your eyes to look at the diagram and find the C, right? Tapi kalau you guna mata tengok tak dapat, you guna cara kedua. Cara kedua apa? Sub point yang ada passes through. Sub point lah. I just write sub point. Okay, but you cannot sub any point. You have to sub point yang ada passes through. So I will put bracket here. I write PT. Okay, PT stands for passes through. It means you kalau tak ada C, kalau okay, untuk cari C, you guna mata tengok. Tapi guna mata tengok sometimes tak dapat, dia tak bagi. So kita tak bagi, kita sub point. Sub point maksudnya kita ganti point, tapi kita ganti X, Y dalam tu, tapi kena make sure ada passes through lah. Okay, number 3. What is number 3? Okay, let me think. Number 3, I forgot a bit already. Okay, number 3 is sometimes they might ask you to find point of intersection. But actually this one is not really mathematic. This one is already at maths. At maths only they will ask point of intersection. Point of intersection means what? If they give you two lines and then they want to find the point of intersection. Usually they like to ask this at maths, not maths. But I teach you also lah. Okay, point of intersection means you do simultaneous. Okay, simultaneous. It means if I have two line, both equation pun ada and saya nak cari titik persilangan dia, I do simultaneous. What is simultaneous? It means you do penggantian or penghapusan. Okay, the substitution method or elimination method. Okay, tapi ini jarang tanya dalam maths. Okay, sangat jarang tanya. Okay, tapi saya rasa saya ajar bagus juga sebab I'm sure some of you watching here ada ambil at maths, right? So, okay, number 4. Apa number 4? Okay, number 4. Yang ni dia suka tanya X-intercept. This one dia memang suka tanya. Okay, X-intercept apa you buat? You ganti Y equals 0. Okay, sebab apa tahu? Sebab saya sudah explain tadi. Kalau kalau X-axis, apa dia punya equation? Y sama dengan 0, right? Because I explained just now already. Kalau dia punya line macam ni, dia akan jadi Y equals number, right? And if X-axis dia akan potong Y dekat 0. That's why the X-axis is Y equals 0. Macam tu. Okay, so let me erase all this. Okay, so if you can hafal these 4 steps, wow, good enough already. Okay, you can, how to say, you can jawab. Okay, it's good enough already. You can jawab the straight line question already. So let's scroll down. Now we do this question. Okay, diagram 2 shows two parallel straight line, POQ and RMS. I already said the gradient is same just now. So A says gradient of PQ. So let's go back to our formula now. We look at this. How to find gradient? You need to have two coordinate. You see, I write here already, two coordinate. And the formula is Y minus Y bahagi X minus X. Kena ada dua coordinate baru boleh. So do I have two coordinates for line PQ? If you look at PQ, tak ada. Tapi tak apa, sebab ada equation. Equation for PQ sudah bagi Y equals to negative 1 over 2X. And can you see Y equals negative 1 over 2X? This is a gradient line or non-gradient line? It's a gradient line, right? Because the other sengit, right? And the gradient is negative 1 over 2. Okay, so what is the gradient of PQ? Negative 1 over 2. Sudah siap. Okay, you faham, right? Because walaupun dia tak bagi 2 point, tapi dia sudah bagi equation. equation is y equals mx plus c, and this m stands for gradient, and is they already right is y equals -1 over 2x. Okay, y is not tak ada plus c dekat belakang because the c is 0. The C is 0 because you use your mata tengok the y-intercept is 0 and plus 0 tak ada orang tulis. That is why dia tak tulis y equals mx plus c. Dia tulis y equals mx saja sebab c dia kosong. Okay, so m dia ambil je lah -1 over 2. And by the way, if your m is -1 over 2 here, what is the m for the other line? It would be -1 over 2 also, because I already write down here POQ gradient, which is -1 over 2. Is same with they are parallel, right? The soalan mentioned parallel study. That's why they have the same gradient. Okay, let's do B. Find the equation of RMS. So let's write RMS line. Okay, let's observe the RMS line. Is this a gradient line or non-gradient line? Garisan yang ada kecurunan or tak ada kecurunan RMS? Yang gradient line, right? Because this is dia punya line ada sengit. So bila ada sengit, we call it gradient line. So bila gradient line, dia punya equation akan jadi y equals mx plus c. So how to find, so kita terus tulis y equals mx plus c lah. Tapi m sudah tahu sebab m dia -1 over 2. Sebab m dia sama for both lines. So kita boleh pinjam gradient line PQ untuk masuk dalam sini. And then what about c? Oh, by the way, when you use the y equals mx plus c, you don't have to, the y and x tak payah cari. You kena cari m dengan c saja. That's why if you look at step 1, how to find m. Step 2, how to find c. So you just follow this step, you can get your equation already, right? Okay, so first find your m, but m no need find already, have already. And then find your c. Okay, c saya kata ada berapa cara? Ada 2 cara. Cara yang pertama, guna mata tengok. Guna mata tengok. Cara yang kedua, it means kalau you guna mata tengok tak dapat, baru you guna cara kedua, which is sub point. Sub means ganti masuk point. So kita guna cara pertama, guna mata tengok. Okay, so let's guna mata tengok. So kita guna mata tengok, mana dia punya pintasan y, mana dia punya c. So mana dia punya c? Adakah sini dia punya c? Bukan. Ini bukan c. Ini bukan y-intercept. Ini x-intercept. Saya mau y-intercept. So dekat mana dia sentuh paksi y? Ini paksi y. So dekat mana? Dekat sini. Nampak? Dekat sini. So this is your c. Ataupun this is your y-intercept. Your pintasan y. So ada bagi ke tak dapat? Tak ada bagi? Tak bagi. Tak bagi. So tak bagi, right? So just now I say what? Kalau guna mata tengok tak bagi, apa kena buat? Awak kena sub point yang ada passes through. So sub means you ganti masuk. So apa you buat? Since saya tak ada C, saya tulis je C, and then saya guna perkataan ni. PT stands for passes through, and then saya ganti masuk siapa point, any point yang ada passes through. So can you tell me any point yang ada passes through garisan biru apa? 4, 6. Okay, you cannot use other point. Is this the only point yang you boleh guna? Sebab you boleh guna point yang ada passes through saja, yang ada melalui. Okay, kalau point tak ada passes through tak boleh masuk. Okay, sekarang kita boleh ganti masuk X4, Y6 dalam sini, and then kita boleh dapat C dah. So Y ganti 6, and then X ganti apa? Ganti 4, and then plus C. And remember, you can only ganti bila dia ada passes through. Okay, okay, 6 sama dengan berapa? 4 bahagi 2 is 2, so you get -2 plus C. So C dapat 8 lah. Okay, so your equation would be Y equals, tengok dari sini, -1 over 2X plus C, tapi C sudah tahu 8. So ini jawapan untuk B. Alright, finally I will do my C here. C says what? Find the x-intercept. Okay, tak payah fikir lah. X-intercept, look at my nota. My nota says x-intercept buat apa? Y equals 0, but you have to read the question also lah, because you don't know which line. Maybe they want this line punya x-intercept, maybe they want this other line. So kita tak tahu which line, right? But we already know, confirm later I have to ganti y equals 0. Confirm. Because x-intercept memang satu saja cara ganti y equals 0. Okay, let's see what they want. X-intercept of straight line MN. Okay, let's go and find MN. So let's use marker. Okay. So MN, which one MN? This one, right? So they want the M-intercept. M-intercept lah. X-intercept. Hey, where is the X-intercept of MN? It's at here, right? It's at point M, right? So this is the X-intercept. And I want to find this point. And I don't know this point how much, right? Okay, so how to find this point? Okay, do I have the equation of MN? I don't have, right? Oh, by the way, when you use this nota yang saya bagi, saya tulis x-intercept ganti y equals 0, right? Tapi you ganti y equals 0 dalam mana? Dalam equation. Okay, tapi dalam which equation? For example, saya nak cari x-intercept of PQ. Then you ganti y equals 0 dalam equation PQ lah. Sebab you nak x-intercept untuk PQ. So let's say I want to find x-intercept of RS, of the line RS. So what you do? You take the RS equation, baru ganti y equals 0. It means you will ganti this 0, y equals 0 dalam equation yang you mau cari x-intercept dia. Yang you nak cari x-intercept dia. So for example, if I want to find x-intercept of MN, it means I have to take MN punya equation and ganti Mn punya equation and ganti y equals 0. But the problem is I don't have the Mn equation. So here comes the tricky part. Look at the biru punya line. Because if you look carefully at this point M, dia adalah x-intercept untuk Mn, betul? Tapi ya, pada masa yang sama, point M ni adalah x-intercept for RS line also. It means point M is not only the x-intercept for Mn, it's also the x-intercept of RS. You realize? So, and for the RMS equation, you sudah ada tahu. RMS equation is y equals negative 1 over 2x plus 8. So, what we can do, since we don't have the Mn equation, so we can't ganti y equals 0, we can use the RMS equation to ganti y equals 0. Kenapa saya boleh buat macam tu? Sebab pitasan X for RMS is also the same point, is also point M. Okay, I repeat one more time. Saya nak cari x-intercept of Mn, which is here. Tapi since saya tak ada equation Mn, saya boleh guna RS punya equation and cari x-intercept dia. Sebab x-intercept for RS is the same as x-intercept of Mn. They have the same x-intercept. That is why I can also use my RMS line. Saya sudah tadi equation tadi, and then saya ganti y sama dengan 0. So saya buat macam ni, saya akan dapat x-intercept. So negatif hantar jadi positif, sini 8, 8 darab 2 dapat 16. So rupa-rupanya sini 16. Alright. Tapi ini jawapan ke? Yes, ini jawapan. Sebab ini adalah x-intercept for RS. But sir, dia mau x-intercept of Mn lah. Okay, saya sudah cakap. X-intercept for Mn and x-intercept of RS is the same. They have the same x-intercept. So what I write here, I just tulis ... x-intercept of line Mn is 16. So the answer is 16. That's all. All right. Okay, so let me check quickly with the answer because I don't want to write the wrong value here. Negative 1. Betul. Nice. Okay, I want to continue with number 10. Let's go. Diagram 3 shows the quadrant. Okay, whenever you see quadrant, think about this 90 degrees. Quadrant means 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree. So diagram 3 shows the quadrant of the POA circle with center O. So let's look at POA. So this one is POA, right? So 90 degrees. So the 90 degree is not just here. It's here also, right? It's the whole thing lah. It's the whole thing, 90 degree. And then the right angle triangle COA. So right angle triangle COA. Okay, this one big one lah. Okay, so this also 90 degree. And then they say what? Given AOB is 60 degree. Let's label AOB 60. Okay, I will use red color. So AOB, this one is 60. It means here how much? 30 only lah, because the whole thing is 90, right? So 90 minus 60 is 30. Okay, like this. Okay, let's continue. Using pi 2207, calculate the length of arc AB. Okay, there's two formula you need to know. First formula is 2 pi r. Second formula is pi r square. Okay, 2 pi r is used to find circumference. Okay, circumference. Pi r square is used to find area. So this one is area. This one is circumference. But what if you only want part of the circumference? Circumference, what is circumference? Circumference is like this. This is a circle. The circumference is this one. This one until here. This one is circumference, right? But if you want to want sebahagian saja, it means you want to find sebahagian circumference, sebahagian daripada lilitan. Then you have to darab dengan angle per 360. Okay. Then we don't call it circumference already. This one we call it arc. Okay, this is the arc formula. Okay, but same with area. The pi r square is when you want to find the area for the loss for the whole kawasan. But what if you want to sebahagian daripada kawasan saja? Maybe macam ni saja. So if macam ni you are finding area of sector. Okay, so area of sector, dia punya formula akan jadi pi r square tapi kena darab dengan theta per 360. Right? So these are the two formulas, the two main formulas yang you kena tahu untuk jawab soalan ni. Okay, so now let's do this question. A nak cari apa tadi? Saya sudah label semua. So A nak cari length of arc AB. So saya akan tulis arc AB. Mana AB? So let's use red color. So AB dekat sini. So can you see I will use the 2 pi r formula or the pi r square formula? Definitely the 2 pi r formula because I'm finding arc, right? So let's write arc. Okay, arc AB. So which formula I will use? 2 pi r times angle over 360. 2 times pi. Pi, they already said use 2207. And then the radius. Okay, if you want to know the radius, just look at the center. The arc punya center. So the arc is here, right? So what is the center? Center is here. So what would be the radius? 10, 10. So that's the answer, 10. And then look at the angle. Angle, also look from the center. 60, not 90, 60. Because the arc is only open until here only. So that's the answer. And then press all this in your calculator, you get the answer. Okay, I will tell you how I will press. 2 times 22 times 10 divide times 60. divide 360, divide 7. That's how I press usually. Okay, 10.48. That's the answer, right? I usually write in 4 significant figures. Okay, soalan B pula. Let's scroll down a bit. Okay, soalan B suruh cari area of shaded region. Okay, how to find area of shaded region? Let's think. Shaded region is here and here, right? Okay, how to find area of this? Okay, this is very simple. This is very easy to find. So I can straight away write area of shaded. Okay, shaded. Okay, I think it's better to find this one first because this one is much more susah to find. Okay, we never learn about this shape. What the hell is this shape? This is not a triangle. Okay, triangle, division line, straight one. So this is not a triangle. So how to find the area of this shape? There's no name for this shape. Okay, we don't even know what formula to find this shape. So actually, when we don't know this shape, when we tak tahu this shape, we have to take something minus something. So what you do is to find this shape, you have to take big triangle minus the small sector. That's the only way. All right. So first, this is my plan. First, I'll get the area of triangle OBC, not OBC, OAC. OAC, right? I'll get this area of triangle minus the area of sector, which is OAB. Okay, OAB. And then baru plus dengan the small sector. Okay, not enough space. Not enough space. What to do? What to do? What to do? Okay, 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 okay. Sudah cukup tepat. Okay, so now I will plus with the area of sector OPB. So this is my plan now. Okay, this is my plan. Okay, but can I find the area of triangle? Yeah, you have the base and height already. So it's very easy, just 1 or 2 times base times height. What about this sector? Can I find the area of sector? Okay, if you want to find area of sector, you will use this formula. And apa yang you kena ada? You kena ada radius dengan angle. So do I have the radius and the angle? The answer is yes, because I know the radius is 10, the angle is 60. So boleh cari nanti. Okay, what about OPB? Do I have the radius and angle? Okay, the radius will be 10 also. Okay, why? Because here is 10, here also 10, and OP is also 10. Because this whole is this OPA is a quadrant. Okay, it means this is also a sector. So this is 10. And then what about the angle? The angle also I need to have. So also have is 30, right? So did you realize before I start doing the question, I make sure I have all the information first, right? Then only I start to do. I will not start to do when I have if I have any information yang saya kena cari dulu, right? So I make sure everything I have first. Okay, now only I start to execute or I start to buat lah. Okay, first is area of triangle 1/2 times base times height. So 1/2 times 10 times 17. Ini area of triangle tapi kena tolak dengan apa? Okay, I think I have to use big bracket here. Okay, tolak dengan area of sector. Area of sector kita guna formula ni. Pi r square times theta over 360. Pi sudah tahu, guna 22/7 times r square. R square is 10 square lah. And then darab dengan theta, 60 over 360. Okay, make sure you put bracket nicely. And here I think I will use big bracket. Okay, and then here minus. And then have to plus with what? Okay, tak cukup tepat lagi. Okay, so let's fix this. So how to fix? Okay, make it smaller. Make it lagi smaller. Lagi. Okay, nice. Okay, plus with what? This area of sector. Okay, area of sector formula, same. Use this formula again. So pi r square times angle over 360. Pi is 22/7, they already said. So bracket 22/7 times r square. R square is 10 square lah. And then times 30 over 360. And then close bracket. Okay. Okay, now we calculate this first one first. What is 10 times 17 divide 2? Okay, my calculator give me 85. 85. Okay, but of course this is not the answer lah. You have to minus with, this one is area of triangle. You have to minus with the area of sector to get this part. So what is 22/7? Okay, I will write 22 times 100 times 60 divide 360 divide 7. Okay, the calculator give me 52.38. Okay, 52.38. Okay, so I'll just write 52.38 and then close bracket plus with this one. Okay, this one I'll press 22 times 100 times 30 and then divide 360 divide 7. Okay, the calculator give me 26.19. Okay, now I have to do yang bracket dulu. So 85 minus 52.38 equal dulu. Baru plus dengan 26.19. Okay, finally I get 58.81. So that should be your final answer. And of course, don't forget to write cm square lah. Alright, so this is how you do it. So 5 marks. Alright, so boleh faham. Let me check with the answer. Number 10. 10.48, 58.81. Correct. Okay. Did I leave out anything? Yes. Okay. I cakap sikit lah pasal ni. So when you take 85 is actually the area for the whole triangle. Why you minus with the 52.38 to get this part, right? After you get this part, you plus with the sector OPB belakang. Alright. So yeah, I think I did everything correctly. So we can continue. Bahagian B, jawab semua soalan dalam bahagian ni. Okay, so jawab semua lah. Okay, number 11. So what chapter is this? Let's read. Table 2 in the answer space shows the marks obtained by 45. This is the total frequency. Okay. Best students in the Melaka state level digital skills quiz. They want you to complete the table. Okay, let's go to table. Okay, the moment I look at the table, I know this is measures of dispersion for group data. Group data because other class. So bila other class is group data. So let's complete the table. Okay, let's find the frequency no need to find already. This is actually the frequency, by the way. This one. They already find it for me. Now I have to find the midpoint and upper boundary. Okay, let's find midpoint first. What is midpoint titik tengah? It means you have to find the number in the middle. 60, 64, middle berapa? Okay, some student, they will tell me very fast, 62. Which is correct. But I want to show you the correct way. I want to show you the formula. The formula is you take the 60 plus 64 divide 2. Okay. Okay, next one, 65, 69. What's the midpoint? Let's press 65 plus 69 equal dulu and then baru divide 2. I get 67, right? And then if you press 70 plus 74 divide 2, 72. And then this one is 77, this one 82, this one 87, this one 92. Okay, if you don't know how you get the 92, very simple. Just tekan 90 plus 94 equal dulu and then divide 2. Kena tekan equal dulu. If you tak tekan equal dulu, it's wrong. Okay. Okay, what about upper boundary? How to get upper boundary? Sempadan atas. Upper boundary means what? You take the upper limit. Upper limit means nombor besar dalam kelas tambah the next number bahagi 2. So for example, what is nombor besar dalam kelas? Upper limit 64, right? Tambah next number 65 and then bahagi 2. So 64.5. Okay, the next one. How to get this upper boundary? You take the upper limit. Upper limit means nombor besar dalam kelas. Nombor besar apa? 69 tambah next number 70 bahagi 2. So 69.5. Okay, if you press 69 plus 70 equal and then divide 2, you will get this. Alright. Okay, let's do faster. Next one. Upper boundary. Siapa tambah siapa? 74 plus 75 divide 2. 74.5. Next one. 79 plus 80 divide 2. 79.5. 84 plus 85 divide 2. 84.5. 89 plus 90 divide 2. 89.5. 94. Next number will be 95. Plus divide 2 is 94.5. Okay, this is how we find upper boundary. Okay. Okay, next is what they want. Sudah dapat 2 marks. Okay, complete table sudah siap. B, based on your table 2, calculate the estimated mean mark of a student. Okay, I want to find mean. Okay, but this is group data. Okay, this is group data. So be careful. So mean, okay, if you malas, you can also use the symbol X bar macam ni. Okay, the formula for mean is what? Okay, let's draw a line. Okay, let's draw a line. Okay, so the formula for mean, okay, let's write down the formula for mean. The formula for mean is like this. You take the sum of X bahagi N ataupun you will take the sum of F darab X bahagi sum of F. Alright. This formula we will use when it's ungrouped data. Okay. Okay. No. I salah. Sorry. I shouldn't cakap macam tu. This formula we use when dia tak ada frequency. Bukan sebab dia ungroup when dia tak ada frequency. And then this formula we use when dia ada frequency. Alright. And sometimes the X, and if it's a group data, the X you have to use midpoint. Okay, the X you have to use midpoint. Alright. So how to find the mean now? You have to use this formula, yang bawah formula ni. So what you do is you have to take frequency darab X, lepas tu dijumlahkan. This symbol means dijumlahkan. So frequency darab X dijumlahkan. So frequency darab X. Ini frequency X yang mana? Inilah X. Alright. So what you have to do is you have to take frequency, which is 3 darab dengan X, right? But look at this. This is group data. So bila dia group data, you nak darab dengan 60 or 61 or 62 or 63, 64. Sebab 60 sampai 64 ada banyak nilai. So you kena choose yang mana. Remember, you have to choose the midpoint. Because when we don't know which number to choose in the class, we have to choose satu wakil. So siapa yang wakil? Midpoint. It means you take 60, 64 punya midpoint. So instead of taking 3 times the marks, you will take 3 times with the midpoint. The midpoint of the class, which is 62. Alright. It means 60 to 64, siapa yang wakil? Midpoint. So 3 times 62. Ataupun you boleh tulis 62 times 3. Benda yang sama. Tambah dengan 67 times 4. And then tambah dengan 72 times 7. And then tambah dengan 77 times 6. Tambah dengan 82 times 10. Tambah dengan 87 times 8. Tambah dengan 92 times 7. And then divide total frequency. Okay, I think just now got mentioned in the soalan just now. Yeah, I even bullet and write it already. 45, right? Okay, what happened here? Okay, 45. 45. Okay, let's go. Bahagi 45. Okay, now we use calculator. And then we press all this, you get. So, okay, I'll press very fast. 62 times 3 plus 67 times 4 plus 72 times 7 plus 77 times 6 plus 82 times. Okay, I still have to 77 times 6 plus 82 times 10 plus 87 times 8 plus 92 times 7. Okay, I get 3580 and then divide 45. Okay, my calculator give me 716/9, which is 79.56. 79.56. So that would be the mean. And this is marks, right? So I just write marks here. Okay. So that will be the mean marks. Okay. Okay, let me just check quickly with the schema. Okay, yeah, betul. Okay. So now we can continue. Okay. All right. Wait. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so this is soalan B. Calculate the estimated mean mark. Okay, inilah mean dia. All right. So remember, if it's a group data, we will use the bawah punya formula and the X have to use midpoint. Okay. Okay, by the way, the formula is frequency darab X dijumlahkan, right? But I take X darab frequency dijumlahkan. Adakah benda yang sama? Ya, benda yang sama. You can take frequency darab X baru jumlah pun boleh, atau X darab frequency. And macam mana saya buat? Saya ambil midpoint, which is X lah, darab frequency dulu. But it's the same lah, it's the same thing. Okay, let's continue with soalan C. Soalan C kata apa? Using a scale of 2 cm to 5 marks on the horizontal axis, 2 cm to 1 pupil on vertical, draw a histogram. And I believe they got provide a graph paper for you. Yeah, they got provide a graph paper. Okay, I will not waste your time. I will not draw the graph here because I don't like to drag the video for so long. I will straight away show you the end result later. But before I show you my final answer, I want to mention something here. They want to draw histogram. If they want to draw histogram, ada beberapa perkara penting yang saya nak bagi tahu you sebelum saya tunjuk you saya punya graf. Perkara penting yang pertama is histogram kena guna apa dalam x-axis, guna apa dalam y-axis. Sini kena guna apa? Boundaries. Okay, boundaries. And then sini kena guna apa? Frequency. Ini kena hafal. Ini kalau tak hafal dalam exam tak boleh buat. So, kalau histogram guna boundary dengan frequency. Tapi what if they say draw frequency polygon? Kalau guna frequency polygon kena x-axis guna apa? Midpoint. And then y-axis guna apa? Frequency. Macam tu. What if OGIF? Dia ada 3 saja. Histogram, frequency. Kalau OGIF guna apa? Sini guna upper boundary. Sini guna cumulative frequency. And 3 ni kena hafal. You kena hafal x-axis guna apa, y-axis guna apa. Boleh? Okay, tapi saya padam yang inilah sebab sekarang dia tanya histogram. So histogram kita guna apa? Boundary. Okay, boundary is lower boundary or upper boundary? Sempadan bawah atau sempadan atas? Actually both. Both pun you kena cari. Lower boundary dengan upper boundary. Alright. So what I have to do now is jangan lukis graf dulu. Saya kena pergi kepada table saya and then cari lower boundary. Tapi saya akan guna pen merah. Saya akan buat dekat sini kecil-kecil punya. Okay, I make it small. And then I will also use a red color line to separate it nicely like this. Okay. So now I will write all my lower boundaries here. Okay. So what is my first lower boundary? It will be 60 plus 59 divided to 59.5. And then next will be 65.5. And then next will be 70 plus 69, 69.5. And then 74 plus 75 divided 2, which is 74.5. Okay. And then 79, 80 divided 2 is 79.5. And then next is 84 plus 85 divided 2, 84.5. And then 89 plus 90, 89.5. Betul ke? Okay, betul lah. Okay, kelas. Kenapa you kena buat macam tu? Kenapa you kena buat step ini? Sebab kalau you tak buat step ini, you tak boleh lukis histogram tau. Can you see? The soalan tak suruh cakap, dia tak suruh cakap, you kena cari lower boundary tu, dia tak bagi tahu. You kena tahu sendiri. That's why you kena hafal. Kalau histogram, you have to use boundary for x-axis, frequency. Frequency sudah ada lah. Inilah frequency. Okay. Tapi boundary saja yang tak ada. Dia sudah cari apa boundary lah. Tapi you kena cari both sebenarnya. Lower boundary pun kena ada, upper boundary pun kena ada. Sebab kalau you tak ada nilai ni, macam mana you nak tahu x-axis nanti letak berapa? Sebab x-axis guna boundary. Okay, so now we can draw our histogram. Okay, I will show you my end result. But wait, I want to mention something. Your x-axis guna boundary, right? Tapi sini kena tulis apa? Walaupun you guna lower boundary, tapi you tak boleh tulis lower boundary, you kena tulis marks. And then sini kena tulis frequency. And then kena ada tajuk histogram. And I always teach my student, kalau scale ni ada masalah, kena buat itu simbol macam ni kan. Okay, tapi yang tu jangan tengok dulu. Kita bincang pasal skala dulu. Scale dia berapa? 2 cm to 5 mark horizontal axis. Saya nak tanya, boleh tak saya buat macam tu? 2 cm to 5, lepas tu saya buat 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and so on. Betul or salah? Salah. You buat macam tu, salah. You buat macam tu, confirm your histogram you get 0 mark. Okay. Kalau dia kata 2 cm to 5, you tak boleh terus plus 5. Because this is histogram. Histogram kena guna boundary dekat x-axis. So the first one here, you cannot start from 5. You have to start from the first class punya lower boundary, which is, first class punya lower boundary, 59.5. You kena start from 59.5 sini. Lepas tu baru plus 5. Lepas tu baru 64.5. Okay, ini saya silap. This is supposed to be 64.5. Sorry. Okay, let me fix it. This is red color, 64.5. Okay, so lepas tu baru 64.5, lepas tu baru 69.5, 74.5, 79.5, 84.5, 89.5. Okay, until where? Until where? Until 94.5. It means you will go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And ini pun kena. It means you kena pergi macam ni, macam ni. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so dia akan jadi macam mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then this will be 94.5. And yang nilai in between tu you tulis sendirilah. Okay, mungkin some student akan tanya, sir, tapi cikgu dia bagi tahu 2 cm to 5 lah. You tak buat 2 cm to 5 pun? Okay, tengok sini ke sini tambah 5 kan? Sini tambah 5, sini pun tambah 5. Hanya sini saja yang tak tambah 5. Maksudnya nanti sini saya kena buat simbol macam ni. Alright? So I always teach in class, kalau dia punya, kalau gap beza sini dengan beza sini tak sama, you buat macam ni. Okay? Okay, what about frequency? Yang ni boleh ikut. Yang ni boleh ikut. 2 cm to 1 on vertical, yang ni boleh ikut. You buat 1, 2, 3 macam ni. Yang ni boleh. It's just that the x-axis, you should always start with the lower boundary. Okay, but if they want frequency polygon, the first one you will start from the midpoint of the first class. Okay. Oh, by the way, kalau frequency polygon, you kena tambah satu kelas. Kena tambah satu kelas. Because your frequency polygon kena start dari kosong. Okay. Tapi ya tu bila saya jumpa soalan baru saya explain lah. Tapi yang ni histogram kita boleh buat macam ni. Okay. Lepas tu yang ni kena naik sampai mana? Frequency paling tinggi 10. So you naik sampai 10 lah. 4, 5, 6, 7. You sendiri masuk sampai 10. And then now you draw your histogram. Okay. I will just demonstrate the first one. The first one 59.5. 64.5. The frequency is 3. So apa you buat? 59, 64 naik sampai 3 macam ni. And look at the kaki. Where is the kaki? The kaki is dekat mana? 59.5, 64.5. Because some students when they draw like this. I don't understand why. The kaki kena dekat mana? Kena 59.5 dekat 64.5. And also when you plot, jangan tengok sini saja. Sometimes student dia tengok frequency saja. Jangan. Saya nak you tengok lower boundary dengan upper boundary dengan frequency. Lower boundary dengan upper boundary pun tengok sekali. Okay. Okay, next one. 64.5, 69.54. So this is 69.5 and then this one you lukis sampai 4. Macam ni and lukis. Alright. And then you sambung lah, you buat untuk semua orang. Okay. Okay, I will show you the end result. I already draw it earlier. So this is how it look like. Okay. So lepas you siap you punya graph, dia akan jadi macam ni lah. So okay. So you tengok semua. Sekejap. Saya kecilkan. Okay, macam ni. So, cuba you tengok macam mana saya punya histogram. Okay, yang ni kena tulis betul, frekuensi. Yang ini kita guna lower boundary, tapi kena tulis marks. Okay, and then saya kena ada simbol yang ni sebab jarak sini, difference, beza sini dengan beza sini tak sama. Okay, beza sini semua plus 5. Sini semua plus 5. Okay, yang depan sini saja yang tak ada plus 5. Sini plus 59.5. That's why kena buat macam ni. And then tajuk kena tulis. Okay, and then the histogram jadi macam ni lah. Alright, so if you want to check your answer, you can pause here and check yourself lah. And you can pause the video here and okay, tengok dia punya dia punya box, dia punya rectangle lah. Okay, so itulah histogram dia. Okay, so soalan C saya sudah buat. Saya sudah tunjuk you tadi. So 4 marks. Alright, so sudah siap. Okay, yang ni sudah buat, yang ni boleh skip lah sebab tadi saya sudah tunjuk you. Okay, so sekarang kita buat number 12. Okay, number 12, this is matrix. This is very obvious, it's matrix. So they want to darab what? 3, 1, 5, 2, darab dengan 1, 4. When you take matrix, darab matrix, you cannot simply darab. Dia ada cara untuk darab dia. Okay, do you remember how to darab? First, you have to take what? Okay, first you have to check whether you have to write down the order of the matrix. What is the order? Order means the peringkat. Peringkat means you write down how many row, how many column. So how many row? 2 row, 2 column. This one, how many row? 2 row, 1 column. And you have to make sure the number here and number here is same. If the number tak sama, number not same, you cannot darab. It means these two matrices tak boleh darab. You just write no answer if tak sama. So sama tak? Sama kan? So bila sama boleh darab lah. So jawapan dia akan jadi 2 row, 1 column. Sebab you sudah potong ni, jawapan dia akan jadi 2 row, 1 column. 2 row, 1 column means what? Satu nombor atas, satu nombor bawah. Macam ni, 2 row, 1 column. Okay, macam mana dapat nombor atas? Okay, do you remember how I teach in class? You kena ambil horizontal darab vertical. Horizontal darab vertical. And if the horizontal, let's say dia ada macam ni, AB, and then your vertical have CD. You wajib, you must take siapa darab siapa. A darab C, B darab D. Mesti buat macam tu. Tak boleh A darab C, A darab D. Siapa buat macam tu salah. Dia mesti A darab C, B darab D. Ha? So, macam mana ubat? Horizontal darab vertical. So, dia mesti apa? A darab C, B darab D. Maksudnya, 3 darab 1, 1 darab 4. Saya tak nak tengok ada orang yang buat 3 times 1, 3 times 4. Salah tu. So 3 times 1, 1 times 4. So dia jadi 3 times 1, 1 times 4 tulis atas. And then tengah-tengah plus. Ha? Kalau tak ada benda, tulis plus. Okay, next. Horizontal times vertical. 5 times 1, 2 times 4. Let's write. 5 times 1, 2 times 4. And then tengah-tengah plus. Okay. Okay, why I write like this? Because I know it's 2 row, 1 column. Okay, that's why when you write, it's very important to write the order. Because if you tak tahu, you tak tulis order, you tak tahu jawapan dia macam ni or macam ni. Okay, so you might write at the wrong place, right? That's why it's important to write the order. Okay, lepas ni kita calculate lah. 3 plus 4 dapat 7, 5 plus 8 dapat 13. Okay, so ini jawapan untuk 12A. Boleh? Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Soalan nombor 2. Nombor 2 kata apa? It is given that matrix H is 3152. Okay. And matrix I is identity matrix. Okay. I still remember so clearly. I teach this in my class. Identity matrix, we call it I. And how we write it? 1001. Bukan 1100. Bukan 0011. Bukan 1000. Bukan 0001. Dia mesti 1001. Okay. So, identity saya kata ada 2 perkara yang saya nak awak hafal dalam kelas. First thing is any matrix darab dengan I, you akan dapat balik matrix dia. Maksudnya kalau saya ada matrix A dengan matrix I, bila saya darab saya akan dapat balik A. Oh, by the way, A must also be a 2 row 2 column matrix. Baru boleh guna baru boleh guna formula ni. Alright. So, itu yang pertama. Any matrix darab dengan I akan dapat balik dia sendiri. Second yang saya nak awak hafal is any matrix, for example A, and let's say dia ada 2 row 2 column. Kalau dia darab dengan inverse dia, saya akan dapat balik I. So 2 benda ni saya still remember, saya ada ajar dalam kelas. Okay, I got teach in my class for my students. So make sure you remember these 2 please. Ada 2 benda penting for identity. So let's revise. First thing is what? Any matrix yang 2 row 2 column darab dengan I akan dapat balik dia sendiri. Okay. The second one yang you kena hafal, any matrix yang ada 2 row 2 column darab dengan dia sendiri punya inverse akan dapat balik I. So you kena hafal 2 benda ni baru you boleh jawab soalan yang melibatkan identity matrix. Okay, it is given that matrix H is 3152 and matrix I is identity has an order 2 row 2 column. Ini penting, dia kena 2 row 2 column. And then calculate HI. So H darab I. So what is matrix H? What is matrix I? Matrix H 3152, matrix I 1001. Of course, if you can do it slowly, how you do it slowly? Okay, this is 2 row 2 column, 2 row 2 column, and then what you do is potong-potong, tinggal 2 2, and then what you do horizontal darab vertical tulis sini, horizontal darab vertical tulis sini, horizontal darab vertical tulis sini, horizontal darab vertical tulis sini. Of course, you can do it like that, but you don't have to do that actually. You don't have to do that. You know why? Because when you darab dengan identity, saya sudah cakap apa jadi. When you take any matrix, yang ni any matrix darab dengan I, darab dengan identity, you will dapat dia sendiri. So what is 3152 times 1001? You will get 3152. Okay, of course if you very rajin, you want to do it slowly like I show just now, like horizontal times vertical macam tu, boleh juga, you dapat jawapan sama. Okay, you dapat jawapan sama. Okay, let's continue with soalan B. Syarikat Jebat sells 3 types of drinks, juice, namely apple juice, orange juice, and grape juice. In July, a total of 45 cartons of apple juice and 148 cartons of grape juice were sold. Okay, saya ada advice untuk pelajar yang lemah buat soalan ni. So for weak student that is not very good at this type of question, I have a tips for you. Whenever we read this question, we feel lost. Correct? Because they give me very random information, right? Because why? This type of question, we call it simultaneous. Simultaneous, okay? And let me tell you how I know which chapter just from reading the first question. You can straight away look at the last baris. Whenever you see this word, using the matrix method, you know it's simultaneous already. Because simultaneous question, okay, you can solve using the substitution method, which is the penggantian or elimination method. And one more method you learn in Form 5 is the matrix method. Okay. So bila you nampak perkataan use matrix method ataupun use substitution elimination method ataupun without using matrix method, when you see macam ni, you know this is simultaneous, confirm 100%. So what is simultaneous? Simultaneous equation means persamaan serentak. Okay, so they already say use simultaneous. They already say use matrix method, means this is simultaneous. So what you have to do is you will straight away look at the last baris and look at what they want to find. Okay, and then let X and Y be the final answer. Okay, tak apa, kita baca the whole thing first. Okay, kita baca the whole thing, then only I bagi tahu you macam mana. Alright, so syarikat Japan sells 3 types of drink: apple juice, orange juice, grape juice. In July, a total of 45 cartons of apple juice, 148 cartons of grape juice were sold. Meanwhile, the number of orange juice is sold is 3 times. Okay, 3 times. Orange is 3 times number of apple. And then given that the price of orange is, and a bottle of apple is the same, and then while the total price of 2 bottles of orange juice, 2 bottles of orange and 1 bottle of apple is 3 ringgit more than the price of bottle of grape, the total sales is 34272. And then use matrix method, calculate the price of 1 bottle of apple and 1 bottle of grape, and then they mention 1 carton is 24 bottles. Okay, if you baca macam ni, memang you feel lost. Memang you feel macam like, how to do this question? Sebab dia punya information sekejap bagi sini, sekejap bagi situ, right? So, my tip for you is this. When it's a simultaneous question, you straight away ignore all the paragraph. You straight away look at the final baris. Because the last baris will tell you what they want to find. So, what they want to find? Price of a bottle apple juice and price of bottle of grape juice, right? Yang tu lah yang you kena jadikan dia XY. So, straight away look at your final baris and let X be your final answer. Let X be your final answer. So, price of a bottle, it means 1 bottle, a bottle of apple juice. Okay, and then let Y be the price of a bottle of grape juice. Okay, so remember these tips I give you, please. Whenever we do simultaneous, macam mana? Jangan baca paragraph dulu. Okay, you can baca lah. The first time you baca the whole thing, right? But when you start, macam mana you kena start? You kena straight away tengok the last baris and then tengok apa dia nak cari. Kalau dia nak cari price of apple and price of grape, itulah yang you kena jadikan XY, right? But what if they want to find, let's say, number? Then you let X be the number lah, the number of bottle, number of bottle lah. Okay, but remember, you also have to be more specific and write price. So if this is price, it means your X and Y is actually what? Is in RM, right? Because it's a price. Okay, and now we can find our XY. Okay, sekarang kita akan baca sekali lagi from the beginning. Syarikat Jebat sells 3 types of drink juice, namely apple, orange, and grape. And we already know the price of 1 bottle apple is X, and then price of 1 bottle of grape is Y. So apple satu bottle, and then they say a total of 45 cartons of apple juice and 148 cartons of grape juice were sold. So 45 carton means how many bottles? They got mentioned here 1 carton is 24 bottle. So if I darab 24, dapat berapa? So saya boleh tekan lah. Okay, saya tekan dulu, dapat berapa? 1080 bottle. Okay, 1080 bottle. But this is what? This is apple. So apple, how many bottle is sold? 1080 bottle is sold for apple lah. And then 148 grape juice was sold. But this one is in carton. So for grape, how many bottle was sold? 148 carton times with 24 bottle. So you will get how many bottle? Let's press. 3552 bottles. Okay, but this one is bottle of grape juice. So bottle. Okay, now we see it. Meanwhile, the number of orange juice sold is 3 times the number of apple juice. You see, some student, they will straight away, wait, number of orange juice. Number of orange juice, I don't know, but 3 times the number of apple juice. Okay, but I know number of apple juice is 1080, right? So I think I can find the number of bottle of orange juice. I just take 1080, which is number of apple, and then times 3, right? 3 times the number. So times 3. Let's see what I get. 1080 times 3. Okay, 3240. Okay, I want to mention some common mistake that I nampak dekat pelajar. So sometimes students make this mistake. They don't write this first, right? They will just read the paragraph and then they will cincai tulis. They will write something like y equals 3x or x equals 3y because they see the word 3 times. Then you salah already lah. So that's why it's important to read the final baris first and see what they want to find. So if they, for example, they want to find price of apple juice, then only you jadikan X and Y. It means X, Y represents price now, not the number of bottle. That's why all this information I cannot write inside my working yet. Okay, yeah, that's why ini semua saya buat sebelah dulu. Okay, given that the price of bottle of orange juice and a bottle of apple juice are the same. Ayo, price of bottle and price of apple are the same. So what is price of bottle? Price of apple. Price of bottle apple is X, right? But now they say orange pun sama. So what will be my price of a bottle of orange, it will be RMX also, right? Because they say they are the same, right? Read again. Given that the price of a bottle orange juice, okay, price of bottle orange juice and a bottle of apple are the same, but apple I already let become RMX, so orange also RMX. Okay, and then next line. While the total price, okay, now talking about price already, so I think I can write my first equation. Total price of 2 bottles of orange juice and 1 bottle of apple juice is 3 ringgit more than the price of bottle of grape juice. Okay, what is the total price of two bottle orange and 1 bottle apple? 2 bottle orange will be 2x because 1 bottle orange is x ma. So 2 bottle will be 2x lah. Plus with 1 bottle of apple. 1 bottle of apple, okay, 1 bottle of apple is x plus x. Okay. And then they say but total price of 2 bottle orange and 1 bottle is 3 ringgit more than the price of grape. So it means I will minus the how many grape? A bottle grape minus y equals to 3. That's what it means. Okay. Okay, let me read again. The total price of 2 bottle orange juice or bottle red is 3 ringgit more than the price of bottle grape. It means if you take 2 bottle orange and 1 bottle apple minus 1 grape is 3 ringgit lah. The difference is 3 ringgit, right? That's why 2x plus x minus 1 grape minus y equals to 3. And then 2x plus x is 3x. So you have your first equation. Okay, okay, let's go. Let's keep reading. The total sales, sales also check up pasal RM. The total sales for the month was 34272. So this is also RM. So I'll write here 34272 is the RM, but this is the total sales. The total sales. So what will be the total sales? Okay, the total sales, I remember they say apple in total sale 1080 bottle, grape is this one, orange is this one, right? So I will take what? 1080x. Okay, is it x? Apple. Apple 1 bottle is RMX. And then he sell this much. So 1080 times x plus. Grape 3552 bottle. But this one have to times y because grape 1 bottle is RMY. And then orange is 3240. This one times x because I write here already. Orange and apple same price. That's why this one also x. Okay. And then finally, using matrix method, calculate the price of bottle. Can find already. Okay, can find already. Okay, okay, but I think this one I will write atas here. Okay, 1080x plus 3552y plus 3240x equals to 34272. Okay, x dengan x boleh buat. Let's press 1080 plus 3240. Okay, my calculator give me 4320x. Okay, 4320x plus and then 3552y equals to 34272. And then this one I will erase it for now. So this one I will erase it. Okay, while I'm erasing, I'm also checking whether I spelling correct or not. Okay, betul. Okay, now I will do matrix method. Okay, so this number is very big. So how? Okay, I can transfer it down here. So it becomes 4320x plus 3552y equals to 34272. Of course, you can kecilkan, but I don't know whether this one can how to kecilkan. Okay, and I think even if you kecilkan bahagi dua also, it will still be very big. So tak apalah, kita tak I think I won't kecilkan. I will just straight away use matrix method. Okay, actually you can solve this using another method also, which is the penggantian or penghapusan, right? How you use penggantian? Penggantian means you make the x single or make the y single and then ganti, right? How to use penghapusan? It means you samakan the perkali x ataupun samakan perkali y and then hapus, right? But you cannot do that because they already say use matrix method. So how to use matrix method? This is simultaneous. So matrix method like that, bracket equals to bracket. And the first bracket, you write the number. It means you write the coefficient, the perkali. So what is the perkali? 3, perkali, -1, perkali, 4320, the perkali, 3552. And then here you write xy. The anon depan tulis atas, anon yang tengah tulis sini ya. And then sini you can tulis 3 and then 3, 4, 2, 7, 2. So ini cara dia. Ini cara dia. Okay, let's continue. Now we do it. Now we will cari XY lah. So macam mana cari XY? Yang matrix ni kita boleh hantar sana. So ini hubungan dia darab. So this is a times relation. So times when you move there become divide, right? But in matrix tak ada divide. We don't call it divide. So darab, okay, in matrix darab bila pindah jadi inverse, right? So usually we call it what? Darab pindah jadi bahagi, tapi dalam matrix darab jadi inverse, right? So what happens is you have to find the inverse of this, and how to find inverse? 1 over darab silang. So darab silang 3 times 3552. We can press. Okay, don't press all lah. Just write it down. Okay, 3 times 3552, and then minus. Okay, don't ask me why minus because that's the formula. Okay, so what's the formula? 1 over darab silang, and then minus, and then darab silang. So 4320 minus times -1. So I'll write 4320 in bracket, and then -1 in bracket. And then buka lagi satu bracket. Okay, tadi you ambil 3 darab 3552 dulu kan? Yang tu kena terbalik. So it becomes 35523. And then this one tak payah terbalik, but have to tukar tanda. Tukar tanda means -1 jadi +1, positive jadi negative. 4320. And don't forget ada lagi 3 and then 34272. Okay, sini akan jadi XY. And then now I will press 1 over and I press all this in yang bawah. So 3 bracket 3552 close bracket minus open bracket 4320 bracket -1. Okay, 14976. 14976. And then you can take these two matrices, multiply. All right. It means these two matrices can darab together. So when you darab together, it will become this lah. Okay. Okay, this is 2 row 2 column. This is 2 row 1 column. So sama. So boleh potong tinggal 2 row 1 column. It means satu nombor atas, satu nombor bawah. 2 row 1 column. Okay, how to get atas? You kena ambil horizontal, darab vertical. So you kena ambil 3552 times 3. Okay, 3552 times 3 and then 1 times 34272. So 3552 times 3. But I think I can straight away use calculator and press. What is 3552 times 3? Let's tekan. Okay, the calculator give me 10656. Okay, and then what about 1 times 34272? 34272 lah. And tengah-tengah tak ada benda means plus. Okay, now repeat the process, but this time it's the next row, but still the first column. So negative 4320 times 3. Okay, tekan calculator 12960. And then 3 times 34272. Okay, my calculator give me 102816. 102816. So don't forget, if there's nothing in between, it means plus. Okay. Okay, keep going. XY equals to 1 over 14976. Okay, kita buat ini tambah tolak punya dulu lah. So I press calculator 10656 plus 34272. 44928. So we write 44928. Next one, negative 12960 plus 102816. 89856. 89856. And finally, my XY is equals to, yang ini kena bahagi 14976. Because when you darab 1 over 14976 means you bahagi nombor bawah. So let's bahagi lah. 44928 bahagi 14976. 44928 bahagi 14. Okay, 3. Then the other one, 89856 bahagi 14976. Okay, dapat 6. So this is the answer. But don't stop here. If you stop here, you will hilang mark. You will lose marks. I always teach in class. Always after you finish here, you have to write what? Because the answer never asks you to find price of bottle of apple and price of bottle of grape. So if you stop here, you will not get full mark. So you have to write like this: price of a bottle of apple juice. Apple juice is RM. Okay, apple is X or Y. Price of X, right? So it's RM3 lah. Okay, but this one not enough space. So let me. Okay, macam ni. Okay, so it's RM3 lah. And then comma. And then price of a bottle of grape juice. Okay, make sure you write this in exam. Okay, in exam you have to write like this. Is RM6. Okay, I think and that would be the answer. Okay. Okay, one final time I want to repeat what the tips I gave for you just now. Always when we do simultaneous, we look at the last baris, right? Whatever they want to find, just let it become X and Y, then you can do already. Okay, always start doing by doing it like this. Tengok last baris, jadikan XY. Tengok apa dia nak cari. Kalau dia nak cari price, you let price equals XY. Kalau dia nak cari mass, then let mass equals XY. And then keep going lah. Okay, let's continue with number 13. Let's read the question. This is from 4 chapter 3, I think. Yeah, from 4 chapter 4. Set, it's called set. Okay, given the universal set, X in between 4 and 12, X is an integer. Okay, the moment they give you this, you have to list down all the elements already. I don't even care what they want to find. You have to list down the elements. Even though they never ask also, you have to list down. Okay, because if it's in set description, you cannot do the soalan. You have to convert to set notation. This one we call it set description. Okay, and you have to convert to set notation. Set notation means you list down all the elements lah. Okay, nombor apa yang in between 4 and 12? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 kenapa kena tulis? Sebab dia ada garis dekat sini. So when they have garis here, it means 4 and 12 included. Okay, 4 and 12 included. And why they mention integer? Integer means nombor yang tak ada fraction, tak ada decimal lah. Okay, because if you want to include all the 4.1, 4.2, then a lot of numbers already. That's why they say integer. So tak ada decimal one. Tak ada titik, perpuluhan, tak ada pecahan. Okay, set K, X is an odd number. Odd number is nombor ganjil. So nombor ganjil is nombor yang tak boleh bahagi dua. For example, 1, 3, 5, 7, like that. Okay, but if you write 1, 3, 5, 7, wah, gone already. Salah already. Because you have to remember this. Whenever you write set K or set L punya elements, you have to make sure nombor yang awak tulis tu ada dalam universal. Kena the number you write have to exist in the universal, then only you can write inside. Okay, so set K later you have to be careful, and then set L is a X factor of 40. Number 1, list all the elements of set K and set L. Okay, set K. What is the element of set K? Odd numbers. You cannot write 1, 3. Even though 1 and 3 is odd number, you cannot write. You have to write 5, 7, 9, 11, and then stop there. Why not write 13? 13 also odd number, because 13 cannot write. Why cannot write? Because it's not in the universal set. Remember, universal set ada saja baru you boleh tulis. Okay, what about set L? Factor of 40. Okay, let's list down the factor of 40. 1 times 40 is 40. 2 times 20. Apa lagi factor of 40? 4 times 10. Lagi? 5 tak ada. 6 tak ada. 7 tak ada. 8 times 5. 5 times 8. 5 times 8. 5 times 8. Lepas tu 6 tak ada. 7 tak ada. 8 sudah repeat. So ini factor of 40. So what are the factor of 40? 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10, 20, 40. But you cannot write all of it. You can only write yang ada dalam universal saja. So yang ada dalam universal is 4. Make sure you open the curly bracket. 4, 5, okay. 8, okay, boleh. 10 boleh, okay. 20 tak boleh dah. 20 tak boleh dah. Sebab 20 tak ada dalam universal. 40 pun tak ada dalam universal. 1 pun tak ada dalam universal. 2 pun tak ada dalam universal. So tak boleh, tak boleh, tak boleh, tak boleh. You hanya tulis yang ada dalam universal. So 4, 5, 8, 10 macam. Right? Okay, let's do number 2. Okay, I think this one can erase, right? Okay, number 2. Number 2 says what? Hence, draw a Venn diagram to represent the relationship between universal K and L. I realized one thing. This year trial, a lot of, how to say, very often they ask us to draw Venn diagram. Because I do it many times already. I remember one set, I forget which state, they asked me to draw Venn diagram yang ada 3 one. Yang ada 3. Okay. And then sometimes they ask yang ada 2. Tapi ini ada 2 saja. 2 bulatan saja. Okay. The universal set, we will use rectangle. So let me use rectangle. So we will draw a rectangle. Okay, good enough. Okay, let's use black. Okay, so this is my universal, and then I have to draw circle. Okay, but how many circle? 2 circle. Okay, but let's label first. So this is a universal. Okay, we have, after we draw our universal, okay, universal mesti guna rectangle. Tapi set K, set L, kita guna circle. But the circle, you have to think about how you want to draw the circle, right? Because there's 3 types of relationship. It can be like this. The first type of relationship means middle, other intersection. The second type of relationship is when dia duduk dalam. Okay, duduk dalam. Ataupun we call it subset. And then third type of relationship is where they separate. Okay, so you bagi tahu saya, set K and set L, do we have to draw it like this, or like this? The first one, second, or the third one? 1, 2, or 3? Okay, you have to draw it like number 1. Okay, when will we draw it number 2? Number 2 is when all the elements of set K is in set L. Ataupun all set L elements is in set K. Then baru kita buat number 2. Okay, I repeat. Number 2 kita lukis apabila semua elemen set K ada dalam L ataupun semua L ada dalam K, baru kita buat macam tu. Okay, and then 3 bila masa kita buat 3 when they have no intersection, when dia tak ada elemen yang sama, baru kita buat number 3. Number 2 pun saya sudah cakap tadi tak betul sebab saya tak nampak pun semua K, semua elemen K dalam L ataupun semua L dalam K, so tak boleh macam ni. So this is the correct way to draw it. So now I will draw 2 circle where the middle have some intersection. So let's draw a circle. And then let's draw another circle. Okay, wait. So let's draw another circle. Okay, so like this. And make sure the middle got intersection. Okay, good enough lah. No need to be so perfect. Okay, so let's use black. This one also, we use black color. Okay, now we start to label our elements. Okay, what we label first? Okay, I recommend you write down here K. Okay, so what you do, you write down K and L first. and then we always label the middle part first. Okay, it's better to label from inside to outside. It's always better. Okay, what you have to label here? Here you have to label K and L. K and L both ada. Yang ini K only. Yang ini L only. Okay. Okay, let's label yang K and L ada. K and L, what's the intersection? Yang silang. Both other is 5. 5. Oh, 5 saja. So 5. And then what about sini? Sini kena ada apa? Okay, K dalam kena ada 5, 7, 9, 11. So K dalam kena ada 5. Of course, 7, 9, 11 you have to write here. Alright. Okay, what about L? L kena ada 4, 5, 8, 10. 5 sudah tulis dekat sini. So tinggal 4, 8 dengan 10 lah. And oh, by the way, kena letak dot lah. Kalau tak ada dot, salah. Kalau tak ada ini dot, salah. Sebab kalau you tak letak dot, then it becomes number of elements. Then become wrong already. Okay, the last step is to look at the universal set. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, siapa yang saya belum tulis? 4, 5 sudah. 6 tak ada. Okay, so 6 must be here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, yeah, that's the answer. Alright. So let me just check quickly with the schema. Okay, the schema also do it like this. The schema makes some mistake. Okay, the schema salah sikit. Sebab apa? Sebab dia tulis. Okay, wait. This one is 1, right? So this one is 1. Okay, this one is 1. Okay, the schema wrong because they go and put 1 here. It's supposed to be 12. Okay, so don't follow the schema. Just follow this one. Alright, so sudah siap? Kita boleh sambung dengan soalan B. Let's go. A questionnaire about the games that a group of male students liked was conducted by Cikgu Yo. Table 3 shows the result of the questionnaire. And then bola sepak, sepak takraw. Okay lah, banyak lah dia bagi. Okay, and then they also mentioned what? Football and sepak takraw. Sepak takraw, badminton, football and badminton, football, sepak takraw and badminton. Okay, you have to take note here. Dia tak ada bagi tahu only. They never put the word only here. Okay, kenapa saya cakap macam tu? Because the word only is very important. Okay, I will explain later. Don't worry. Okay, let's read the yang bawah sini. The diagram 4 in the answer space shows an incomplete Venn diagram. Okay, let's look at the diagram. Okay. And then it is given that the set F is students who like football. Okay, F is for football. So orang yang suka main football. And then set T is students who like takraw, sepak takraw. So T is takraw. So takraw. And then apa lagi? Set T is students who like takraw. And then set B, badminton, student who like badminton. So this one is badminton. And then tengok atas. Using the information in table 3, complete the Venn diagram in the answer space. Okay, before I look at the table 3, I want to explain something very important to you. Okay, this is very important concept for you to understand. Okay, saya nak tanya. This intersection middle is for orang yang main apa? It's for students who play what? Badminton and football and takraw. So remember, N is actually for intersection or is the symbol for union. Okay, so I repeat one more time. This is the intersection part of three games, right? So this is student who play what? Badminton and football and takraw. Okay, what about this? What if I say what if I say badminton and football? Badminton and football. It means B intersect F, right? So where is it? B and F. It would be here, including the middle part. Are you clear? But what if I say B and F only? Then it's here only. It's not including the middle part. You faham? Because the word only will change the meaning. So if I say badminton and football, it will be here and here. If I say badminton and football, but if I say badminton and football only, it's here only. Okay, it's here only. All right. Okay, now let's talk about what if I say football and takraw. Football and takraw dekat mana? Dekat sini. Okay, yang ni ada include tak? Ada. Sebab kalau football and takraw sini ada. Okay. But what if I say football and takraw only? Then here only. Because football and takraw only is here. So the word only is very important. Because the word only, it will change the meaning. Faham maksud saya? Okay, last one. What if I say badminton and takraw? Badminton and takraw. So mana? Sini. Badminton and takraw sini. Tapi kalau saya kata badminton and takraw only, then sini sajalah. Okay. Okay, then what if I say badminton? Badminton. Mana badminton? Sini saja ke? Bukan. It's here, 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 and here. Kalau saya kata badminton. Okay. But what if I say badminton only? If I say badminton only, then here only lah. Okay. You get the idea? One more. I want to make sure you really faham benda ni. What if I say football? Tak ada only ya, football. So mana? Sini. Okay, kalau football lah. Tapi kalau saya kata football only. Football only means here lah. Okay, for my one final time, what if I say takraw only? Takraw only dekat mana? Sini sahaja, tak termasuk ini, tak termasuk. Okay, sebab saya kata only mah. So takraw only lah. But if I say takraw, then here pun termasuk. It means this whole thing takraw. Okay, now I will start doing the question. Even though I use a lot of time, but it's worth it because I want you to understand the whole concept. Okay, I think I won't erase this. N is actually intersect or is actually union. Okay, now we will look at our table 3 because they want us to look at the table 3 and complete the diagram, right? Okay, the first one, they say football 60. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, you can't put 60 here. You can't put 60 like this. Sorry, dia kata football kan? Okay, you can't put the 60 here. Why? Because they never say only. If they say football only, you buat macam tu, saya akan cakap bagus. Because betul. Tapi dia tak ada kata only, dia kata football. It means itu 60, itu 60, bukan sini tau, bukan sini. Dia 60 tu adalah jumlah sini. Semua kawasan ni tambah dapat 60. Maksudnya the 60 you cannot write. So the 60 actually cannot write. Same with the sepak takraw. 40 also cannot write. Tak boleh tulis dulu sebab dia tak ada bagi tahu only. So tak boleh tulis dulu. Football and sepak takraw pun tak boleh tulis. Kenapa? Okay, football and takraw 15. Dekat mana? Can I write here 15? Football takraw, right? Can I write here? Okay, wait. Can I write here 15? Cannot. Because they say football and takraw means what? It means sini tambah sini. Okay, it means the 15 is not just bawah saja. Unless they got say the word only lah. If they say football and takraw only 15, you buat macam tu, betul. Tapi dia tak kata only. Kalau dia tak kata only, maksudnya 15 tu sini tambah sini. So 15 tu tak boleh tulis dulu. So 15 pun tak boleh tulis. Ini pun tak boleh tulis sebab tak ada bagi tahu only. Football and badminton pun tak boleh tulis sebab tak ada bagi tahu only. So semua ni tak boleh tulis dulu. Tapi yang ini boleh tulis. Football and sepak takraw and badminton. Ini boleh tulis. Sebab ini kita tahu football, sepak takraw, badminton, ini tulis bindel. Right? So this one can write 1. Okay? But this time don't have to put dot. Then why just now I will put dot? Okay, just now because that one is elements ma. So don't need to put dot. This one is number ma. Number of element. That's why it's tak payah letak dot. If you letak dot, become salah already. Okay, now we can start to isi the rest. Right? So all this just now cannot write first, right? But now can write already because now I know the middle. So now I can write this already. Football and badminton 5. Okay, football and badminton 5. You jangan pergi tulis 5 macam ni. Salah lah. I sudah cakap banyak kali. Kalau dia, sebab dia tak kata only. Kalau dia kata football and badminton only, baru you boleh tulis dekat kawasan ni. Tapi kalau dia kata football and badminton, dia tak kata only, it means 5 tu adalah jumlah sini dengan sini. Tapi we already know here is 1. So this must be 4 because 5 minus 1. Macam tu. You get the idea. Next one. Sepak takraw and badminton 10. Sepak takraw, badminton 10. Takraw and badminton 10. Okay, the 10 is not takraw and badminton. See, 10. The 10 is not just here. It's here plus here. It's here plus here. So to get here, I will take 10 minus 1, which is 9. Macam tu. Okay. So takraw and badminton total is 10. Macam tu. Itu cara dia. Okay. Yalah, takraw badminton. And then, okay, ni sudah siap. Okay, football and takraw 15. Tak ada cakap only. Football and takraw 15, tak ada only. Football and takraw 15. Football and takraw 15. But the 15 is actually sini tambah sini. So how you get? The bawah one, 15 minus 1, which is 14. Okay. Siap sudah. Okay, now let's go to badminton 30. Okay, badminton 30. Can I write like this? 30 like this? Cannot. I sudah cakap cannot. Because they never say only. If they say only, then boleh lah. Tapi tak boleh. So the 30 is actually not here. The 30 is actually here plus here plus here plus here. So to get the badminton only punya part, to get here, saya kena ambil 30 minus 4 minus 1 minus 9. So let's use calculator. 30 minus 5 minus 9. Saya dapat 16. Ini cara betul lah. Okay, what about the next one? The next one is what? The next one is takraw 40. Okay, takraw 40. Let's go. Takraw 40. Mana takraw? Takraw 40. Okay, I already said 40 is not here. It's here plus here plus here plus here. So you have to take 40 minus 3 number ni. So 40 minus 15 minus 9. Okay, dapat 16. Okay. Is it 40? I forgot already. Yeah, 40, right? So 40 minus 1 minus 9. Okay, betul. Okay, next one. The last one. Bola sepak football is 60. So football 60. So how to get here? 60 minus 5 minus 14. Okay, 41. Okay, 41. So this is how this is the correct way to do it. Okay. Okay, I already finished B1. So how many marks? 2 marks for this. So that's it. Okay, soalan number 2. Calculate number of students who like at least 2 types of games. Okay. Okay, let me okay, before I do the B2, I just want to ask you, yang ini dengan yang ini is student who main satu game, right? What about yang ini? Yang saya loaded, student yang main badminton and takraw. Badminton and takraw. Tak ada only ya, badminton and takraw. What about here? Badminton and takraw only. The word only is very important. What about here? Badminton and football. What about here? Badminton and football only. Sekali lagi. Sini apa? Football and takraw. What about here? Football and takraw only. Very important. What about here? Football and badminton and takraw. Okay, okay. Last one. Macam ni ya. Apa? Takraw. Kalau macam ni, takraw only. Boleh? Okay, last one. Kalau macam ni, football. Kalau macam ni, football only. Okay, I think if you understand that one, then baru you boleh buat soalan ni. Calculate number of students who like at least 2 type of games. I will write and then I will write at least 2 game. Okay, at least 2 game. Okay, apa maksud at least? It means dia kena main 2 game ataupun lebih. That's what it means. At least. At least 2 games. So 2 game or lebih. So definitely cannot take 16, 41, 16. Because this one is orang yang main 1 game only. So it means I will take 4 boleh ambil, 1 boleh ambil, 9, 14 boleh ambil. Sebab apa tahu? Because for this four person dia main apa? Football and badminton only. Tapi dia kata at least 2 game, right? At least 2 game means 2 game or lebih. So 2 game lah. So this 4 student is main 2 game. So boleh. Yang ni 9 pun boleh sebab dia main 2 game only. Yang ni 14 pun boleh dia main 2 game only. 1 pun boleh sebab dia main 3 game. Alright. So at least 2 game means what? Main 2 game ataupun lebih. Okay. So tambah semua lah. Sahabat jawapan. Let me press. 28. So the answer for this is 28. Okay, let's go number 2. Hence, calculate the number of students who do not like the game of football. Do not like football. So, yang ni semua tak boleh ambil lah. Sebab ini semua student yang orang yang ada main football. So, does not like football is 16, 9 and 6. So, just write N does not like football. Why I have to write the N? Because the N stands for bilangan, number. Number of elements. So, does not like football. So berapa tadi? 16 plus 9 plus 16, right? Because does not like football means we cannot take anyone in it means we only take badminton only ataupun takraw only ataupun badminton and takraw only. Okay. Okay, so berapa? 41. Okay, let me check with the answer. 41, 28. Okay, let's see. 41. Okay, betul. And then 16, 4, 1, 9. Okay, betul. So now we can continue. So this is transformation number 14. Let's go. Diagram 5.1 shows point K drawn on the Cartesian plane. Okay, I can see point K. They will label for you. 5,2. Okay, transformation T is translation -2, 4. -2 is ke kiri, 4 is ke atas. Macam mana saya boleh tahu benda ni? Nombor atas is for pergerakan yang kiri kanan, nombor bawah is for pergerakan yang atas bawah. Since it's negative, that's why ke kiri. Since it's positive, that's why ke atas. Okay, transformation is P is reflection in line Y equals 4. Macam mana saya ajar dalam kelas? The moment you see reflection in the line Y equals 4, macam mana saya ajar dalam kelas? Straight away, go to Y axis, cari 4 and draw the line Y equals 4. Okay, straight away do it. Okay, straight away do it. Okay, this is how I teach in class, right? Okay, and then state the coordinates of image of point K. This is very important. State image of K, image of K, image of K, image of K. It means K is the object. Because they say image of K means K is the object. So object means you kena start daripada K. Okay, always start from object, pergi ke image. So start from K, so K52. And how I teach you to write the format in my class. Okay, if dia ada satu transformation, you buat satu arrow. Tapi kalau ada dua transformation, you buat dua arrow. Okay, like this. Okay. So here will be satu jawapan, here will be satu jawapan. And then you isi here, then you will get 3 marks. Okay, let's see betul tak 3 marks. Yeah, 3 marks. Okay. Tapi sometimes student they don't like to do like that. They just write this one and this one for the final answer. Tak boleh you will lose marks. Actually, this one also they want to see, even though this is not the final answer. Okay. So just follow the format yang saya tunjuk but don't write here lah, write here, bawah here. Okay. Okay, but I tulis atas lah. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, the first one they want to do transformation T. That's why I just buat satu lah. So this is T. Okay, the second one they want to do TP. But if you want to do TP, you kena buat P dulu, baru buat T. Because always do the belakang punya transformation. Yang tu kena tahu. Kena buat P dulu baru T. Okay, the first question. K52 nak buat translation negative 2, 4. So 5, 2. 5 minus 2, 3. 2 plus 4, 6. Itu jawapan dia. Alright. Okay, kenapa saya boleh buat begitu cepat? Because I straight away take 5 minus 2 dapat 3. 2 plus 4, 6. Of course, you can kira kotak also. Okay, let's kira kotak. Oh, excuse me. Okay, saya ambil point K. Ke kiri 2, right? So 1, 2. And then naik 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you can see, this is the, I will write here K prime lah. So dia dekat 3, 6, which is exactly the same. Okay. Itu cara dia. Okay, soalan nombor 2. Nombor 2 kata apa? Buat buat P dulu. Okay, but P is reflection in the line y equals 4. So now you know why I asked you to draw this line. Because of this lah. Because you have to do reflection later. So now you draw reflection. So how you do reflection? Okay, you kira how many kotak from K to the line first. So 1, 2. Lepas reflect pun 1, 2. Itulah you punya K prime. So K prime awak 5, 6. So that is the first answer, but not the final answer. Even though it's not the final answer, you still have to show them this answer. If you don't show them, you lose. You will not get full mark. Okay, after 5, 6, then only you do translation negative 2, 4. How to do translation? Ke kiri 2, ke atas 4. So ke kiri 2 and then naik 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what you get? 3, 10. So this is the answer. Or you can use the cara cepat. Cara cepat macam mana? Ambil nombor depan 5. Tambah with the atas one. So 5 plus negative 2 dapat 3. And then 6 tambah nombor 6 plus 4, 10. Can also. If you don't want to kira kotak, you buat macam ni juga. And then this will be your K double prime. Okay. Okay, let me just check with the answer. 3, 6, 5, 6, 3, 10. 3, 6, 5, 6, 3, 10. Okay, betul. Okay, now we can continue. Let's scroll down. Okay, this is the B. Diagram 5.2 shows 3 quadrilateral JKLM, which is this one. And then next one, QPSR, okay, this one. And then UTWV, the big one, right? UTWV is the big one. And then drawn on a Cartesian plane, okay. And then they say UTWV is image of JKLM under combined transformation HG. Describe in full the transformation G and H, 5 marks. Okay, before you describe, what you have to do first, you cannot terus describe. I selalu ajar ni dalam kelas. Saya sudah cakap banyak kali, you tak boleh terus describe. You have to tulis yang arrow dulu. What is arrow? Means you kena tentukan siapa objek, siapa image. If you don't know siapa objek, siapa image, macam mana nak describe? If you terus describe now, mesti you buat salah. Because you don't know siapa objek, siapa image, right? So, kita kena baca baris ni dulu. UTW is image of JKLM under 2 transformation HG. Maksudnya 2 transformation, 2 arrow lah. And then, first is transformation G, second is H. Because kita kena buat belakang punya dulu. So, G dulu, baru H. And then, siapa image, siapa objek? UTWV is image of JKLM. So UTWV tu kena tulis belakang sebab dia image. And then JKLM is the paling depan one, right? So let's read again. UTWV is image of JKLM under 2 transformation HG. So UTW, you see, is the image of JKLM under 2 transformation HG. Tapi kena buat G dulu baru H. And then what about yang middle? The middle one kosong kena tulis apa? Okay, you tengok soalan. Ada JKLM, QPSR, UTWV. Siapa yang tak kena panggil? JKLM sudah, QPSR yang tak kena panggil kan? Yang tu, yang middle lah. Okay, because JKLM I already write in front, UTWV already right here. So the only shape left yang saya tak panggil is QPSR. Tapi untuk soalan sometimes, untuk soalan yang susah dia tak bagi tahu kau. Dia tak bagi tahu 3, dia bagi tahu 2 saja bentuk sini. And then this one you have to determine yourself. Okay. That one you can refer to my Kelantan state paper. Kelantan paper is like that. Kalau tak silap saya lah, Kelantan paper, yalah, Kelantan paper dia bagi 2 bentuk saja. And then this one they never even give you. Yang tu you kena tentukan sendirilah. Okay. But most of the time they will give you 3 shape. If they give you 3 shape, you just tengok siapa yang tak kena panggil. Itulah yang dia duduk tengah. Okay. Okay, describe in full transformation G. Okay, let's go. Okay, transformation G. Okay, mana saya nak tulis? Okay, I think I can write here, right? So I write here lah. Okay, let's kecilkan lah. Let's kecilkan. Because if I kecilkan, then I can write down already. So I write transformation G is, and then I write later blah 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 blah, and then transformation H is blah 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 blah. Okay, but why is it worth 5 marks? Because when you describe, you cannot just write translation, reflection, rotation, enlargement. You still have to write banyak benda. For example, the center, the scale factor, semua tu kena tulis juga. Okay, let's determine G first. Okay, G is from where? JKLM to QPSR. JKLM is this one. QPSR is this one. Okay, this is very obvious. This is reflection. Okay, reflection. I know it's not enlargement because the size is exactly the same. I know it's not translation because translation, the orientation has to be the same. Can you see the orientation sudah tukar? Yang ini, cuba tengok ni. Yang 90 degree, dia dekat sini. So the 90 degree should be here, but it's not here anymore. It becomes here already. So definitely the orientation sudah tukar. So it's either reflect or rotate. And macam mana saya ajar, kalau you tak tahu reflect, rotate, you buat garisan, right? But how many garisan you kena lukis? 3 garisan. So when you draw 3 garisan, but you have to draw corresponding. So macam ni, let's say I draw macam ni, macam ni, macam ni. Then I sudah nampak semua line saya parallel. So bila semua line saya parallel, dia adalah reflection. Okay. So if I draw lines, if all line parallel is reflection. But if all lines intersect at one point, it's rotate 180. But if it's not like this, it's like ada intersect tapi tak ada. Okay, ada intersect tapi bukan semua line yang intersect sama point, then it's rotation 90 degree. Okay. But this one I erase. Okay, so now let's go back here. This is reflection. So kita tulis je reflection. Tapi you tulis macam ni, you dapat 1 markah saja tau. You only get 1 marks. Okay. If you want to get full mark, you have to write the reflection line. So transmission G is reflection in the line. Do you remember the format? Okay. Or you can write on the line also can. Reflection in the line, and you have to write the reflection line. Okay. Kalau dalam bahasa Melayu, transformasi G ialah pantulan pada garisan, you have to write the garisan equation. Okay, you can jawab in bahasa Melayu also, up to you. Okay, let's tentukan the reflection line. Okay, from P to J, they are the reflection of each other. So we can count how many kotak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the half will be 3 kotak. So 1, 2, 3. So this is the kotak. This is the line. Okay, and do you remember just now got one question, the straight line question? I forget which question already. Just now I got mentioned straight line ada 2 jenis line, non-gradient line and gradient line, right? And this is clearly non-gradient line. Okay, so if it's non-gradient line, macam mana dia punya equation? Dia takkan jadi y equals mx plus c. Dia akan jadi x equals number or y equals number. And for this case is x equals number because dia potong x. Dia potong x dekat 1, so itulah equation dia. In the line x equals 1. Okay, itu jawapan dia. Okay, that's how you get full mark for transformation G. For transformation H, okay, this is very obvious. This is enlargement. Wait, how come you can know straight away it's enlargement? Because H is from QPSR to UTWV. So QPSR is yang kecil, UTWV is yang besar. So enlargement lah, because ini sahaja transformation yang akan tukar size, right? So bila size tak sama, terus enlargement. Tapi tak dapat full mark macam ni. You kena tulis apa? Enlargement. You have to write the center and the scale factor. So you can write at center, and then you have to carikan dia punya center, and then you also have to write the scale factor with scale factor. Okay. But sir, saya tulis dalam bahasa Melayu lah. Okay, bahasa Melayu macam mana? Transformasi H ialah pembesaran pada pusat, and then write the center dengan faktor skala. Carilah faktor skala. Okay, so jawab dalam BM pun tak apa. Okay, let's but I jawab dalam English lah. Okay, how to find transformation center? We have to buat garisan. Tapi garisan kena sambung dengan corresponding point. Corresponding means point yang sepadan. So V dengan R, okay, and then W kawan dengan S, okay. Okay, I can already see the center already, right? It's here, right? Okay, but you can draw more lines if you want. T dengan P, and then Q dengan Q. Okay, you can see already. Semua line ni intersect kat sini. So itulah dia punya center. So center dekat negative 4, 2. So the center is negative 4, 2. And dengan scale factor, okay, scale factor formula is I bahagi O. K is scale factor lah. And then I is length of image, O is length of object. Length not area Length of image bagi jangan buat area So length of image. So how to find the length of image? Okay, which one is image? UTWV is your final image. QPSR is before enlarge. UTVW is after enlarge. Okay, and you jangan assume besar mesti after enlarge. Tak semesti. Sometimes the kecil one can be after enlarge also. Okay. It means your image sometimes can get bigger, but sometimes your image can get smaller. But if your image gets smaller, your scale factor will be less than 1. Okay, but anyways, we come back here. So this one, the besar one is the image, because I already see it here. So length of image is this one, besar one. So how to find length of image? You can choose any length you want, but if I am you, I would choose this length. So 3 kotak, yang tu letak atas, because that's the length of image. But before enlarge is just 1 kotak. So 3 divided 1, that's your scale factor. So the scale factor of 3 dekat sini. Okay, macam ni. Okay, this is 3, this is 1. That's why it's 3 divided 1. But some students said, hey, how you know it's 3 divided 1? Why not 1 divided 3? Okay, I told you already, the formula is image bahagi object. That's why it's very important to write this. Okay, because if you tak tulis yang ni, how you want to describe? You don't even know siapa image, siapa object. Okay, dia tak semestinya yang besar image, dia boleh image yang kecil pun boleh. Okay, I remember got one state, I remember the Kelantan or the sekolah agama, the image is smaller one. Ada soalan macam ni. So that's why you have to always write down the arrow like this. Okay, alright, sudah siap? Now we can besarkan balik and we can do soalan next question, soalan number 2. Okay, given the area of shaded region is 224 meter square, calculate area of UTWV. Diberi luas kawasan berada 224, hitung luas UTWV. The moment you see the word area, guna formula ni. Area of image sama dengan K square darab area of object. This is the only formula yang you kena hafal dalam chapter ni. You remember this formula? Area of image sama dengan K square darab area of object. K is scale factor. Scale factor sudah tahulah 3. Tapi image kena letak apa, objek kena letak apa. Okay, image kita sudah tahu yang paling besar, which is UTWV. Okay, and I mention one more time, tak semestinya yang besar is image. Sometimes yang kecil boleh jadi image. Tapi yang ini kita tahu yang UTWV image sebab saya ada tulis arrow ni. Okay, what about object? Object you boleh tulis JKLM ataupun QPSR. Sebab JKLM dengan QPSR area dia sama, luas dia sama. Sebab dia adalah reflection of each other. If they are reflection, the side they have the same size. It means they have the same area. So you nak tulis JKLM pun boleh, QPSR pun boleh. Tapi let's say saya tulis QPSR lah. Tapi sebenarnya sama saja. You nak tulis mana-mana pun boleh. Okay, sekarang kalau kita nak cari UTWV, apa yang saya kena ada? Okay, dia it's either like that. Dia bagi yang ini, suruh cari yang ini. Ataupun bagi yang ni, suruh cari yang ni. Okay, kalau dua-dua pun tak bagi, tak boleh cari dah. Right? So dia nak cari apa sekarang? Dia nak cari UTWV. Maksudnya saya kena ada QPSR kan? Tapi 224 is not QPSR area. 224 is area of shaded. So let's go to label. 224 is shaded. So 224 is here. It means yang sini saja. Tak termasuk pun sini. Tak termasuk yang bawah sini. So the 224 I cannot masuk inside the UTWV because UTWV means you need the whole area. So sini masalah kan? So sekarang masalah saya apa? Tak tahu sini. Tak tahu sini. That's why I cannot masuk here. I cannot masuk here. And I also cannot masuk QPSR because QPSR pun saya tak tahu. So masalah apa saya sekarang? Masalah saya sini kan? Okay, yang masalah tu kita jadikan dia X. Alright? Because my problem now is what? I don't know the area of this, right? This is what's apa benda ni yang kacau saya sekarang. So yang kacau saya jadikan dia X. So what I write? Let PQRS area become X. So sekarang saya akan padam yang ini. I will erase this. I'll write let area of QPSR. Let area of PQSR equals to X meter square, because this one is also meter square, right? So this should be follow lah. So if PQSR area is X, what about area of JKLM? X also. X also, because they have the same area. That is why just now I said here you can write QPSR or JKLM. Both is correct. Okay, now we can use this formula. What will be my area of UTWV? My area of UTWV will be what? Will be the whole thing, right? Which is 224 plus X. So now we can write 224 plus X on this side. Okay. And then 3 square is 9 times with area of QPSR. QPSR, I told you already, is X. Okay. But for those who write JKLM on the other side, can also you write X also because they are the same. So here you write X. And now I can solve for X. Right? But they want area of UTWV, right? But it's okay. You find for X first. Okay. 9 times X is X. Pindah plus jadi minus. 9 minus 1 dapat 8X. Sama dengan 224. So your X is 224 bahagi 8. So let's press. 224 divide 8. Okay, saya dapat 28. Okay, 28 is the X. But X represents what? Area of PQSR. But this is not the final answer. What they want now? They want area of UTWV. So I write here. Area of UTWV is actually what? Okay, if you look at this, area of UTWV is the same as this, right? So it's actually what? 3 square times area of QPSR. So 3 square times with QPSR. QPSR sudah tahu. Sebab saya sudah jadikan PQSR X, and then X is 28. It means I still have to take 3 square times 28. Faham apa saya buat? Okay, so 9 times 28. So the correct answer is 252 meters square. Okay. So remember, sometimes if you sangkut dekat soalan ni, you kena let jadi X. Okay, let satu area jadi X, and then sambung. Lepas sambung, you dapat X, and then tengok apa soalan mau lah. Kalau soalan nak PQSR, then stop dekat sini. Tapi kalau dia nak area yang image, then maybe you have to take scale factor, square, darab dengan nilai itu. Alright? So that's how you do it. Okay, number 15. Table 4.1 shows the size of shoes worn by 16 students. So 16 is the total number of students in class 5 Opal. Number 1, complete the dot plot in answer space. Lengkapkan plot titik di ruang jawapan. Okay, how to do this? This is actually measures of dispersion from 4 chapter 8. It's a measures of dispersion for ungrouped data. Ungrouped data, because only in form 4 you will learn the dot plot and the stem and leaf plot, and then this one is ungrouped data also. So let's go to our dot plot and see how they draw it. Oh, okay, so I have to put the dot here lah, but they already put 6 and 11 for me, so I think I have to cancel it. So where is 6 and 11? 6 and 11. This one they already put the dot for me lah. Okay, now let's put the first dot 9.0. Okay, let's go find 9.0 and then put a dot 9.0, put a dot. Okay, kena naik sikit lah, baru letak dot. Okay, siap. Next one. 7.5. 7.5. Let's go. 7.5 dekat mana? 7 and 8 middle lah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then naik sikit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sini kan? 7.5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yup. Okay, next one. Next one is 6.5. 10.5. 6.5, 10.5. So 6.5 is between 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5 is here. And then the next one is 10.5. 10.5 is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Okay. Total 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah. Make sure you dot very carefully. Okay, now the next one is what? The next one is 7.57. 7.57. 7.5 is here. Oh, sudah ada satu dot. So macam mana? Naik sikit. Naik lagi sikit. Dan put lagi satu dot lah. 7.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 7.5. And then 7. 7 is just here. Okay. And I believe the next one also 7. Yeah, the next one also 7. So 7 and then 9. Okay, yeah, yang 6 ni sudah. So 7, 9. So 7, 9. Okay, let's go. 7 is here. Okay, naik sikit. Then put lagi satu dot. And then 9, 9, 9. Okay, 9 pun sudah ada dot. Then naik sikit. And then put lagi satu dot. Okay, so it means kalau ada satu dot, you naik and then put again lah. Okay, 9, lepas 9. Okay, 11 sudah plot. So 10.57. Let's go, 10.57. 10.5 is 10 and 11 middle. Okay, tapi sudah ada dot macam mana? Okay, naik sikit lagi. And then baru letak 10.5. And then 7. 7, okay, naik lagi lah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, okay. So 10.57. Betul? Okay, now 8.0, 8.5. 8.0, 8.5. Mana? 8.0 sini. 8.5 is 8, 9 middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8.5. So 8.0, 8.5. Okay, betul. Oops. Okay. 8.5. Okay, last two. 8.0, 6.5. And then finish already. 8.0 is here. 6.5 sudah ada dot, so naik and then put lagi. Okay, wait, make sure it's at the correct line. Okay, sudah siap. Okay, let me check with the answer quickly. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, correct. Okay, so that's how you draw dot plot. Okay, now we can continue with number 2. State the difference in size of shoes for 5 Opal students. They want difference, means besar tolak kecil, but they never say which one, right? It means you are finding the range. It means you are taking the bigger size shoe minus the smaller size shoes. So what is the biggest? The biggest size shoe is 11. So the difference lah, I write difference. Okay, or you can write range also. So it's 11 minus 6, which is 5. Okay, and the unit, I don't think have unit because this one is size of shoe. So you just write 5 only, it's enough. Okay, 11 minus 6. Okay. Hey, by the way, this dot represents what? It represents frequency. It means size 6 kasut punya ada 1 orang, size 6.5 punya ada 2 orang, and so on. Yang size 7 ada 3 orang. So the number of dots is actually the frequency. But if you want to take difference, we will take the bigger size shoes, 11 tolak 6 macam tu. Okay. Okay, let's continue with soalan B. Soalan B pun ungrouped data because dia bagi macam ni, right? So it's ungrouped data. Diagram table 4.2 shows the time taken by a group of students in a running event. So this is how many students? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 3, 15. 15 students participate in the running event. Number 1, based on table 4.2, construct a box plot on the diagram given in answer space. Bina satu plot kotak pada raja yang disediakan di ruang jawapan. Okay, let's look at the B1. Okay, so this space lah. Oh, they even draw the axis for me already. Okay, so how to draw box plot? Do you remember plot kotak? Saya pernah ajar dekat form 4. So how to draw a block plot? Okay, plot kotak is like this. You have a kotak, and then you have a line. You have a line like this, and you have a line like this. And I pernah tell you this line what do we call it? This line ada satu nama. Siapa ingat? We call it the whisker. Okay, the whisker. Okay, but yang ni tak berapa penting, so saya padam. Okay, so in order to box plot, you need how many information? You need 5 information. I pernah ajar this one. You need 5 information. You need this, and you need this line, this line, this line. Okay, okay, this is minimum value, this dot. And then this dot is the maximum value. And then this one is the Q1, Q2, Q3. It means every time they will ask you to find box plot, you need to have minimum, maximum, Q1, Q2, Q3. If you don't have these 5 information, you cannot draw your box plot. So let's find out the minimum, our minimum value, our maximum value, and then our Q1, Q2, Q3 supaya saya boleh lukis saya punya box plot, right? So where should I write my working? Okay, I don't think I have space here. I think I'll just write here lah. Okay, so I will do it here, B1. B question 1. Okay, first, before I find my minimum, maximum, Q1, Q2, Q3, I recommend you susun everything in ascending order. It means you susun dari kecil sampai besar dulu. Kenapa? Sebab nanti kena cari median. Q1, Q2, Q3 kena cari median. Q2 is median. So you have to find median number. So definitely have to susun. So 12, yang ni just arrange saja. Paling kecil. And then 12 ada lagi satu. And then 16. Okay. And then followed by, what's the next one? 28 ah. Yeah, 28, right? Yeah, 28. Tapi ada dua. So 28, 28. Next, 30. And then 32, 32. So 32, 32. And then 38. 35 first. 35 baru 38. So 35, 38. And then 42, 43. 42, 43. And then 50, 50. 50, 50. And then the highest number here is 54. Okay, I already know my minimum value and maximum value. It's written there already. Minimum value is 12. And then maximum value is 54. Okay, but it's not enough. You still have to find your Q1, Q2, Q3. Okay, how to find your Q1, how to find your Q2, and how to find your Q3. Okay, so first of all, you need to count got how many numbers. Okay, I always, when I teach students to find Q1, Q2, Q3, I always teach using this formula. So what is the formula for median, Q2? Median means Q2. The formula is n plus 1 divide 2. But I will write TH here. Why I write TH? TH means this is the kedudukan ataupun the location, the position. So let's count how many numbers. 15 numbers, right? Because we already count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So what you do is you masuk the n 15 because ada 15 orang. So 15 plus 1 divide 2, but don't forget to write TH. 15 plus 1 is 16. 16 divide 2, 8. But the median is not 8. It doesn't mean the median is 8. It means that your median is at the 8th position. It means the 8 is not the answer. The 8 is the kedudukan. So let's count 8 position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then bulatkan. So now you know your Q2 already. Your Q2 is 32. Okay. Okay, of course, some students, they don't want to do like that. They want to use their tangan to potong, and then potong. Can also, you will get the same answer, right? It's just that I like to teach using formula because sometimes the number is a lot. When there's too many numbers, it's very hard to use the potong punya cara. Okay, that's why I use formula. And also, I think it's useful to know this formula. Okay, it's very helpful because sometimes it's group data, or maybe they bagi dalam bentuk table. Then this formula will be helpful. Okay, now how to find your Q1? Okay, your Q2 you already know is 32, right? Your Q1 will be your first half punya middle, and then your Q3 will be your second half punya middle. So what will be your Q1? Okay, first half got how many numbers? 1, okay, wait. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 32 don't count. So your first half is from here to here. It means got 7 numbers. And then your second half also got 7 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So what is 7 numbers punya middle? Same lah. We use this formula. Okay, we use this formula. So what is the 7 plus 1? If I masuk 7 plus 1, I will get 8. 8 divided to 4. But your Q1 is not 4. It's just that your the tengah punya number is 4th location. So 1, 2, 3, 4 bulat. That is your Q1. So that 28. And then from here also you will count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 43. Just remember when you count, don't count from the 32. You don't count from here. You count from the 35. So 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay, or you want to use the potong-potong punya cara pun boleh lah. Potong-potong can also you get the same. Okay, after having these 5 information, now only you can draw your box plot. So remember, without these 5 information, you cannot draw a box plot. So next time if I ask you how to draw a box plot, you have to tell me kena ada minimum value, maximum value, Q1, Q2, Q3. Kalau tak ada, tak boleh lukis. And one more thing, by the way, before you find Q1, Q3, can you see you need the Q2 first? Yeah, because if you want Q1, Q3, you need to know the middle first. After you know the middle, baru you boleh cari middle punya middle. Okay, so macam tu lah. Okay, minimum value 12, maximum value 54. Put dot. Minimum value 12, so 11, 12, put dot. Put dot. Okay, put a dot. Itu minimum value. Maximum value 54 pun letak dot. So 1, 2, 3, 4 letak dot. 1, 2, 3, 4 letak dot. Okay, is there any way I can kecilkan so that it's easy to... Okay, like that. Like that, then easy already. Okay, so 12 and 54 put dot. So sudah siap. Okay, what about Q1, Q2, Q3? Yang ni jangan letak dot, yang ni letak line. So Q1 28. So let's letak line. Okay, let's put line. Black color. Let's go. Okay, letak line dekat mana? Dia letak line dekat 28, 32, 43. Okay, let's put 28. 28 dekat mana? 30, reverse 1, 30, 29, and then 28. So sini lah. So this is your line. So okay, but the line how long? Okay, I will put 5 kotak. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I will start. Okay, and then I will naik sampai sini. And then naik lagi 5 kotak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sebenarnya tak semestinya 5 kotak. It's up to you. You can draw how berapa panjang pun is up to you. Okay, so this is my 28. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, boleh lah, good enough lah. Don't have to be perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's my 28. Okay, my Q2 is 32. 32 dekat mana? 31, 30 here, 31, 32. So here is my line. So I'll put here and then draw a line until here. Okay, and then 43. 40 is here and then 41, 42, 43, right? So here and draw a line like this. Okay, long a bit. Okay, like that. Maybe 1, 2. Yeah, this one. Okay, then you sambung, and then you sambung, and then you sambung, and then you sambung, and then you get your box plot. Okay, of course you use your ruler lah. You use your ruler. Okay. Okay, so this one is 12. Let's double check. 54, 1, 2, 3, 4, correct. 28, 32, 43. 28, 32, yes, 43. Okay, so I think I drove it nicely already. I buat betul dah. So sudah siap lah. Okay, tapi ada lagi satu soalan. Ada lagi satu soalan. Number 2, they say from the box plot constructed in 15B1, calculate the range and interquartile range. So I still have to do. Okay, can I do it here? Okay, yes. I will do range. And then I will do interquartile range. Okay, what is this in Bahasa Melayu? Range is julat. Interquartile range is julat antara kuartal. Okay, so how to find range? Range is the highest value, maximum minus minimum. Maximum is how much? 54. Minimum is how much? 12. Or you can also refer here, right? Refer here also you can get, you can nampak the maximum minimum. 54 minus 12 dapat 42. So itu jawapan dia. Interquartile range formula is Q3 minus Q1. So which garisan you will look at? This garisan and this garisan. The middle one is the Q2. Okay, what is the Q3? 40, 41, 42, 43. And then what is the Q1? 30, 29, 38. So let's minus and see what apa dapat. 43 minus 28, 15. Or you can refer here also. You will get your Q3, Q1 from here. Okay, 43 minus 28. Okay, sudah siap. So let me check with the answer. 42, 15, correct. 2 kotak, 2 kotak, 3 kotak. And then, yep, everything is good. Okay, finally we are in section C. So bahagian C mengandungi 2 soalan. Jawab 1 soalan saja. Besar kan? Okay, so we only choose 1 question to do, but I will do both. Okay, I will do both. But in exam, don't do both lah. You just choose 1 to do. Okay, unless you have a lot of time lah, then you do. Okay. Okay, let's go. Number 16. Let's read the question in English. The school's co-curriculum unit will hold an annual camp at the Madani Camp Center. Cikgu Murugan, Cikgu Murugan and Cikgu Shafiq were assigned to provide transport and they chose to rent 2 bus. Okay, 2 bus untuk pergi camp. Bus M will be taken by Cikgu Murugan together with 36 students and 3 other teachers, while bus N will be taken by Cikgu Shafiq together with 34 students and 1 school staff. The total fare of bus M is 2150, bus N is 1875. Using substitution or elimination method, calculate the fare of an adult and a student. You remember I mentioned just now? Let's go back to the question. Where is the question just now? The matrix one. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, sudah jumpa. Do you remember I mentioned this question just now? I say what? When you see this type of question, okay, and when you see this word, using matrix method, ataupun using substitution or elimination method, you know it's a simultaneous question. And what is the tips I give you? Okay, if you want the full explanation for this, you can look back to this question. This is question number 12. 12B. Okay, so 12B just now I already mentioned already. What's the tip? Okay, so I give you a tip, right? Just now, tips. So what is the tips to answer this question, to answer simultaneous? I said try not to focus too much on the paragraph first. Try to straight away look at your final baris. So when they say using substitution or elimination method, you know it's simultaneous already. Even if they say using matrix method also is considered simultaneous. So this question and number 12B is the same type of question. It's just that you will use different method to do it. Just now you use matrix method, now you use substitution elimination. Okay, calculate the fare of an adult and fare for a student. So macam mana saya bagi tahu untuk buat soalan simultaneous? Jangan baca paragraph, straight away let your final answer be X and Y. Okay, so you let your X be the what? So don't care about what they will say atas dulu. Kita tengok apa dia mau cari. Dia mau cari final answer fare for adult. Fare means RM, price. Okay, so let X be the fare for adult. And adult, I think I should write the word N because satu orang, right? Satu adult, satu orang, single. And then Y is the fare for student. Fare for a student. I think I have to write one student. And since it's a fare means like price. So I have to write RM. Okay. So remember these tips I give you. Always when you do simultaneous, straight away let the final answer be the X and Y. Then only you baca atas. Okay. Okay. Just now they say Cikgu Murugan, Cikgu Shafiq were assigned to choose transport, choose 2 bus. Bus M, Cikgu Murugan, bus M will be taken by Cikgu Murugan, right? And then together with the 6 students and 3 other teachers. Okay. So for bus M, got how many adults? For bus M, how many adults, how many children? So bus M will be taken by Cikgu Murugan with 36 students, 3 teachers. So 36 students and 3 teachers, right? So there should be 3 teachers. But wait. Bus M will be taken by Cikgu Murugan together with 36 students and 3 other teachers. So what about Cikgu Murugan? Cikgu Murugan also is a teacher. So there should be 4 teachers actually. 4 teachers. Itu bus M lah. Ini jumlah orang. Can you write your equation dulu? Tak boleh lagi because this one is about your X and Y represents fare, which is RM. Yang ini bilangan orang. So I don't think you can write your equation dulu. Now what about your bus N? Bus N ada berapa teacher, berapa adult, berapa student? Okay, actually this one I should write adult lah. Okay, because you only have adult or student, and teacher is usually adult, right? Okay, student cannot be teacher, only adult can be teacher. Okay, bus N will be taken by Cikgu Shafiq together with 34 students and a school staff. So we know student confirm got 34, but then adult got how many? Got 1 staff. So if you kerja as a staff, I think you are adult. So there will be 1 adult plus with Cikgu Shafiq, which is 2 adult. And then only they give you the total fare is 21501875. Now only they cakap pasal fare. So now only I can write my equation. Equals to 2150 equals to 1875. Okay. Okay, 2150 will be what? The total fare in bus M. Okay, the total, how to say, total price in bus M. So the price for one adult is RMX, but in bus M got 4 adult, so 4X. And then plus with 36 student, tapi one student, the fare is Y, so 36Y. Siap. Next one, 2 adult, so 2X. 34 student, 34Y. This one is bus. Yang atas is for bus M, yang bawah is for bus N. Now you can do it already. But let me ask you, boleh tak saya buat macam ni? 436, 234. And then sini XY. And then sini 21501 SY. Boleh tak buat macam ni? Tak boleh. Tak boleh. Walaupun you buat macam ni, you dapat jawapan yang sama, you dapat jawapan yang betul, tapi tak boleh. Sebab ini matrix method. Dia sudah cakap using substitution or elimination method. Okay, but why just now in question number 12B I do matrix method? Because that question they want matrix method. This question they already said using substitution elimination. So how you use substitution elimination? Okay, first I will tell you what I will do. I will use elimination. I will use penghapusan cara. Because I can see my kedudukan sama di X, Y number. And also when you use penghapusan punya cara, you have to make sure perkali X sama ataupun perkali Y sama. Dia boleh mana-mana sama. Dia tak semestinya X sama or Y sama. Dia boleh samakan perkali X ataupun Y perkali sama pun tak apa. Okay, if you samakan perkali X, then you hapuskan X lah. If you samakan perkali Y, you hapuskan Y lah. And you can hapuskan anyone you want first. Siapa you nak hapuskan dulu pun boleh. Okay, tapi saya rasa saya akan hapuskan X. Tapi macam mana hapuskan X? Depan X is 4, depan X is 2. How to samakan the perkali? If tak sama, you tak boleh hapus. You kena sama. So, apa you buat? Most of you will cakap macam ni times 2, right? Okay, boleh. Betul juga. Betul. Saya tak kata salah. Betul. But I will do it a little bit different. Instead of taking this one times 2, I'll take this one divide 2. Because I kebetulan realize all these are nombor genap. So nombor genap means they all can divide by 2. It means when I divide 2, I will not end up with an ugly answer. So I think I will choose to do it like this. So let's go. 4x divide 2, 2x. 56 divide 2, 18y. 2150 divide 2. Okay, let's press. I also don't know this one. 1075. Okay. And then yang bawah ni tak payah darab 2 dah. Sebab dia sudah sama kan, 2x and then plus 34y. Equals to 1875. Of course, for those yang nak buat bawah darab 2, can also lah. You get the same answer. Okay, now we can hapus. How you hapus? We tolak. Okay, that's why it's called penghapusan. Because we try to hapus. 2x minus 2x sudah hapus. Sudah jadi kosong. 18y minus plus. Minus plus bila jumpa dia jadi minus. So 18 minus 34 boleh tekan. 18 minus 34 dapat negative 16. So negative 16y. Last one is 1075 minus 1875. Let me press. Negative 800, negative 800. And then finally, how to get y? You kena ambil negative 800 bahagi negative 16. Okay, so saya dapat 50. So y is 50. Oh, by the way, when you pindah the negative 16, it becomes bahagi. You jangan cakap minus jadi tambah. No. The hubungan here is darab jadi bahagi. Okay. Okay, sudah dapat y50, you boleh ganti masuk to find x. How to ganti? Ganti je lah. When y equals 50, you boleh ganti dalam mana-mana equation yang you mau. Okay. You nak ganti dalam equation yang ini pun boleh, yang ini pun boleh, yang ini pun boleh, yang ini pun boleh. Semua you ganti, you dapat jawapan sama. Okay. Okay, let's say I ganti equation yang inilah. So dia jadi 2x plus 34y. Tapi y sudah tahu. Equals to 1875. And then y letak je 55. Okay, how to find 2x? Okay, first we tekan 34 darab 50. Okay, 1700. And then 1875. And then 2x sama dengan 1875 minus answer. So saya dapat 175. And then bahagi 2, saya akan dapat 87.5. So x is 87.5, which is possible because x and y represents price. So price memang possible dapat titik. Okay, dapat decimal. Okay, sekarang kita boleh tulis kita punya final answer. Don't stop here. You stop here, you lose marks. So you kena tulis apa? X and y represents what? Fare for adult, fare for student, right? So fare for adult. So fare for adult is RMX. So RM berapa? 87.5, but have to write 0, means 50 cent. Price mesti 2 decimal place, okay? And then comma pula, lepas tu fare for student. Okay, actually I have to write a student. Yang ini pun saya kena tulis an adult. Okay, I lupa, tapi kena tulis. Fare for a student is RM 50, okay? Ataupun dalam bahasa Melayu, tambang bas untuk adult, what do we call it? Adult, adult. Dewasa. So tambang bas untuk seorang dewasa RM87.50, and then tambang bas untuk seorang murid 50. If you want to write in bahasa Melayu, tulis je dalam bahasa Melayu. Okay, tak apa. Okay, itu bukan satu isu. English, Malay, up to you. Okay, alright, sudah siap. Okay, soalan B. There are two competitions will be held during the camp, which are craft and cooking competition. So two type of competition, craft and cooking. Lepas tu, the number of craft competition participant is X, and the number of cooking participant is Y. So X and Y represents number of participant. So what I will do now, okay, let's see where I should write this. Saya boleh tulis sini lah, saya rasa. Wait, is there any space here? Okay lah, saya tulis sini lah. Saya tulis sini lah, atas sini lah. Okay. Okay, so X and craft and cooking. So sini ada craft, competition, and then cooking. Oh, by the way, this is Form 4 Chapter 6. Linear inequalities. So what we do now is we will write craft, because we now already know craft is X, cooking is Y. But X and Y is what? Number of participants. So X and Y mewakili bilangan peserta. Okay. So now number 1, number 2, number 3, jangan tengok dulu, jangan tengok. Baca bawah. In the answer space, draw a line and shade the region that satisfy all the condition. Pada ruang jawapan, lukis garis dan lorikkan rantau yang memuaskan semua syarat. Okay, cuba tengok diagram. Sudah ada dua line. But if you look at these two lines, they didn't even write the equation. So we don't know these two lines is which, these two lines, which equation we don't know, because they never label for me. So I think even though they already draw two lines for me, I still have to find for all three. I still have to find the coordinate for all 3 points. But before doing that, we have to write down the 3 inequality first lah. Okay, what is the first inequality? Okay, let's erase this. Okay, erase. Okay, first inequality, we have number 1. Okay, wait, let's think. Where should I write it? Okay, right here lah, cincai lah. Okay, just write it here lah. So the first inequality, I write here. Okay, the number of craft competition participant, which is X lah. Okay, is at least apa simbol dia? Bigger sama dengan make sure you know at least means sekurang-kurangnya. It means dia tak boleh lebih, dia tak boleh kurang. Dia kena at least. So dia kena selebih-lebihnya. So dia tak boleh kurang. Dia kena sekurang-kurangnya. Sorry. So at least is sekurang-kurangnya means dia tak boleh kurang dah. Dia kena lebih atau sama dengan twice the number of cooking. So X bigger sama dengan twice the number of cooking. So 2Y lah. Okay, so that's it. Second one. Oh, by the way, this X bigger sama dengan 2Y, you can actually terbalik. Okay, tapi kalau you terbalik ini, the symbol you kena jaga-jaga lah. Okay, the arrow is pointing to 2Y, right? Yang ni pun kena point to 2Y macam tu. Okay, kalau you nak terbalik. But I won't do that. Okay, tapi kalau you nak buat macam tu boleh. Alright. Okay, number 2. The number of cooking, which is Y, is at least apa simbol dia? Bigger sama dengan 1/7 number of participant in creative craft. So number of cooking is X or Y? It's Y. At least, okay, bigger sama dengan, and then number 1/7 number of craft. So 1/7 number of craft is X. Okay. What if I write X bigger sama dengan 1/7 Y? Salah lah. Salah. That's why you have to make sure you betul-betul tahu siapa X, siapa Y. Okay, supaya you tak terbalik. Okay. Okay, number 3 is what? The number of participant in the competition does not exceed. Does not exceed means tidak melebihi. So smaller sama dengan. Okay, tak boleh melebihi mah. Okay, 60. Okay, dia tak kata craft or cooking means the total. Total berapa? X plus Y. Does not exceed. So smaller sama dengan 60. Okay, sudah siap. Next part is in the space draw a line. But before draw line, you kena cari coordinate. So how to cari coordinate? Tukar semua simbol ni jadi equal dulu. So kita akan let X equals 2Y, bracket, let Y equals 1/7X, bracket, at least kena ada dua koordinat untuk lukis garisan. So let X plus Y equals 60 and then bracket. Okay. And usually when I teach in class, apa koordinat yang saya paling suka letak? Like I always put what inside the point. X equals 0, Y equals 0. X equals 0, Y equals 0. X equals 0, Y equals 0. Okay, let's go. X equals 0. What is X equals 0 here? Y would be 60. What if I ganti Y 0? If I cover the Y, X will be 60. Let's go to the diagram and see ada tak dia lukis line ni 0, 60, 60, 0. Oh, tak ada lah. So rupa-rupanya dua line yang dia sudah lukis adalah X equals 2Y dengan Y equals 1/7X. So the missing line here that I must draw myself must be this line X plus Y 60. So why not I draw now? So 0, 60 is here, 60, 0 is here, right? So now what you do is you just buat satu garisan. And then sudah siap. Don't forget to write the equation x plus y equals 60, right? So I don't think I have to waste my time to find these points already, because I already know it belongs to the given line, right? But I think I have to find, you know why? Because I have to label, I have to label which one is x equals to y, but they never label for me. So I think even though they already draw for me, I still find the points so that I know which point. Okay, what if I ganti x equals 0? The y would be 0, right? Because if I ganti x 0, it would be 0 equals 2y, and then y would be 0 divided by 2, which is 0 also. So yeah. So what if I ganti y 0? Okay, if I ganti y 0, x will be 2 times 0, which is 0. So can you see 0, 0 and 0, 0, they are the same point. Okay, it means I have to erase this and choose another point. Okay, maksudnya you tak semestinya ganti x 0, y 0. You can ganti any point you want. Okay, it's just that I suka x 0, y 0 sebab dia senang untuk plot. Tapi untuk case yang macam ni, you kena cari point lain. Sebab 0, 0 dengan 0, 0 adalah point yang sama. You kena ada dua point yang lain. So x equals to y, what you can do? So let's make the x single. So the x is already single to y. Okay, the y you can choose any value. So the y got a lot of choice here. So I think you can choose 30. Right, you can choose 30. Wait, can I choose 30? X equals to y. Let's think. Yeah, I think you can choose 30. Okay, you can choose 30, right? Or any value you want lah. Just make sure the point boleh plot. Okay, 2 times 30 is 60. But don't forget 60 is the x. So the point is 60, 30. Not 30, 60, 60, 30. So let's go and find 0, 0, 60, 30. And then that will be the x equals to y. 0, 0, 60, 30 dekat mana? 0, 0 dekat sini. 60, 30 dekat sini kan? So it means this line is the x equals to y punya garisan. Okay. Okay, and then definitely the last one, this is y equals 1 over 7x. Definitely already. Okay, but let's find it also. Okay, what happens if I ganti x 0? 0 times 1 over 7, y is also 0. And then if you ganti y 0, you will get back x 0. So you have to choose another point. So how do you choose another point? You will look at your equation. Since your y sudah single, and then now you just figure out what you put inside your x. And x, there's a lot of choice you can choose here. But let's choose 70. Okay, let's choose 70. Because I know 70 can divide by 7. You will get y equals 10. So what is your point? X 70, y 10. So 70, 10. 70, 10. Not 10, 70, 70, 10. Okay, 70, 10. Okay, so 0, 0 and 70, 10, that is this line. And you can see 0, 0, 70, 10 is exactly this line. Okay, now we have 3 lines. Now we can load it, right? So what they want to do, in the answer space, draw a line. Okay, I already draw, and then shade the region that satisfy all the conditions. So I have to shade. So how to shade? How to load it? We have to tengok balik simbol inequality saya, which is this. Okay, saya kena tengok balik sini. Tapi bila kita tengok, kita tak boleh tengok macam ni. Oh, bigger, tak boleh, tak boleh. Kita kena tengok dari y. Kita kena tengok dari y. And y kena positif. So please tell me, y sudah positif. So saya kena tengok dari y. So sebenarnya ini bukan bigger, ini sebenarnya smaller. Sebab kalau you tengok dari sini, dia jadi smaller dah. Alright, faham maksud saya? Kalau you tengok dari sini, it's bigger. Tapi you kena tengok dari y positif. So y positif tengok dari sini, so dia jadi smaller. Tapi which line? The x equals to y line lah. The x equals to y line yang smaller. So mana x equals to y line? Ini kan. Tapi saya kena ambil smaller. So smaller macam mana? Bawah garisan, bawah garisan. Maksudnya saya punya shaded region boleh jadi sini, boleh jadi sini, boleh jadi sini, boleh jadi sini. Okay. Tapi jangan load it dulu. Jangan load it dulu. You have to check for the other inequality also. Okay, what is the second inequality? Make sure y positif dulu, baru tengok dari y. So y sudah positif, okay, tengok dari y. So tengok dari y, apa dia? Bigger. But which line? The y 1 over 7x line kena bigger. So bigger. Tapi which line? Garisan yang ni. So garisan yang ni, bigger means atas garisan. So saya kena padam yang mana? Saya kena padam yang ini. Sebab dia kata atas garisan garisan ni kan. So padam ni lah. Sebab atas garisan ni means atas sini lah. Okay, finally, we look at the third one. The third one is what? X plus Y 60. Okay, the Y sudah positif, kena tengok dari Y. So tengok dari Y, apa simbol dia? Smaller kan? Okay, smaller. So macam mana? Which garisan? This garisan lah, X plus Y 60. Tapi bawah garisan sebab smaller. So mana saya kena lorek? This part lah, this triangle lah. Okay, sebab smaller, right? So it means I will padam this. Okay, so padam this. And then this is your lorek part. So now we lorek. So lorek nicely. So this is answer. Okay. Okay, I want to mention one thing. This one kenapa kita tak boleh load it bigger? Kenapa kita load it smaller? Sebab the inequality is like this, right? And you kena tengok dari y. Okay, ataupun you boleh terbalikkan macam ni. But I already mentioned if you terbalikkan, you have to be careful because the symbol you have to what you have to write? Okay, look at the arrow. It's pointing to the 2y, right? So when you terbalik also it's pointing to y. That's why it's smaller. That's why when I load the 2y x I ambil bawah garisan. Okay, macam tu. Okay, so yang tu kena tahu lah. It means you have to tengok dari y and then the y have to be positive. Okay, so this is how you do it. Okay, soalan C. Let's go. Okay, let's keep this. Okay, in addition, the explore race activity in groups will also be implemented. Explore race. Diagram 6 shows the distance. Distance means jarak between stations that need to be traveled. So these are all stations. Each group will start from the campsite. Okay, everyone will start here from the campsite and have to collect the password at each center PQRSTUV, then return to campsite. So this is like a game lah. So we have to start here and also end here, right? Start at the campsite and then return to the campsite. So what you do is you have to go to station PQRSTUV. So ST is down here, UV, to collect password. Okay, and then go back, right? So okay. Let's write down here. Start. This is end. And then now it says what? Write the shortest route that can be taken if it is not allowed to pass through the same center repeatedly. State the total distance for the shortest route. Tuliskan laluan terpendek yang boleh dilalui sekiranya tidak digunakan melalui pusat sama secara berulang. Nyatakan jumlah jarak bagi laluan terpendek tersebut. So you cannot pass through the same station dua kali. And then they want the shortest route, right? So before you find the shortest route, okay, you have to write down the shortest route dari mana dulu. It means you have to write down the arrow, okay, from where to where, okay. Okay, let's try to find the shortest route. Okay, there is some panjang here that I can find. Okay, for example, sini boleh cari sebab dia tak bagi kan. Because if I want to find the shortest route, I have to make sure I find all the jalan punya jarak dulu. So for example, this jarak I can find. How to find this jarak? Campsite to R. So jarak sini macam mana cari? So saya kena boleh ambil square root. We can use Pythagoras theorem because this is 90 degree, 90 degree. So how you find is square root, bracket square, and then you will plus y plus because you are finding the hypotenuse. When you find the paling panjang one, you will plus. And then it will be 300 square, 400 square. Okay, let's tekan. 300 square dalam calculator and then plus 400 square plus. And then square root answer. Dapat 500. Rupa-rupanya sini 500 meter. So sini boleh tulis 500. Sini pun boleh tulis 500 meter. Okay, mana lagi jarak yang kita boleh cari? Sini. So sini 500, sini 400. So sini boleh cari? Boleh. Sini akan dapat 300 meter. For those yang tanya, macam mana dapat 300 meter? Okay, let me show you. 300 dapat dari macam ni. You square root, bracket square. But kali ni you punya right angle macam ni kan? So you will take 500 square and 400 square. This time you will plus or minus? You will minus because you are not finding hypotenuse. You are finding the short one. So definitely minus. So what happens you get here? If you press calculator, you're gonna get 300. Okay. Okay, mana lagi garisan yang kosong? Okay, sini ya. Okay, sini. Okay, cari. Okay, square root, bracket square. Okay, kali ni plus or minus? Minus also because you are finding the short one. You are not finding hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is garisan yang depan 90 degree. So you are not finding that line. You're finding the other line. So that's why kena tolak. Okay, so it will be 750 square minus 600 square. Okay, let's press. 750 square minus 600 square. And then square root answer. Okay, tunggu saya. Okay, 450. So my calculator give me 450 meters. So this is 450 meter. Okay, after I get this line, now I think I can find the shortest route. So the shortest route start from campsite. So I think I will go 300. Okay, because shortest mah. Okay, if I go here it's 500. So I think I go 300 . And then where can I go next? Let's see. Can I go here? Because I have 3 choice now, right? I can go like this, I can go like this, and go like this. So since I want shortest, so maybe I go with the 300 because I want shortest, right? Okay, sampai sini I have 4 options. Okay, 4 options: 670, 750, 600, 500. But I have to pass through all the station, and I cannot repeat the station. So how? Okay, if we look at these 4 numbers, the smallest number is 500, right? So I think I will go with 500. Okay, I think I'll go with 500. Okay, I cannot go with this. You know why? There's 2 reasons. One is because 670 is very high, but if you go like this, you will get stuck actually because If you go here, then you have to go P to campsite. Then you didn't pass through all these stations. But what if you go, after you go here, you go here? You will also get stuck because you will not pass through P already, right? That's why it will be a trap if you go to S. So I think the safest one is make sure if I want to pass through all the station, I think I have to go R like that. And since this one also is the smallest value out of the four, right? And then I think now we cannot choose already. I think after now you cannot choose. I think you have to just go with go to U already. And after U, I don't think you can go here because it will passes through station V dua kali. Okay, so tak ada pilih dah. Saya kena pergi macam ni. Sampai sini pun tak boleh pilih. Tak boleh pergi sini kan? Sebab if you pergi sini, you will go back to station V and they already say cannot repeat the same station. So I think you have to go here. And then sampai sini pun cannot choose. You cannot go back to V. So there's only one way to finish it. Go here. And then don't go here because cannot passes through the same station and then just go back like that. Right? So this is my shortest route. And don't forget, before you calculate the shortest distance, you have to write down the arrow punya dulu. So let's kecilkan. Okay, let's write down now. So we start from campsite. So campsite. And then I go arrow Q. And then I go arrow V. And then I go arrow R. And then I go arrow U. And then I go arrow T. And then I go arrow S. And then I go arrow P. And then I go arrow campsite. I have to write this. Okay, I have to write this. Remember, in exam, always when they ask you to find shortest route, longest route, and this is network in graph theory chapter, you always have to show them this working, this arrow. Okay, now only you write the total distance for the shortest route. Okay, total distance. Okay, so this one I can erase. Okay, so how to find the total distance? Just plus lah, just plus all the value. So campsite to Q is 300 meter, plus Q to V, which is 300, and then V to R 500, and then R to U 550, and then wait, R to U 550, and then U to T, and then 450, and then T to S 600, and then S to P 700, and then the last one is 500. Okay, now we can besarkan and tekan calculator. Okay, let's press calculator. 300 plus 300 plus 500 plus 550 plus 450 plus 600, 700. Okay, my calculator give me 3900. Okay. So don't forget to write the unit. I believe it's meter, right? Yeah, meter. Everything is in meter. That's the answer. Okay, soalan D. This is from 4 chapter 10, Consumer Mathematics, Financial Management. Okay, because when you see like this income expenses, then it's definitely from 4 chapter 10. Okay, so let's read the question. Table 5 shows Cikgu Murugan's financial plan for a period of 1 month. So this is for 1 month only. Let's see, income ini passive income. Okay, so these are all income. Monthly income total. Okay, dia tambah lah. Ini 2 tambah dapat ni. And then monthly fixed saving and emergency fund saving. Yang ni kena tolak. This one have to minus because when you save the money means you cannot use it. So you have to tolak lah. And then after you tolak, you dapat 5380. That's the balance. Okay, and then they also have some fixed expenses and variable expenses. Fixed expenses means expenses yang you tak boleh control. It means you cannot control the price. Okay, but variable expenses you can control. It means you can actually like jimat. Like for example, utility bill, electricity bill, you can reduce the usage to kurangkan. You can somehow somewhat control the price, right? If you use a lot, you drive a lot, your petrol will be high. But if you drive less, your petrol will be less. But the fixed expenses is already fixed already. You can't control the price, and it means the price that you must pay. So what you do is you minus all the expenses. Okay, but here they write what? Total fixed expenses. So I think this 2250 is this one plus this one plus this one, right? But in the end, you will take your 5380 kena tolak 2250, right? And then what about variable expenses? They put down all your variable expenses, and then the total variable is 2900. Okay. Okay, now they say calculate Encik Murugan's cash flow. This is easy. Just take your income balance 5380 minus all the fixed expenses 2250 and minus all the total variable expenses. That's how you get your cash flow. Okay. So 5380 minus 2250 minus 2900. Okay, the calculator give me 230. Okay, after you write 230, you actually have to write some word beside. Okay, I got teach this in class also. Okay, let's write RM. So RM 230. Okay, if your cash flow is positive, okay, it means surplus. Surplus. Okay. So if your cash flow positive cash flow, CF stands for cash flow. It means lebih. Lebih in English we call it surplus. But if it's negative cash flow, we call it deficit. What is deficit? Kurang. Okay, so 230 means lebih. You ada lebih cash flow, which means after you spend all your money on the expenses, you still have a balance. You still have money. Okay, you still have some extra money, which is good. But if you get negative, means you don't have enough income to cover the expenses. That's what it means. So remember these two words, surplus and deficit. It's very important. These two words is important. Okay, let's continue with number 2. Number 2 says, Cikgu Murugan intends to participate in an international camp program at Paris. So he wants to participate camp program at Paris. He must make installment payment fee of 450 ringgit per month for a period of 4 months. So every month he has to pay 450 for 4 months. What is the surplus or deficit value in its most recent cash flow? Suggest one way to him if he wants to maintain a positive cash flow. So what is the surplus or deficit value in the most recent cash flow? Means I have a new cash flow now lah. Okay, I have a new cash flow now. Okay, what would be my new cash flow? Because I have one how to say, one more expenses, which is the 450 per month, right? So now I will take what, 5380 minus 2250 minus 2900 minus with 450. Okay, but you don't have to do that already, because just now you already minus 2250 minus 1. Just take your number 1 answer, 230 minus the 450. Okay, because this one is for 1 month, so 450 also for 1 month, so you just minus, you will get negative. So let's tekan negative 220. And I already said, if your cash flow negative, what you have to write? You have to write deficit. Okay, deficit. It means your cash flow is negative. It means it's kurang. Okay, your deficit is kurang. So what is the surplus or deficit value? Your deficit value is 220 lah. Okay? And then they say suggest one way to him if he wants to maintain a positive cash flow. So how to do? Suggest one way if he wants to maintain positive. It means if if this keeps happening, he will not have enough money to go to the Paris, right? So what he has to do to increase so that the cash flow become positive, so that he can make it to Paris for the how to say, for the camp, right? So what he have to do to so that the cash flow become positive? Okay, there's two ways to answer this. First answer is increase the income. Second answer is minus the reduce your variable expenses. You can't reduce your fixed expenses. It's impossible. Your fixed expenses is fixed already. You can't reduce. You can only reduce your variable expenses, or you can increase your income. So there's two ways to answer this. So first answer, I would say, right? Okay, so suggest one way, right? So reduce variable expenses. So what variable expenses you have? Kitchen expenses, petrol, utility, parents, right? So I can say what? Reduce petrol usage. Okay, or you can say reduce utility bills, or reduce parents expenses, or you can say reduce kitchen. Just choose one. Just choose one. Okay, so let's say I read reduce kitchen expenses lah. Reduce kitchen expenses. Okay, you don't have to spend every month 1,500 for kitchen expenses, correct? Like you don't have to spend that. Like what are you buying? How many kuali you need for to cook, right? Like 1 month so you can reduce it, right? So reduce kitchen expenses, you can somewhat control it, right? Because if you want to go Paris, you have to make some sacrifice, right? So you reduce kitchen expenses lah. Okay, itu yang pertama lah. But you can also say what? Increase your income. Okay, but how to increase your income? Takkan lah you pergi tanya boss, right? So what you have to do is you have to do part-time. You do part-time job. So you can say what? Increase income by doing part-time job. Okay, by doing part-time job. Okay, or you can say buat kerja sampingan lah, kerja sampingan, part-time job. It means you try to increase the income, or you can reduce your expenses so that your cash flow become positive again. All right. So this is how I would answer this question. So yep. So that's it. Keep going. Okay, finally we at the last question, number 17. Okay, number 17. How to do? Let's read the question. Encik Marzuki is an owner of resort in Mersing. In March, he received a booking to hold a wedding ceremony at his resort. So you want to hold a wedding ceremony. Encik Marzuki is required to prepare X type P cakes and Y type Q cakes for the event. I think this is from 4 chapter 6 again. Linear inequalities. So we have type P punya cake and type Q punya cake. Tapi type P saya kena sediakan X because got a lot of people coming to the wedding. So saya kena sediakan X cake P and Y cake Q. So this one, the XY represents number of cakes. The production of these cakes consists of two processes, namely baking and recording. Table 6 shows time taken to make two types of cake. So X, there is a baking and decorating. Okay, for baking cake P, you need 30 minutes. Okay, 30 minutes. So what I'll write here is 30x. Because to bake one cake P, you need 30 minutes, but there's X amount of cake, so 30x. And then here is 30y lah. But this one is bake. So I'll write bake, and then I'll write minute. Okay, now what about decorating in minutes? So for cake P, you need 20 minutes for one cake P, but there's X amount of cake P, so 20x, and then this will be 20y, right? After we have this, then only I do the 1, 2, 3. Okay, don't look at 1, 2, 3 first. Straight away, tengok bawah. Write 3 linear inequality which represents the condition above. Usually, when they ask you to draw like this, to do like this, usually you have to draw graph. Usually you have to draw graph afterwards. But this question, if you look at the next question, they didn't even ask you to draw graph, right? So it's not like the previous question yang dia ada lukis graph. So we don't have to care about yang ni tak ada guna graph lah. So we straight away can write our 3 inequalities. If you want to draw graph, then baru kita kena let and then cari point and then buat graph paper. Tapi ini tak payah lah. So let's write down the first inequality first. Okay, first inequality, let's see what they're talking about. Total time of baking. Total time of baking. These two types of cake is not greater than. Not greater than means tidak lebih. Tidak lebih, simbol dia smaller sama dengan. Okay. So total time for baking is what? I think I have to tengok sini. Saya tak boleh tulis X plus Y smaller sama dengan 360. Salah. Itu X dengan Y is bilangan cake. Sekarang saya cakap pasal time. So time baking is 30X plus 30Y. So 30X plus 30Y smaller sama dengan 360. Alright. And usually in class I say what? Kalau boleh kecilkan, kita kecilkan. Right. So bila kecilkan dapat apa? Bahagi 30X, bahagi 30Y, bahagi 30, 12. Okay, of course, if you don't want to kecilkan, can also. Because this question, they never even ask you to draw graph. So you want to stop here, can also. Okay, but usually if they ask me to draw graph, I will kecilkan because the number gets smaller, baru easy kita nak cari point. Okay, but it's up to you lah whether you want to kecilkan or not. Okay, so sudah siap. Now we do number 2. Okay, I think I have to kecilkan this. Okay, so okay, like this is better. Okay, second inequality. 360 bahagi 30 is 12, right? Okay, betul. Okay, second one. Total time of decorating. So they got mentioned the keyword here. Total time of decorating, two types of cake is at least. At least sekurang-kurangnya simbol dia bigger sama dengan at least. So I straight away write at least 240. And then the total time for decorating is not X plus Y. It's 20X plus 20Y. Okay. And by the way, I don't have, it's already in minutes. Can you see? So this one also minutes, so no need to care about the unit. No need to convert anything. Okay, boleh kecilkan also. Bahagi 20x, bahagi 20y, bahagi 20. Bahagi 20, what is it? 12, right? Yeah, so that's the second inequality. Okay, for my final one, the third one. The third one, they ask ratio. Okay, ratio can convert to fraction one, so very easy. Okay, let's do ratio of number of number, not time, number. So now we can look at xy because xy represents number of cake. Okay, number of cake P is x. So ratio of x to number of cake Q is not less than 2:1. Not less than symbol dia bigger sama dengan. Okay, not less than means have to more than or sama dengan. Okay, how to write? X ratio y or y ratio x? X ratio y. You know why? Because it's ratio of P to Q. So ratio of P to Q. So X ratio y. And then not less than is just bigger sama dengan 2:1. Tulis je 2:1. Okay, so this one is just right 2:1. And don't forget this one can change to fraction. So it becomes X over y bigger sama dengan 2/1. Okay, because ratio boleh tukar jadi fraction. And now you can darab silang. So 1 times X is X. And then 2 times Y is 2Y. So yeah, sudah siap. This is how you get 3 marks. Okay. But of course, some student, they want to terbalikkan this can also. You want to terbalik jadi macam ni, 2yx, boleh juga. But be careful for, at the symbol. Because the symbol now, look at the arrow. Dia pointing to words 2y. So bila you terbalik, dia kena point to y also. So tulis macam ni pun betul. Tulis macam ni pun betul. Okay. So you up to you lah. You choose. Right. So I'm very curious how they write it. Okay, I will check with the schema lah. Let me see how they write it. Okay, the schema write. Wait, let me see. The schema write y smaller sama dengan 1 over 2x. Okay, which is correct also. Which is correct also. So the schema actually write like this, y smaller sama dengan 1 over 2x. So actually you write like this also can. But sebenarnya macam ni pun boleh tau. Macam ni pun boleh, tak salah, tak salah. Believe me. Okay, tak salah. So you pilih lah mana-mana you mau. Tapi kalau you tanya saya usually just stop here already. Okay, I will just stop here already. Okay, okay. So boleh. Alright. So now we continue. Okay, let's besarkan balik. Okay, now we do B. Okay, B dia tak ada lukis graph. Okay, let's read. Encik Marzuki buys a van worth 135,000 for facilities at his resort. So he want to buy a van. This is the cost. He pays 12% down payment. Okay, I think I know what is this. I think I know. This is car loan. Car loan from 3 chapters. Okay, and it's under interest. Okay, tapi interest ada dua jenis kan? Ada dua jenis. Ada simple interest. Kalau simple kita guna formula PRT. Tapi kalau compound interest, we use the other formula. Okay, do you remember what is the formula for compound interest? P plus P bracket 1 plus R over N and T, right? But how we know whether it's a compound interest question or simple interest? We read the question. If the question got mentioned the word compound, then it's compound. Okay, let's read the word. Let's see whether this one got mentioned the word compound or not. Encik Marzuki buys a van worth, blah, blah, blah. He pays 12% down payment. Down payment means you advance payment, means you bayar in advance. And the balance is financed with a loan from Bank Y for a period of 9 years with simple interest rate 2.75. Calculate monthly amount installment in RM payable by him. You tell me lah, simple or compound? Simple, right? They even mentioned it already. So which formula I will use? I will use, okay, I want to calculate monthly amount installment. So first, I will use this formula, P plus PRT. Okay, the formula I will use here is P plus PRT. Okay, okay, let me tell you what I have to do first. The first step, no, don't use this formula first. The first step is to find the amount you have to borrow from bank. Okay, so how much you have to borrow from bank? Okay, you will not borrow you will not borrow 135,000 because you already pay 12% down payment. Down payment means bayaran pendahuluan. Means you already pay already this one. It means you don't have to pay already. The 12% you don't have to pay already. So we have to calculate how many yang sudah bayar. So 0.12, 12% 0.12 times with 135,000 and then see what I get first. Okay, 0.12 times 350,000. Okay, you get 42,000. But this 42,000 is the down payment ataupun bayaran yang sudah dibuat. So actually berapa yang you kena pinjam daripada bank? It's 135,000 tolak dengan 42,000, right? So let's minus and see apa saya dapat. Okay, wait 135,000 minus. Okay, 93,000. Okay, and what is 93,000? 93,000 is the amount you have to borrow from bank. It means you go to the bank and you said, "Hello bank, can you pinjam me this amount?" That's the concept. And this one we sometimes call it the principal. Okay, it's also the P. Okay, the P here means what? The principal ataupun the amount you borrow from bank, which is 93,000. So, and then the balance is what? Finance with a loan from bank Y for a period of 9 years with an interest rate is 2.75. Calculate monthly amount installment. Maksudnya, bila you pinjam daripada bank 93,000, but when you pulangkan balik, you tak boleh pulangkan 93,000 sahaja. You kena pulangkan 93,000 plus dengan interest. And interest, how to get interest? How to get the faedah? You have to use PRT formula lah. And the PRT formula is what? 93,000 darab dengan dia punya rate, interest rate, and then darab dengan time berapa tahun macam tu. Okay, it means the formula you want to get to find the amount you want to pay back to bank, it will be 93,000. Your original, this one memang you kena bayar already, but you have to plus with interest. Okay, because when you pinjam from bank, you cannot just bayar the same amount. You have to bayar more than it. Okay, because they will got extra charge. They will charge you some interest. So that's why it's 93,000 plus with the interest, and the interest formula is PRT. Okay, what is the rate? The rate for interest rate is 2.75. But I already mentioned, you kena pandai tukar jadi decimal. So 2.75 is 0.0275. Some student write 0.275 are wrong already, because 2.75 is have to divide 100. So it's actually 0.0275. So be careful. And then the time is 9 years. Okay. And then you press this whole thing, baru you dapat jawapan yang betul. 93,000 plus bracket 93,000 close bracket open bracket 0.0275 close bracket open bracket 9. Okay, my calculator give me 116,017.5. Okay, but make sure you write RM. Okay, 1106,017.50. I think I have to write here total loan repayment. Okay. What is total loan repayment? Okay, what is loan? Loan means pinjaman. Okay, berapa you pinjam dari bank. What is repayment? Berapa yang you kena pulangkan. Okay. So the loan yang you pinjam is 93,000, but the amount you have to bagi balik is this much because there's some interest. So make sense Okay, lepas ni awak akan calculate monthly installment lah. So apa dia punya monthly installment? Monthly installment. Okay, you already know the amount you have to pay back to the bank is this, but you have to pay monthly, right? So this one is the total amount, but you will pay back in a period of 9 years. So what you have to divide? If you want to get for 1 month, you pay for 9 years. So how you want to get for 1 month? First, you will take 9 years times 12. Because you want to know 9 months is how many months, right? And when you tekan, be careful, you have to tekan bawah dulu. It means you have to tekan 9 times 12 dulu. Okay, or you put bracket lah. If you're scared, you put bracket. So 9 years is actually 108 months. So within 108 months, you have to pay 116017.5. So you want to get 1 month, you bahagi lah. So 116017.5 divide. Okay, 1074.236, but I don't think you can write 236. You have to write 24. So 1074.236 or 24. Okay, because this is price. Price must be placed 2 decimal place. So RM 1074.24. Okay, let me just check with the answer. Okay, see whether I do it correctly or not. Okay. Okay, tak sama. Tak sama. Maksudnya saya buat salah. Okay, mana saya buat mistake? Anybody? Mana saya buat salah? 93,16017.5. Okay, 135,000 minus 40. Okay, I think I did wrong here. Okay, sorry. Wrong calculation. The method is correct already. My formula correct, but my looking salah. 0.12 times 135,000. Okay, this one is not 42000. What am I pressing? Okay, I silap tekan. I don't know what I tekan just now. This is 16200. 16200. Okay, so I silap tekan already. Sorry. So this one also minus 16200. Okay, so definitely this one is wrong already. Okay, so if this one is wrong, it means my principle here also I get wrong. This one also I get wrong. It means the whole thing wrong already. Okay, so let's do it again. Okay, this one just erase the principle only. Okay, sorry, this one I tulis salah already. So let's do it again. 135000 minus 16200 is 11880. 11880. So the amount you pinjam from bank is 11880. Okay, so this is the amount you borrow from bank. But when you pay back, you have to pay some interest. So the interest formula is 118800 PRT times with the rate times with the time. So let's press all of this. 118800 times 0.0275 and then times 9 and then plus. Okay, 148203. Okay, 148203. And then later have to divide with the value, right? Okay, wait, did I do it correctly this time? Or did I do it wrong again? 13500 minus 13500. Wait, 13500 minus 16200. 11880 and then plus with 118800 times with 0.0275 times 9. 148203, right? So your monthly installment is how much? 148203, the total divide by 9 years 9 years, so 9 times 12, but you have to put bracket, okay? Because I have to buat yang bawah dulu. So 9 times 12, 108. Okay, and then 148203 divide answer. Okay, I got 1372.25. So RM 1372.25. Okay, sorry, I made a mistake just now. Okay, I do for a long time already, so okay, exhausted already. Okay, so ini cara dia. Okay, sorry, just now I made a small mistake. Okay, so ini cara dia. Okay, but yang penting is you kena tahu method dia and steps dia lah. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, almost finished. Let's go. Soalan C. Diagram 7 shows a rectangular swimming pool. So this is a swimming pool. PQTV found at Inche Marzuki's resort. The triangle PQR and rectangular STUV, okay, PQR, STUV areas are reserved for children. So this is the children's pool. This one also children's pool. Okay, untuk kanak-kanak. While the PQR PRSWE. PRSWE is area reserved for adults. So this is the adults punya swimming pool. Okay, calculate perimeter of children pools area. Okay, this is not susah because to find perimeter, you just tambah all the outside punya panjang. But do I have all the panjang? I have 60, I have 80, but I don't have this pool punya panjang. So macam mana? Gunalah Pythagoras theorem. So PR sama dengan square root. This is a right angle, right? Why I know this is 90 degree? Because they say rectangular already. So obviously sini 90, sini pun 90, sini whole thing pun 90. Okay, bracket square, bracket square. What I put? 80, 60. Plus or minus? Plus lah, because you are finding the longest side. Because you are finding hypotenuse. So now you press this, see what you get. Okay, I press 80 square plus 60 square equal dulu and then baru square root answer. Calculator give me 100. So I write 100 meter. So this is 100 meter. So now my perimeter will be this one plus this one plus this one. But let's check. Do I have this other perimeter? Okay, the whole thing here is 80. Can I get bawah sini? Boleh kan? Sebab sini 52. The whole thing is 80. So what is 80 tolak dengan 52? Let's press calculator. 80 minus 52, I get 28. So the other side here also 28 lah. And then what about here? What about here? Can I find here? Okay, the whole thing from P to V is 180. So to get the panjang ST, I just have to take 180, tolak 50, tolak 60. Betul? So let's press 180 minus 50 minus 60. Okay, 70. 70. So if this is 70, atas pun akan jadi 70. So now I think I can find my perimeter already. So what is perimeter of children's pool? So it will be 80 meter plus 60 meter plus 100 meter. And then this one also perimeter of children. So 28 meter plus 28 meter plus 70 meter plus 70 meter like that. Okay. Okay. Press all this and then you get the answer. Okay. 240 plus 56 plus 140. Okay. 436. So the answer is 436. And don't forget to write the unit. This is meter. Because everything is in meter, right? Okay. Now we do B. B, they says area for adult swimming pool. So I want the area for this part only. So how to find the area for this? First, you take area of rectangle. After you take area of rectangle, minus the area of triangle, and then minus the area of the small rectangle. That's how you find it. So what is the plan? Area of adult swimming pool, swimming pool area. So first step is to find the area of rectangle. Rectangle will be 180 times 80. 180 times 80, the total. So what I do here, 180 times 80. Okay, let's kecilkan. Okay, 180 times 80, and then minus with the area of triangle. Area of triangle formula is 1/2 times base times height. The base is 60, the height is 80. Okay, siap, kau tim. And then rectangle is 70 times 28. All right. So yeah, press all this in your calculator and then finish. Okay, 180 times 80. Let's go. 180 times 80. 14400. Okay. And then minus 60 times 80 divide 2. And then 2,400. And then 70 times 28. 1960. And then minus some more. 14400 minus 2400 minus 96. Sorry. I selected 14400 minus 2400 minus 1960. 10040. And since this is meter, I think it's meter square. Okay. Okay. 436 10040. Let me check. Okay. Masih baik. Okay. Last question. Okay. Finally. Oh, so tired. Okay. I non-stop, I never, how to say? I never stop halfway and then record separately. I do what like sekaligus from question 1 until now. So I don't know how many hours already, maybe 3 hours, maybe 2 hours, I don't know. Okay, let's finish the last question. This is also graph of motion. Can I show you the graph of motion punya formula dekat atas? Let's find it. Okay, mana. Just now I remember I got do it. Where is it? Let's cari. Mana. Wait. Where is it? Not this one. This one. You see this? So this is the one. So you have to hafal this table if you want to do graph of motion. So there's DTG, STG. If DTG, you use the gradient to find speed. But if STG, use the gradient to find acceleration, and nama lain acceleration is rokos. And then what about distance? If distance in DTG you use y-axis, STG you use area. Okay. Wait, is there any way that I can copy paste this one? Okay, I don't think so. Okay, but it's fine. So this is the table. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to the final question. Okay, okay lah. Let's draw again lah the table. Okay, let's not be lazy here. Let's draw again the table. Okay. Tak banyak benda pun. So DTG and then keyword and then STG. First keyword is gradient. And then this one is speed. This one is acceleration. Nama lain dia. Okay, acceleration sometimes is deceleration and nama lain acceleration is rokos. Okay. If your gradient dapat positive, acceleration. Gradient dapat negative, deceleration. Next one, average speed. Average speed, the formula will be total distance over total time. But how to get total distance in your DTG? How you get your distance? You refer your y-axis. Okay. And then same for STG, you also get total distance of total time. But how you get your total distance? You will use area under graph. Okay. But you have to read the question carefully. Sometimes they don't want, sometimes they want for the whole journey. Sometimes they want sebahagian saja. So to get total distance, you get total area and then period total time. All right. So this is the table. Okay, let's read now. Diagram 8 shows the distance time graph. So definitely we will look at this DTG. So in DTG, we use gradient to find speed. Okay, diagram 8 shows distance time graph for Inche Marzuki traveling 60 km in 30 minutes. Let's check. 60 km under 30 minutes. Okay, betul. And then by driving a car from his resort to town S. So I think I can highlight. I think I can highlight here and write resort. Okay. So let's use red color. This is resort. Okay, and then I also can highlight this one. Okay, wait, okay, highlight this one and then write use blue color. I write resort, a resort, and then town S, like that. Okay, so like that, and then given that the rate of change of distance, oh yo, this one, okay, let me tell you what is rate of change of distance. Is speed. Okay, do you remember I tell you acceleration ada nama lain, which is rokos. Rokos is rate of change of speed. But ini bukan rate of change of speed, ini rate of change of distance. So I want you to know this word rate. Rate means bahagi time. Rate means bahagi time. So if I say rate of change of speed, it means speed bahagi time, which is acceleration. But if I say rate of change of distance, it means distance bahagi time, which is speed. That's why this one is speed. So given that rate of change of distance with time before and after the rest period is the same. Okay, let's observe the diagram. First line here, what happens? Move forward. Okay, MF. Move forward. Yang ini stop. Yang ini stop ataupun stationary. And then yang ini move further forward. Okay. Tapi kalau you remember just now got one question. Ayo, I forget which question already. Let's scroll up. Okay, let's scroll up faster. Where is it? Okay, here. Somewhere here. Okay, I remember this question number 8 is STG, right? But then the story is different. It's decelerate, uniform, constant, and accelerate. So why is it different? Yang ini decelerate, tapi yang ini constant, uniform, tapi yang ini accelerate kan? So why is it different? Because just now is STG, now is DTG. Okay, so remember, okay, if you want the in-depth explanation for that question, you can rewind back to that question yourself. Okay, but let's come back here. This one is move, this one is stop, this one move, because this is distance time graph. Okay. Okay, sometimes they use the word stationary ataupun rest lah. Okay, so what this means, given that the speed with time before and after the rest is same, so the speed here and the speed here is same, but we all know speed kita guna apa? Kita guna gradient untuk cari kan? It means gradient of this line and gradient of this line sama. Itu maksud dia. Right? So now number 1 they say what? Calculate the value of t. So what you do? Cari gradient sini, samakan dia. Right? Okay, to find gradient, you need 2 points. Okay, 2 coordinates. So we have 0, 0. And then this one, we have t24. Right? And then what about this? 3t60. Okay. And then this one is t plus 10, 24. Okay, but if you notice here, the distance is kilometer, but the unit here is minute, right? And let me tell you, kilometer usually kawan dia minutes. But actually, you don't have to convert unit when you do question 1. Do you know why? Because when you are finding gradient, you will get your speed in kilometer per minute when you find here. But it's fine because here also you are finding for kilometer per minute. And then when you compare both equals, you will also take kilometer per minute. So it's fine. You don't have to convert to hour. Of course, you want to convert can also lah. But sebenarnya tak payah. Sebenarnya tak perlu. Okay. So let's find the gradient for the first line first. So how to find the gradient? 24 minus 0 over t minus 0, which is 24 over t. Of course, you can also say y minus y bagi x minus x lah, because I want to find speed. I want to find speed. That's why I use gradient. Okay, this is DTG. So DTG find speed, use gradient. So what is the speed here? The speed here is 24 over t, but it's not kilometer per hour, it's kilometer per minute. But sir, have to convert to hour, right? Okay, you nak convert pun boleh, you tak nak convert pun tak apa. Because later I am finding the gradient here also, it will be kilometer per minute. So when I compare them together, there will be no problem. Okay, tak apa, tak ada masalah. Okay, let's find the other gradient. So what it will be? It will be what? Y, I need two coordinates. So 3t 60, t plus 24. So y minus y, x minus x. So this is apa? 24 minus 60. Okay, bahagi dengan 24 minus 60 bahagi dengan t plus 10 minus 3t. T plus 10 minus 3t. Okay, you don't have to put bracket here because even if you put bracket, you open the bracket, it will be the same. But if there are two terms and then depan negative, then you have to be careful because if got two terms, got negative, then you have to tukar tanda dalam bracket too. Okay, okay, let's continue here. 24 minus 60, let's press. Okay, my calculator give me negative 36. Negative 36. And then over t minus 3t is negative 2t. And then plus 10, you can just write in front like this. So this is the speed for this line. And then yang tadi is speed for ini. So what is your speed here? The speed will be negative 36 over 10 minus 2t. And the unit also kilometer per minute. Okay. And then now they say the rate of change of distance with time before and after rest. This one is rest, right? So before and after the speed is same. Means the gradient also same. So you can take 24 over t. And this answer we can samakan dia. We can samakan dia. But I don't have enough space. So can I write here? So I put arrow here. And then I write here can. Okay. So dia akan jadi apa? 24 over t. Okay, this is already in kilometer per minute. Terus equals dengan negative 36 over 10 minus 2t. Macam tu. Okay. Okay, how you want to do this? Something over something equals something over something. You will darab silang. If you have single fraction on both sides like that, you can do darab silang. So it become what? 24 times 10, 240. 24 times negative 2, negative 48t. Yang ini negative 36 times t, negative 36t. T dengan T boleh buat, tapi kena letak sekali dulu. So negative 48 hantar jadi 48. So what is negative 36 plus 48? Dapat 12t lah. So 12t sama dengan 240. So t sama dengan 240 bahagi 12, which is 20. Rupa-rupanya t is 20, but 20 minutes, not seconds, because this is in minutes, right? Okay, finally, number 2. Calculate the average speed of Encik Marzuki's whole journey. So how to calculate Marzuki's average speed for whole journey? Okay, this time because I got mentioned that it must be in kilometer per hour. So I think now I will use this formula, TD over TT, total distance or total time, but my total distance have to be in kilometer, my total time have to be in hours. Okay, because this time they got mentioned already in kilometer per hour. Okay. Okay, what is the total distance for Marzuki's journey? Okay, the total distance will be 60 kilometers. Okay. Okay, but maybe students don't understand why it's 60, so I have to break it down and explain slowly. Okay, why is it 60 total distance? Okay, here he moved how many kilometer? 24 kilometer. Here tak ada move sebab dia stop. And then here he moved another how many? 36. Because if you take 60 minus 24 is 36. So what happens if you take 36 plus 24? You get 60 lah. That's why the total distance is 60. Alright? It means the total jarak is 60. But I want you to know if I tarik satu line macam ni, then the total distance become 120 already. Because like this means move backwards. So it's like move forward 60, move forward, move backwards 60, then it will be 120. Kalau di other line macam tu lah, tapi ini tak ada. So total distance is 60. And then total time in hours is 3t. 3t. But the t I already know is 20, right? So why not I take 3 times 20? I'll get 60, right? But let me tell you, if you masuk 60 here, salah tau. Yeah, it's salah. Because I mentioned already, they want the answer in hours. Okay. So we already know this is 60, but this is 60 minutes. But I want in hours. So minutes, how to convert to hours? I have to take 60 divide 60. Because 60 is in minutes and 1 hour is 60 minutes. So you want to convert this will be 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour actually. That's why I take 60 divide 60 here. And the bracket is very important because if you do it like this, and if you do it like this, okay, if you put a bracket here and you put a bracket here, you'll get different answer. Okay, you get different answer. So it's very important to put the bracket like this. Because if you tekan dalam calculator and you don't tekan bracket, the calculator will do it like this. Then it's wrong already. But the correct one is like this. So make sure you put the bracket lah. Ataupun kalau you takut, you jangan tekan the whole thing. You tekan bawah dulu. 60 divide 60, 1 hours. And then baru you tekan 60 bahagi 1, dapat 60 and then kilometer per hour, kmh minus. Alright. So itu cara dia. Kertas peperiksaan tamat. So the end. Bye bye.